2023.
Still going live.
Like we are connected. We are live.
Did you shave your neck beard? Looks like it.
It looks like you cleaned up a little bit.
Cleaned it up.
I got a haircut from Dan.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
If you,
I know, I need another one already. The hair on the sides of my head grows so fast.
on the sides, right?
Just on the sides?
Yeah, the top's a little slower. I feel like because eventually.
My sides get bushy. They go out like this.
Yeah, that's what mine does.
Yeah,
Was it before or after Japan?
After.
So it was last week.
No way.
Yeah.
It was.
How long you
Wow.
been back for?
Last Tuesday.
Yeah. That's why it looks so sharp.
It's a week and a half.
Yeah, week and a half.
Yeah.
So obviously your mic
Yeah.
is going to be close, but that mic in particular, this middle one,
That's why
got to
you
be
do it.
right on top of that one. And then these right up front, just like that. Yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
They're right
That's
up.
a
Yep.
little
You
weird.
just move around your headphones.
Drop
right
off.
there.
So
Oh, I have to have headphones on.
You don't
Uh,
have to, but if you'd like, you get all the audio, the noises.
I was
all
going to
that
say, we're going to play like music and just intros and stuff like
No
that.
way. This is fancy.
Cable goes on the left.
Cable
yeah,
on the left.
You want to get uncomfortably close and then a little closer. You know?
That's so weird.
You can adjust those too.
Make love to your mic.
How is that? How is
Yeah.
that volume for you? Is it
Can you
good?
hear me?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Am I in your
Okay.
cerebellum?
I think
Am
so.
I tickling your?
Am I loud enough?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can give him
I
a
don't have
little.
headphones, so no.
Yeah,
This is so great.
yeah. You might want to just bump his just a little bit.
Yeah.
Mine?
Joe Button, bump it up.
Test, test, test.
There you go.
Test,
There we go.
test, test.
Those will reach.
There we go.
I think I'm.
Oh
good.
yeah, there you go. Boom.
This is wild.
There you go.
I feel like I'm on the radio right now.
Kind of are.
You kind of are.
My daughter, my oldest daughter, is like, "When are you going on the radio, Dad?" And I'm like, "No, it's not that. It's like YouTube kind of stuff." She's like,
So is my hold on? Is my dad in there?
Is your
No,
dad- I don't
he's
see him
not.
yet.
So
Tim Connors, we had some technical difficulty. Shook was fighting servers
Yeah.
as usual.
Yeah, it's fucking.
So when we
servers.
first started
Servers.
doing this, I've been trying to explain it to my father, and he's like asking like what radio station it's on, and I'm just like, it's not, it's not like that, but it's kind of radio. But now I'm definitely too late for him at this point. He's definitely sound asleep, but he
He's
usually
checked
jumps
out.
in the chat like right away. He's like, "What's up, guys?" Like he's all about it.
"This is wild."
My mom said, "Oh, you still do that?"
Don't chew with
said,
your mouth
yeah.
open. What?
He goes, "Oh, you know how you are. You change things all the time." I said, "Okay."
Yeah, tell her we know how you are too.
Yeah.
Oh, you still do all that? That's cool. Yeah, thanks for asking, Mom.
Thanks for the support, Mom.
I think it's the headphones for me. That's cool.
You can hear yourself,
Yeah.
everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's clear.
Changed your
you
life
hate-
forever.
Changed my life.
You hate the sound of your own voice.
I don't know. Sometimes. I think when I'm on video and I could see myself on video and talking, I just love it. I just want to turn the channel.
Do you still want to try and do like a short news segment?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do no. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh,
Quick,
no.
get an IT guy.
Oh my god.
The
That just
amount
happened.
of liquid that just flowed out of the USB port.
Wow.
That's a bad one.
Oh, God.
Oh my. Was that on video?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It will be.
Uh-oh. Do you hate me for giving that to you now?
Oh,
No, but that's a work computer. So
Yeah, I'm going to put my cap on mine.
yeah.
Oh, don't worry about the table's one thing. That'll clean. That thing needs to go in a bucket of rice.
I was just going to say rice.
Yeah. That was.
Oh boy.
Josh, what's that? What's that company that does hard drive restoration?
There
Someone's
is
getting-
compressed air over there.
Put it in rice.
we need some rice and some air stat. But yeah, actually, there's a can of air right there. If you took it out there and just, I don't know, gave it a little,
You flipped it and it looked like you cracked the soda open. Out of
gave it a
your
little
USB
spritz.
port.
Is that even? Is that got air in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Shook, just turn it upside down. Put it in your mouth real quick.
You paralyze your vocal
fingers
cords?
crossed for you, Corey.
There's probably rice in the trash can from the burritos too.
That's fully.
Well, it needs to not be cooked.
Yeah, it
rice.
can't be cooked. That's fully full.
It's got to be dry rice, not cooked.
Put it outside. For
Is that on?
One way to start.
Corey, is the laptop
Oh,
on still?
jeez.
Oh yeah.
Turn it off before it touches capacitors and all that.
Well, the good thing is if it's upside down.
Rinse it with your water
It's not on
source.
anymore.
Oh, it.
Ah,
Oh,
Oh,
no.
boy.
It
Oh,
shut off.
jeez.
Yeah, it shut off on itself.
Someone's getting a new MacBook Pro.
Oh, boy. That had all your notes on it, too,
Chuck,
right? Oh, no.
Chuck, if you're watching this,
brutal.
totally not my fault.
I mean, you know exactly what happened.
yeah. Can't wait to see this chopped up on the internet.
All right, yeah. Well, let's.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. Well, that's a way to start.
Off to a good start here.
Yeah. we're discussing the ins and outs of
It's go put it in a bathtub. Actually,
electron.
wash it out.
Oh, it's lit up now.
Oh, it's back on. Okay.
Maybe it needs just battery power supply.
I would turn it off personally.
Might want to give it a few.
Yeah. Turn it off. Stick it in right. Okay. It's very wet. Is this water resistant?
I don't think I have my.
I was just trying to think if there's keyboards with a backing, perhaps.
Like a membrane.
Yeah, some sort of some sort of membrane to
All right, we're going old school.
Okay.
Good thing it all backs up to the cell phone.
Yeah, that's
All
perfect.
right.
Shook. Just don't spill anything else on it. Okay,
Maybe flip it over so it
that's what I was thinking. Just
screen down.
keyboards down.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you keep it on and it stays hot, won't it dry the water
Oh,
too?
that's a good point. You got an oven here?
Dehydrate, yeah.
Like 150 is safe, right? Should have.
I don't know.
You could
We
be like
don't
that guy.
have an oven.
You
We have a
like
microwave. There's a microwave.
perfect.
My
Yeah.
service call in the morning should be interesting.
No, you need an
Oh
air
my
fryer.
god. You guys have any backups that you carry
Not
or have
on me.
available?
Yeah, but not on me. So
Okay, yeah.
deal with that later. But
Can you call your IT guy that accidentally wiped out your server?
I can. Yeah. I can. And actually, we've just recently bought a few ThinkPads, refurb units, and one of them just had a weird trackpad issue.
It's
And-
probably because it got wet.
And he took the whole thing down. And it was like there was just like this little piece of like grit in there that like wouldn't work. Took it out. It was meant.
Is that the old IBM that had like the
Yeah.
fingerprint?
Yeah, it's like right
So
to the right of
unlock-
the trackpad.
yeah.
And the thing is, like, I've had that for years, and I refuse to upgrade because it's like built in, like it's like
Dude, Lenovo's are sick.
it's like a perfect baseball glove. Like everything's perfect on it.
Yeah.
Everything's where I want it.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm not getting rid of this thing.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
So I haven't upgraded at all. Because-
That's it. That is a good question. Celsius, is Celsius sticky?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Instantly sticky.
Also, people, we're live right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So
there.
we're good to go. And then
So I was going to say, just to kind of fill you in, you can swear, pretty much do whatever, say whatever. We refrain from throwing individuals or directly throwing companies under the bus, just to kind of.
Absolutely.
That's about it.
Yes.
Other than that, pretty much free to go.
But can throw each other under the bus.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's 90% of our show is doing that shook. So
That's
You all right
easy.
over there, buddy?
That's easy.
Huh? I was gonna just say you can't talk badly about other companies that aren't Spoon.
Okay. I'll try my best.
all right.
We did go to a different dealer over in Japan. That
We-
yeah.
Can we talk about ASM?
We didn't
ASMR?
Go see ASM. We should have went.
I know.
I didn't know how close
It's
it
a big
was.
skip. It's close. It's near Up Garage. Big skip. We kind of.
Well, we got 2023, 2024. We can go.
I'm booking in a few weeks.
jeez, oh man, he's on top of it.
I
Well-
feel left out. Should I pour
No,
my soda in this keyboard?
no, we don't need any of that.
Nope.
We're good to go.
I think you're right. You can pour your soda,
In your mouth.
yeah, in your hair.
What do you want?
Nothing. Never mind. Glad you're on top of it. Gentlemen, I think we're ready, right? Everybody good? Everybody
Yeah.
comfortable?
Sorry for that disruption.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Oh, I'm
that
sorry
meant
for
that you're
you.
worth it.
I'm sorry for you. Hopefully it, I've never seen that happen live, to be honest.
There it is.
Now I
Scratch
understand,
that off
I
the bucket
understand
list.
how it happens.
There's a little clip.
I
for
get
you.
it. Like there was you didn't mean to. It happened so fast.
There's a little clip for you. You know?
Happy little accident.
Yeah.
We need a retrofit on the table where you can drop your drinks down a hole.
I thought
Little
about that
recess.
with the designing. I don't know, but then like I feel like the whole
yeah.
you're jostling it.
Yeah. It's not a
likely-
smooth top.
right,
Ah,
right, yeah. Just
You, just be an adult, not spill your drink.
Tim,
You could just do that.
Tim Connors wants me to butt chug my soda. We do that on our other OnlyFans
the other
site.
the other show.
How's that looking over there? Good.
We're good.
I want to be
Okay.
good in the morning.
I have indigestion because I ate a quesadilla so fast. But
All right, let's get rolling. Here we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Corey.si
Hello.
and Shook TD.
Hi.
Chuck is away the next few weeks. He's out there jet setting. We might hear from him at some point over the next couple of weeks, though. So we will, we'll keep the lights on while he's away. In studio, we have the boys from Ransom Garage,
Konnichiwa, konbanwa.
fresh off a Japanese extravaganza, if you will. And we have All Motor Dan joining us as well.
Arigato gozaimasu.
All right. Now, what did either of you just say?
I said hello, good evening, and he said thank you.
There you go.
Wow. That was
Hi.
seems like a lot of words for
Hi.
thank you.
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm in it. I'm in
right.
it. I'm here for it. Not only are we entertaining, but also informative. On this week's episode, we're going to cover, again, like I said, the recent Japanese trip, Tokyo Auto Salon, a bunch of different shops, manufacturers, product manufacturers that they get to visit, and just tell us how they spent their time over there. It's going to be very interesting. Always good to hear, how they did, what they bought, what they snuck onto their luggage. So we're going to cover that, and we'll do our usual. We'll cover some automotive news, some events, things like that. Before we get rolling, this episode is brought to you by our line of coffee. Go to our website, revivemotoring.com, where you can purchase Jumpstart, Clutch Kicked, or Midnight Roast. Light, medium, and dark roast. Start your morning off right.
What's been the favorite, the fan favorite so far?
I have to say they're generally pretty even. The surprising one is the amount of people who like whole bean.
So when the first coffee drop you did,
Mm-hmm.
every question I had was, is it whole bean? And I was like, you have to understand, I don't know what that means. I'm not drinking coffee, so I like
Yeah.
ground whole bean. Like, what's the difference? Why do you want it? What does it matter?
Mhm.
But the whole bean apparently is a hot commodity.
Big thing. And even the way that they grind their beans.
When you need all the beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it the beans. People even, take whole bean, and I guess on some of their grinders, not to be confused with the website or app, but you can put your beans in there. I guess this goes both ways.
You drop the
You
bean.
can drop your beans in there, and you can set the level of grind.
Yeah.
Fine grind, coarse grind,
Hardcore grind.
hardcore grind, power bottom.
Yeah. It's interesting. I looking from an outside perspective of like, I don't consume coffee. It's interesting how intricate it can be.
Oh, it's
Right.
a science.
It's yeah.
Oh,
it is.
Well, it depends how you want to make the coffee too,
Yeah.
because if you want to do like a French press, you would
Yeah.
grind it to a certain size, or
Yeah.
if you want to do a pour over.
Yeah.
Our friend Justin, who actually roasts our beans for us,
Yep.
I refer to him. Anybody I ask, anybody who wants to know about our coffee and the process, he is legit the Walter White of
That's awesome.
making coffee, of roasting coffee. It's crazy. So big shouts to him. But yeah, if you want to support us, you can go to our website to buy some coffee. There's some stickers, a few miscellaneous things up there. And as always, big shouts to everybody who signs and subs to our B4B. We truly, truly appreciate you, and it really helps us get things along. So speaking of getting things along, let's get right into it.
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
Callbacks. I think I have one.
You got one? What do you got? Bring it up there.
Matter of fact, I took a photo
going
of it.
through my phone for my notes.
Photo of it a few minutes ago. So this comes from Andreas D on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
He actually wanted to clue us in. He just says, "Hello, Revival crew, longtime listener here, and just wanted to report a Chuck System victory.
Oh, it's always good.
I recently acquired a 2008 VW Golf R32 with 130,000 miles. Anybody want to guess what he got it for?
Hopefully $2,000.
It's 4,800.
Okay. All right.
The car is in good shape for the age with no lights on the dash. I think I may have purchased the cheapest running and driving non-clapped out Mark V R32. Proof that good deals still exist. That is a pretty good deal.
This is a pretty good deal. I actually do enjoy those cars a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know if I would devote my money to it.
I'm all for the, if I could draw an analogy, the cheapest house in the best neighborhood, right?
Cheapest house.
yes,
in the
I know
neighborhood.
exactly what you mean. Yeah,
You don't buy the top tier model, but you're in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
You're
Or
there.
The top condition, you're there.
yeah.
You're there.
You're
Yeah.
you got to sit at the table.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like the Mark V near as much as I do the Mark IV.
No, it wasn't their best attempt at replicating that magic, and that magic can only be recreated once.
Right. So
Or
far.
we created one so far. But I did like the way they sounded.
Yeah.
They had that traditional Wookiee
Yeah, it was still there.
deep
Yeah.
VR noise. The seats were very comfortable. Garrett, Project Sync Plug had one.
Oh, yeah, he
and
had a
I
red one.
drove
Right.
it aggressively for him. So.
Often.
Well, he was inebriated, so.
Yeah. But
Needed a pilot.
good. Glad to hear that the truck system's still out there and alive and well. And that people are using it.
I have. What do you got?
I got one to slide in if I could.
Yeah, please.
You talked last week about sort of your schedule for 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to extend. You had mentioned Grid Life.
Mm-hmm.
Come hang out with us because we've got Grid Life plans.
Do you?
Yeah.
Which grid, like where?
Lime Rock.
Yeah,
I
Lime
would
for
assume.
sure.
I don't want to make the assumption, but
So I want to do the Glen. And it's April, 20th, I think, but it's so close and there's so much work still to do that I don't want to go out there and just break a bunch of shit and not have a good time.
yeah,
But I got FOMO because I want to go.
because you really want to.
I really want to go.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have a car ready for it.
But anyways, come join us at Live Rock.
Yeah.
Lime
I
Rock.
would
Come hang
love,
out.
Yeah, the Grid Life experience.
Yeah.
Yep. Come out for salami and potato
I was
rolls.
supposed to go last year, and I didn't go, and then had FOMO. I was invited by Scott.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And
That's
I
right.
didn't commit to going.
After hour highballs at the track too.
Yeah, it didn't.
Maybe lemon sours.
Yeah.
Is it
What is-
Friday as well? Do I need to take a day off?
No,
Yeah,
it's on the weekend.
It's Friday.
Oh, is it
Saturday
Friday?
for driving? Sunday show only.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a Friday off.
Yeah, I think you should. Because we'll be there for sure. And with TCS as well. Seamus is going
That's right. He's gonna be there. Yeah.
going hard in the streets for that. I'm surprised he's not in the chat yet, but
Yeah. I got something quick. Listener Mark, no poke, no love. I believe he's asked some questions before.
he has.
Name
Yeah.
sounds familiar. He said, Corey, you really piqued my interest when you guys did the Bag Riders episode with John. One of us, I don't know who, but mentioned the NASCAR welding test.
Yeah.
He's a Canadian. So he said, here in Canada, we don't really have a NASCAR scene, so I've never heard of that test before. I did some digging. It's basically building a cube out of 1/16 aluminum sheet metal, 6 by 6 by 6 inches. So we finally got a chance to try it. So yeah, he made a little cube,
Oh, that's awesome.
tested it
He
out.
did it. That's killer.
And then he measured, showed me it's 1/16
Yeah.
aluminum or whatever. Which he said, essentially it's just intercooler like wall thickness.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too difficult, but he said there's just some scrap metal he had hanging around at the shop, made it up, and now he's got a little NASCAR test for himself.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Cool. I obviously no. I mean, maybe NASCAR isn't the biggest thing up there. I didn't think of that.
But I feel like Canadians would get into NASCAR for some reason.
Have you seen NASCAR Mexico before?
No.
Watch it. It's unbelievable. It's better than American NASCAR. It's so
Wait,
good.
That's not hard.
They
to
have
do.
their own series?
Yeah, they do road course and oval still too.
Yeah. Why do I think Canada's called the Pinty Series? Maybe it's like a. It's not obviously not cup level, but I feel like that's a thing. NASCAR Pinty.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a thing.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's interesting.
It's really good. Really entertaining.
I never put thought into other country, adopting that. Because I feel like it's
Hey,
just
if it's anything like Mexican wrestling, it's got to be good, right?
Oh yeah,
Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nacho Libre drivers. Shook, got any callbacks?
You know what? I had one. I totally fucking just
It's
lost
gone.
it. As far as your laptop goes, just sprayed out the keyboard with this air.
Yeah,
A lot of water still in there.
yeah, yeah.
Got
yeah.
it. I think I got it all.
That's good. I appreciate your help.
Dry as a bone in there now.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Somebody asked me something. I forget.
Oh,
No.
okay. I'm going to give you a callback.
Okay.
I'm going to lob you a softball.
Soft it.
You sold some whales on Facebook Marketplace. How'd that go?
Oh my fucking god.
So, wait, sold some what?
Wheels on
Wheels.
Facebook
Oh, wheels. Yeah,
Marketplace.
yeah. Okay.
Holy shit. Selling things on Facebook Market is a fucking plague, dude.
You rather just keep it.
It's
Just
the
keep it.
worst.
No one. I think I got, not in all reality, I think I got 90 something DMs. Not a singular person.
I mean, you get a lot anyway.
Yeah, you get a ton, Not a singular person typed something out. Every single fucking
It
human
was just the
being
automatic.
did the robot thing. So I did the robot thing back to every single one of them.
Wait, what's the are
Hi,
they
is
still
this-
available?
Hello, is this still available? Like, bro, I posted it at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's now 7 a.m. If I sold it in between that time and now, fucking crazy, man.
That's a pretty wild meetup.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Anytime I've used Facebook Marketplace to get rid of something, it's been for free. Because I don't want to deal with the money exchange in Facebook Marketplace. I put it out by the street. you can come get it. If it's there, it's there. If
And
it's
you
not,
advertise on Facebook Market?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I just pay my brother to sell stuff for me.
Yeah, I
there you
tried to
go.
have Joel do it too.
Oh, you got a cut? Yeah, there you go. Okay. that's
Where
another
does
way
he
to do
sell it? Just on Facebook? He just
Wherever
he does the
sells
legwork.
marketpla-
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
just he
Please.
just does it. Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah.
Could not sell my Flash Pro, and that made me feel better because I tried selling it. Couldn't sell it. If you were looking for a 2016 to 2018 Honda Civic Flash Pro, I'm pretty sure it does LX, DX, EX, SI, all of them. Please, I'll give you a fucking man's deal.
How much are you asking for it?
They're like $690 new. I want $400.
I'll give you 100.
Sold. Sold.
Yeah. It's a cesspool. It's
terrible.
terrible.
I put my wheels up for 400. People are like, "Yo, bro, you take 150?"
Yeah.
Jack Adams. I'd rather lay on a main road and dress as a speed bump than deal with marketplace.
Dude, it's bad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
But it's like the biggest marketplace right now.
So
for,
yeah,
like,
there is no other. And the thing is, it's so annoying when you search on it. It's like, holy shit, I found the exact thing I'm looking for, and you're like, where are you located? Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Why? I have it set to 50 miles.
yeah.
I don't want to drive to Oklahoma. I'm not hot shot.
Will you ship?
No, it's like too big stuff's too big. Nobody's gonna ship like a bumper because it's hundreds of dollars.
Can you buy it a Greyhound bus ticket anymore?
I think you can.
Maybe.
That's how we used to we would like buy or sell like Euro bumpers and stuff for like Volkswagens, and you would legitimately buy it a bus ticket.
Yep.
And they would put it
under.
Yeah, they would put it on
Yeah.
there,
Yep.
and you would just buy a bus ticket.
Yeah.
And
I
then
never did that.
whoever bought it would go to the bus station
Yep.
and meet it
Done
there
that.
and just get the bumper.
Your
Done
dad's here.
Hey, what's up, Gus?
We were just talking about you.
Yeah, so you would just buy it a bus ticket and you throw it on the Greyhound bus.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Really?
I used to do all my traveling for car parts. Now I can't be bothered. I don't care that much.
Yeah.
I used to be like, oh my God, the smallest little interior piece for like 91 cents. I drive 4 hours for it. Now,
That's wild.
nah, I don't care.
I almost bought a spoon and spoon B pipe or mid pipe.
Yeah.
And that's how they were going to ship it. And FedEx messed up when they measured.
Oh no.
And they just let him send it FedEx instead of going.
Oh, like
Greyhound. That's how
traditionally,
I learned-
okay.
Yeah. That's how I learned about the.
But the bumpers, we did like a cylinder head like in a box. Like bought a bus ticket and just
that's
put it
crazy.
inside. Yeah, it was.
I hate it. That's crazy. Good, Josh. What were you going to ask about it? Did I cover exactly what you wanted to hear?
That's all I needed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Was
still
just to-
shit.
just
If
to
you're wondering,
set
it's
you up.
awful. It's still just as bad as New Jersey smells. It still smells, and
What
that's that.
is?
Always will.
What are the new wheels
I got Volk.
besides the same?
Yeah, I said this.
You said the same thing.
post, and I said, I don't think I saw the new wheels. And then he shows me. I said, I saw that post, and he's
Same
like,
wheels.
Those are the wheels.
Same wheels.
Listen, I got Volk XT7s, weak spec, super cheap. Couldn't say no. I can't believe so many people think they look the same. They're similar,
They
but
look
different.
exactly.
It's a
the
7-spoke
same.
wheel. The spokes are the same size.
Kind of a deep thought, but wait, didn't we cover this? T37 is 7-spoke, right?
6.
6.
It is 6-spoke?
Chuck did an
Chuck's-
episode where he called it a 5.
Yes.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't 5.
And it turns out it was a 6, but
They're thick.
they did make a 5-spoke once.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's where, he was locked in. Okay, it is 6-spoke, because T7R, I think, is 7-spoke, and I was like, 7R, 7-spoke, makes sense. And then I was like, wait, T37. Is it a 7-spoke or is it a 6-spoke? And then I just
It's 6.
You know why it's called a TE37?
Break it down.
break it down.
It's the weight.
It's 37.
7 kilograms. I think it was for a
kilograms?
15 by 7.
I don't think mine are 7 kilograms, though. Maybe they're T7.
It's a heavy wheel.
The weight of
14, 14, almost 15 pounds.
maybe.
Is it?
Yeah, 1
Isn't-
kilogram is 2.2 pounds.
Isn't
I only
T7
know
Terminator,
cheeseburger
though?
Units. I don't know.
Cheeseburger unit? Yeah.
Isn't T7 Terminator? So
What language did you just speak to me?
T6, T7, isn't that the Terminator? One of those models? Tim Connor's just gonna know this
I thought you were talking about calculators.
because he's Sean Connor's brother from Terminator.
But yeah, it's 1 kilogram is 2.2 cheeseburger units. Yeah,
Cheeseburger.
I like
units.
cheeseburger units.
yeah. I like to keep it that way.
Makes
Eagle
things
Bucks?
simple.
Yeah. It's very simple. I had one last one. So someone sent me. Apparently, they made in Australia like a Fox body. It was technically a Ford Falcon, but it was a Fox body like Ute,
Fox
pickup
body
truck,
Ute.
El
Yes.
Camino
Okay.
style. So I went to our resident Australian export Ryan, being flat, and I asked him.
What's the name of it?
It is a Ford Falcon. So if you search like a 1995 Ford Falcon,
Is it like a Ranchero sort of?
yeah, but just in Australia, but more Ute-ish, less like, I guess, traditional American old stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah. They're nowhere near cheap because my immediate question was how much do these things cost? Because you can get them in a V8 as well.
So there's
V8
one right
manual,
here from
V8
Hemmings
manual. So it's a
Hemmings-
Fox Body Mustang pickup truck.
auction. Let's
It's
see.
Oh, it's a Ute.
It's a U. It's a U. And he said, actually, I should actually highlight what he said. Are they hard to find? He said, let's see. It's crazy how. Oh, did you look it up?
Whoa.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I got. You want me filling for Shook? I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It's
So
cool.
the older ones there.
That second one in.
Oh, you wanted me to look it up?
Oh, I got it.
Fox Body
Yeah,
pickup
got it.
truck.
He said in good condition, they're very hard to find. They were always intended as commercial vehicles, so no one ever really like prized them as like a possession to keep or clean or anything like that. He said he searched all of Australia, and there's 3 manuals for sale. And then he sent me this 82 Ford Falcon V8 manual car, 48,000 AUD units, which is like that's like what? That's got to be like $12,000 US. I don't even know how it works over there. Again, like I don't know what the Australian
Cheeseburger currency.
yeah, I don't know what the Australian dollar is compared to the US dollar, but let's look quick. US.
This one sold in 2020 for $8,600.
2020, 8,600. Where was it? Where is that on?
Hemmings.
Hemmings. I gotta keep my eyes open.
So is the V8 Ute a thing over there, right? Because I think isn't the Holden,
Holden.
V8
Yeah.
the same as the GTO, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that
I guess that's a
Pontiac.
market there for them to have these 8-cylinder Utes.
Ford, like car trucks.
At least it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if it still is, but
But it, that translates to $34,000 US, which is way more than I
What?
expected. Yeah. So one Australia dollar is 71 US dollars, 71 cents of a US dollar. So 48,000 US dollar.
2 things. One, Tim Connors 100% knew exactly what I was talking about. It's a T1000. He knew, dude. He
Are
knew.
you talking about a transmission? What are you talking about?
No,
the
he's talking about
Terminator,
the
bro.
actual
Like Arnold
Terminator.
Schwarzenegger.
He's talking about the movie.
Also, Matt. Yeah, I said XT7R. I meant T7R.
Yeah. So that's about
Sorry.
all.
There's one I just found right here, lowered, with like proper Mustang wheels, whatever
Yeah.
those. I don't know what are those called. I can't remember what those are called.
Those are the missing. a
Krager's.
generation. Yeah.
Krager's. That's what it is.
Yeah. Is that in the U.S.?
This sold for $6,000 in the U.S.
Maybe
February
no one
23rd,
wants them here, which would
2021.
be great. Because that's right in my wheelhouse.
How could somebody not want the funness of a car with the fucking utility of a pickup truck? It's like, how do you?
Yeah, no, Camino.
If they had a Civic
Ranchero?
pickup
Yeah.
truck, come on. Well, they do,
you
but
can,
like a
you
cool
can make one.
Yeah, you cut the back off of anything.
There you go.
E36 Vert, you're almost there.
So Ford, Ranchero,
Mhm.
right? Chevy El Camino. Did Chrysler or Dodge have a Ute?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not a cool one, apparently.
No,
Yeah, I'm just trying to think like the big three ever had it. Like I don't remember there being a Dodge or
And I think
Chrysler
the
equivalent?
Ranchero, the Ranchero didn't last anywhere near as long as the El Camino did.
Imagine a Mustang Ute.
That's what I'm talking
It would have gone
Yeah.
hard as hell here. Like
Yeah.
a newer one,
Yeah.
a new Edge Ute.
Yeah, because actually, if I think back about the early El Caminos, I think those things were Chevelle wagons lopped off. Like if you look at the basic design of them, I think those things were born of Chevelles, if I remember correctly. But I don't know what the Ranchero
Plymouth Scamp and the
Really?
Dodge Rampage.
Well,
I don't
listen,
remember
Chuck, you
either
need to
one
get
of
to work.
those.
And
Dodge
this
Rampage. If there's anything
this
you've ever been to
says-
see,
and this says,
Dodge Rampage.
and I bet you've never seen one if you were born after 1990.
Okay, so they weren't like 60s era, like because the Ranchero and El Camino go
Yeah.
back to the 60s.
Starting.
So,
yeah,
or
like
are these
60s.
things like Dodge Omnis, they're front wheel drive
What's the
Utes?
Subaru
I
one?
wouldn't doubt.
Well, you
Brat.
know the Subaru
The
one?
Brat.
Subaru
The
Brat.
Brat,
Yeah.
yeah.
Outback.
Yeah.
Right? Outback?
No, the Brat.
I think the Brat was the Ute or the pickup, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but
see.
Subaru had the other car pickup truck thing. The wagon pickup truck.
Oh, the newer
Baja?
one, right?
The Baja.
Oh, the Baja, yeah.
That's a Ute.
Yeah, you know it is. It is for sure. Yeah.
And they kind of look cool, I'm not going to lie.
Oh boy.
think the
So
Brad
this
had
was
the
actually, let's see.
I think the Brad had the seats in the back, right? They didn't have the two seats in the bed.
It started in 1982 when the Chrysler Corporation decided it finally wanted a piece of the coupe utility market and created the Dodge Rampage.
Coupe utility.
Dodge Rampage.
Dodge Rampage.
So by the time Ford had
That's a cool-
discontinued the Ranchero and Chevy had moved to the
Oh
fifth
my God.
generation El Camino.
Oh, so they were filling the void in the marketplace,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I-
Wow.
Chopped? That's
Look at
chopped.
that roof line.
That's the coolest
Yeah,
car
that's
name
gotta
that
be
they ever
chopped.
had.
Yeah.
The Dodge Rampage.
That's some-
Look at that.
That's some Lee
Look at the one with
Iacocca
the,
shit right
the
there.
bedside boxes.
Advertised as a sport truck, the Rampage shared front-end body panels
That shit
and
kinda go
several
hard.
other
Yeah.
apparent components with the Omni 024 Coupe, while most of the suspension system came from the Omni hatchback.
Wow.
It's
Look
kind
at
of cool,
that.
man.
The
The
Rampage,
Dodge Rampage.
debuted with the same 2.2-liter four-cylinder found in the. No, I don't need this pop-up. Literally taking away everything. Let's see. Same 2.2-liter four-cylinder found in the Omni, the K series. Mill wasn't impressively powerful with 84 horsepower. Let's see. Upgraded later on to 96 horsepower, but it was enough to give the mini truck a load capacity of 1,145 pounds.
Oh, it's a K truck.
Yeah.
The USK truck.
There's some dude in Michigan or Ohio somewhere that's probably got like 6 of those things.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Let's see. Here we go. A notable departure from the bigger rear-wheel drive trucks of the era. The Rampage wasn't exactly popular. Let's see. Though car-style trucks were already on the decline, Dodge did move 17,636 units in 1982. Sales dropped to 8,000 examples in 1983 and grew to 11,700 units in 1984 when the truck got a facelift with a Charger front fascia. Let's see. Dodge's mini truck. Let's see. I want to see where it was killed. Introduced. Oh, that's what it was. So Dodge's mini truck had better fate than the Plymouth counterpart, which was the Scamp. That's where that one comes in. Wow. Introduction came from in 1983, but it was discontinued in 1984. This is the Scamp. After a disappointing sales of only 3,564 units.
I mean, at the time, not terrible. Could be worse.
It kind of looks like from the side, like real quick. It kind of looks like a rabbit pickup truck.
Yes.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
VW Caddy. I
Yep.
mean, that definitely fits. It's the same kind of era and stuff like that. That fits the bill there.
What
You
years were
know,
those?
I should definitely know immediately off the top of my head. You're probably looking at like mid 70s to early 80s.
Oh boy, legend has it that Shelby engineers also built a one-off beefed-up Rampage for Carroll Shelby in their free time, but there's no official proof of its actual existence. Dodge did unveil a Street Fighter concept in 1983 with pop-up headlamps, a massive hood scoop, and aerodynamic wheel covers. And then eventually Dodge revived the Rampage name in 2006 for a truck concept that they introduced at the Chicago Auto Show.
Wow. Well, this was a road I never knew we were going to travel down.
Yeah, no. So that's where I see it. It's like the looking like that, Shelby Daytona. I believe that's what those are.
Which one?
I thought it was up more with the YouTube video.
This is a Daytona right here. This one?
Yeah,
think that's it.
Can I just say that if these caught on, you know that there would be a PT Cruiser Ute. You know there
Unfortunately,
would be.
Probably. A popular brand would be, could turn into something that is like every single car's going to have a Ute version.
Ooh, this one's cool. This is the one I keep looking at. It's
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
It's got a mid-engine small block.
Wheels are too big.
I don't know. The tires, maybe.
I don't like the design of the wheels.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
big
that wasn't a
open
wheel.
window type.
Well,
It needs spoon SWs.
there we go. See? One man had to speak up.
Anything else for callbacks?
I had one last thing.
Okay.
And I've talked about this a few times, but remember I was talking about Jake's dad, Mike, the body guy.
Yeah.
You heard we were talking about him. He gave us a listen, gave us a shout out in his stories. I think I sent it to you, Josh. Did you watch it? I sent it to you. It was like 2 minutes long. So, but
yes, I did.
he knows who we
actually.
are now. He understands what a podcast is. He's listening. He was bummed we were making fun of his bracelets, but
No,
his
those are,
follower count is growing.
Those are a staple of of just like a rock, like a
well-traveled
statue.
man.
Yeah.
Well-educated man. But
Yeah.
his follower count is growing, and if you look the common followers or you also follower, so what is it? What do they put it?
Mutual followers.
Mutual. Thank you. Mutual number is growing, so there's definitely a lot of people from the podcast
Checking them out.
checking him out and getting on there. So it's cool to see that happening. He's got a new project he's working on now that he's doing a build series, a repair series.
Has he unveiled it yet?
Yeah, yes. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So he's working on some stuff. So shouts to Big Mike.
Big shouts, Big Mike.
Big Mike. We're just gonna refer to him as Big Mike. We got to see if we can get him a different Graham name because that one's not doing it. So.
Oh, right.
Michael
Mike.
Bouchard, 1961 doesn't really fit.
I think if he just goes with Big Mike.
Yeah, it doesn't really fit for a quick. You should check this out.
Big body Mike.
Big body Mike.
Big body Mike.
Big body
Well,
Mike.
there's already the Big Mike
The Big Mike.
That's
Wonder
true.
from California. Yeah, so people might follow him thinking
the Body
he's
Man Mike.
the Big Mike.
Body Man Mike. Mike the Body Man. There's something. He's got to definitely up the Instagram name. Yeah.
Mike the body guy Ventura.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, so shouts to him. Definitely appreciate him listening now.
Yeah, big shouts.
We've gained a fan. He's gained many.
It's huge. Bring your projects to Donut Meats. Come on out.
These aren't even his. These are just cars in the body shop.
Just bring them. It's fine.
Bring him out. Bring the Camry. Bring the Camry he's working on.
Yeah, yeah. Shook, do you know when the first Lock City Drift event is?
No clue. March,
Okay.
May? Which one's first? March or May? March.
I think it's in March. Well,
wanna
did you
say
just
March.
ask what month is first?
I get him
March?
confused too.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
get him.
I don't know the order of the months.
Okay, fair enough. Well, and the reason I say that is because I was just going to mention now, we posted this a couple places, and I mentioned it over the show, multiple times. But as of right now, our first donut meet is scheduled for March 5th.
March 5th. We
March
talked about
5th.
that because I will have the Civic ready by then.
Yeah,
And pending weather.
Yep.
Be cold.
Probably.
It's got to be
Yeah.
cold for
Good for
sure.
coffee.
As long as it's not snowing
For
out.
warm coffee.
As long as it's
Yeah.
not snowing
We have a way to
out.
brew coffee here.
Where is that?
We
The
will.
bodies.
Oh, big
That'll be
idea.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
here.
yeah, right out here.
It's a big idea.
There we go.
So, yeah, I want to brew coffee, just we can't sell it to people.
Why?
What do you mean? We can suggest that
Can-
there's a donation.
Can I
We
buy
can
a
make a
sticker and get a
suggestion.
free cup of coffee?
That's probably the way
That's
we're
the
going
way
to
to
do
go.
There
it.
it is. This
Yeah.
was on everything. The raffles, the car raffles.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
yes.
can't raffle a car,
Yeah.
but you can sell merchandise.
Or you can have a waffle,
yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
which makes no sense to me, but anyway.
Yeah, can't call it a raffle, but you can call
Yeah.
it a waffle. Yeah. Also, just to be clear, Big Mike doesn't know we call him Big Mike. He does now, though. He does now.
I read that before.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, uh-oh.
Big Mike now knows we know him as Big Mike. I'm done. He's got to do better with the Graham name, but
Other than
his
that, he's
audience
on the
is
right
growing.
path. Yeah, he's on the right path.
His content's already far superior than most of what's on YouTube. So,
I will. All right, here's a deep thought. I'm getting pretty bored with general YouTube content.
yeah, Big
It's
time.
like
big time.
I can't find anything that is like super interested in and really like, dare I say, sucks me in.
Oh, you know what? Actually, we'll just jump right to the video segment. We'll skip that for later, unless anyone else has got anything. But I have two.
Yeah,
And now that we're actually talking about YouTube content
Yeah.
and all
yeah,
that,
because I this was kind of a deep thought that I didn't even intend on write. I didn't write or plan on bringing it up. It's just one of those things I've been thinking.
there's
of.
two new ones. Technically three new ones, but there's two new ones recently. So there's a page called Retro Power Cars that's based out of the UK, and they're building, or they already built. It's over. It's a 17 video series, and they're building Gordon Murray a Mark I Escort. But we're talking like Singer level
Yeah,
of like custom build, and he goes for fittings, and he goes for layouts and designs, and
he goes for fittings of
because they're trying to fit him in the car.
right.
Gordon Murray is not a small man.
Tall guy.
Mark I Escort is
Big Gordon.
Big Gordon.
Gordon.
Big Gordo. He's trying to fit in the car, and they're trying to get the steering wheel angle, seat position, the custom gauges, where they're going to mount them, and then, interior finishing and trims and all that stuff there. And he's looking at stuff, and he's asking them questions about their suspension design that they're kind of doing for that, and he just busts out the fact, his F1 suspension engineering.
Well, that's what I was going to
just
say.
starts
Is
spewing.
just
and then-
imagine you're designing to Gordon Murray about what you're designing for him.
Yeah, it's an unbelievably good video series. I've actually been crushing it while I've been just walking on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Because it's winter and it's too cold for me to go outside. So there's that one, and then there's one other that I wrote down. And this was actually a suggestion from a listener, and the YouTube page is Mad for Motors.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a guy, I think he's in the UK. I don't know if anyone's watched him before, but he just rescues like shitty cars. The one I've actually watched was a DC5 Honda Integra Type R restoration video.
Wow.
And it was like, I saw this thing. I was like, I would just pull the engine out and trash the car. But he goes through and he just builds it.
Someone that does that.
Yeah, big. Yeah.
Rescues
Like a
cars.
stray dog.
Yeah. And it's all in his garage, and he just does all the work himself, and he just takes you through it. But the thing is it's not a build series. Like, it's one car is one video. And it may be 20, 25 minutes long, which sounds long, but it's just like he just has a knack for picking the right clips to show you
Yeah.
and the right length of those clips. And that's it. And then skips all the other trivial stuff. But then in the end, you're like, shit.
That's a hard balance because like recording what you're doing is difficult while you're doing it. Like I tried recording when I'm welding. I wanted to kill myself.
Everything he records is pretty much static cam.
Yeah, that's
So there's
the way
like
to do
no
it.
real thought. He just static cams,
Tripod.
gets in there, works.
Tripod. Yep.
Capture it.
The other
That's it.
thing that is annoying with YouTube videos now is like the voice, and I'm tired of hearing
He
like,
voiceovers.
the YouTube voice thing.
Oh, the overacting.
What's up, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I fucking as soon as you do that, I'm out. I don't
No.
care how cool the video is. Don't care what
None
you're
of
doing.
that.
I don't care if you're building an F40 K swap, whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
the coolest car in the world. If you go, what's up, guys? On this episode, we're gonna check out. I'm done. I'm done with you. I don't want to watch it. If you do the fake voice, you do the.
You
Fucking,
gotta make the algo happy though.
I was gonna say it's
fuck
gonna
the
be.
algo, man.
What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna open a box.
Yeah, dude. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like
You guys aren't wrong, but I do have a little bit of empathy for those guys, right? Because we see 10, 15, 20 minutes max of their whatever 6 or 8 hour day. So I can appreciate it's hard. It's easy for us behind the screen. Like,
Oh, for sure.
oh, you can do better than that. But on the other side, it's probably tough. And especially, how do you keep people engaged, right? As your fan base grows, like
You
how
have
do
to
you
keep
people
pumping stuff out.
energized
Yeah.
or like people excited? And I think it's easy to copy paste.
For sure.
yeah,
And,
that's
like,
the issue. The copy.
That's
paste.
right. Exactly.
Like there are definitely successful channels where they're just like, hey, yeah, thanks for joining for this next episode or whatever the fuck they'd say, but they don't have to. Like the radio voice is what kills it for me.
Yeah.
radio voice. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
it's like
right. That shock
today,
jock voice.
we are gonna be doing this. Hell yeah! It's like I don't need to hear that. Like,
They're trying to get you excited.
and if
though.
you think that doesn't, it gets me angry. And if
I just upload raw footage and just.
yeah, you just
Send
go
it.
I don't
like,
even do.
that's what
anything,
Big Mike. Big Mike's a raw
Oh,
footage.
yeah.
Yeah,
Literally
Big Mike's a
just-
raw
And look
footage
who we're
guy.
talking about.
it sells though.
Call him Raw Mike.
Raw Mike.
Raw
Raw
Mike.
Mike. Yeah.
But then there's other channels like think about it that were on TV, like that gassed up garage. There's those two guys where they're talking about small block stuff.
Oh, I love it.
You know that guy? He's
oh,
like,
I love it, dude.
they're best
He's
like
got the sick flow, the hair fire.
yeah,
on
yeah.
the
He's
back,
like,
yeah.
on today's episode, Johnny's gonna be turning some wrenches, and then the motor in the background's like, you're like, hell yeah, brother!
That
like-
sounded good on this.
That was-
Yeah, right. It gets
quite
you
good.
going. Like they're like,
You want to do an intro?
yeah, we should. I do it with the paddock talk thing, so I try.
Yeah.
Nick, I think Nick hit it right in the comment. Like, these guys didn't think about sustainability, right?
No.
You're just in the beginning. You're like, I'm gonna get my content out there, but
Yeah.
do you take this time to sort of step back and say, what does my content look like a year out or 2 years out? It's kind of like you write a movie and the movie's phenomenal, and then you're like, oh my god, it worked. What's the sequel?
The
And then
scariest
the
thing
sequel
can be
sucks.
right.
Yeah,
What do we
yeah.
do from here?
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like, and plus, once they get a taste of something going big or
Yeah.
like, oh crap, how do I sustain these
Yeah.
numbers?
Yeah, they get out of control quick because they're like, oh fuck, it's doing well. I need to change.
Fast
That's
and
when we looked
Furious.
at the video you made with Seamus.
The
behind
fit, yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, I've watched that video 5 times myself to try and find something that was like would have been the reason why it like caught.
Jumped right.
I mean, it's
'cause
a great video.
I watched that
That's
video.
it. It's just a great video. There's nothing in there that's like that's the key thing that is a reason why it
Right.
like got promoted to a page and then took off from there.
Like I watched that video, and then I've seen that video every time you've posted that style of video.
Right.
You've done nothing differently.
Right. You're right. Same
It's
thing.
always been good.
I don't have an explanation.
Can I get
don't.
a link?
Yeah, yeah. It's right on. our-
YouTube.com/revival motor.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
send it to
don't
you.
worry, I'll provide you a real one.
Yeah, I'll send you. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think you need to fool the algorithm. I think it's like Field of Dreams. If you
Oh no,
build
no,
it,
no.
they-
You 100% do. And the reason I say that is because the reason that fit video went wild is because YouTube grabbed it and pumped it and put it onto the homepage for everybody who likes similar content.
Yeah.
But what did you? But what it, we
But
didn't do
I
anything-
didn't do anything different.
We did
That's what I
nothing.
mean.
Yeah.
I
Right.
think if you just
Right.
build it,
and
they
but
will
and
come.
that's what I mean is, well, right, that's kind of my mentality. Is like, I'm going to do this anyway. If we're going to film it, we're going to film it, and because I enjoy making that stuff. Because even like the thumbnail, it's not terribly different from every other thumbnail that we have.
Yeah.
And it's not your traditional YouTube thumbnail either.
Yeah, with
And
a
it's
big
not
question
like-
mark, exclamation
Right,
point,
right.
That when we
grayed
made
out
I was gonna
image.
say-
my Civic video.
Right.
I was like, Josh, just for shits, make it like the most like obnoxious YouTube, like gray out the car.
Standard.
Yeah.
I'm standing there like an idiot. There's
Yeah.
big text, like the whole thing, and like it didn't do anywhere near anything. It didn't
Yeah.
go anywhere. Nothing, and it was there's nothing. There's no understanding. You know.
Yeah, it's not like Instagram or TikTok where you put the song in and then it automatically like pumps your shit
with the
Yeah.
rest of those, right?
'Cause I posted another video of Matt Surrey trying to mount a tire to. I don't even.
Oh
know.
yeah. At Lock City, yeah.
Yeah. It's just some song, an old song that's popular. I could not tell you the name. I don't even know what song I picked now.
Yeah, but there's trending songs that you could use, right?
It's got like 100,000 views. It's just every day. It's 1,000
The
likes.
the stupid, whatever they call them, duo stories
Yeah.
that I made of Chuck's GTR blowing flames and the dude talking about, this is my Tesla and how much of a douche I am. That video continues. It just continues to
Yeah,
get likes
every day.
and shared, and it's every single day, or hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
It doesn't even make any sense. It's just the sound like pumps it. So there's got to be something on YouTube, but like, man, I'd rather be shot dead than fucking be like, ooh, what's up, guys? Thanks for watching. Like, no, I'd rather die. I'd literally rather die.
Big shouts to Stacy David in the chat from Tim Connors and Carman Kim. That dude's got a wonderful set of locks.
Yeah.
Best hair in the game. I'll say it. Best hair in the game.
Best hair in the game.
Yeah.
Would have said a locks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Other locks, dogs.
His locks, greatest
Yeah.
locks.
Good locks. So, good guy. And it must be a good guy for you, Pete. You big well, you were. You're converted now, but you were a big American guy.
I can,
So
re-
Stacey
I can
David's
relate to
kinda like-
Stacy. Yep.
Yeah, he's kind of your guy.
Yep. I got corrupted
You did.
6 years ago, maybe, but it broadened my horizons.
Yeah, it did. It most certainly did.
Yep.
Now
You
you're
buying the Civic?
Maybe diverse.
Now you're out here buying economic junk.
Yeah, buying the garbage.
Yeah.
ULEV
perfect.
VTEC,
Perfect.
baby.
All right, so that was my deep thought. Do we have any coming up this week? Anything happening this weekend in particular? I think it's still too early
This
in the
weekend?
season.
No, as far as events, I don't think so.
Yeah, I
mean,
can't
I'll be
think
here
of
working on
anything.
the car, but that's about it.
Yep. Do you want to ask?
Oh yeah, we can do a quick paddock talk. Shook, where you at?
Nothing new. I just did stuff on my daily.
Is the car progressing outside of your care?
I don't know. I haven't bothered him because I don't
That's
really
nice.
want to.
Yeah, that's good.
He was just letting me know that like we can't it's not can't wet sand it until the paint is actually like cured.
Mhm.
So I think he's just been like baking it every day, like in the garage for a couple hours with a heater.
How long does he think something like that would take to like fully cure or like outgas?
I don't know. I don't know if it needs to technically outgas. Does paint outgas? I know powder does.
Mhm.
But
Well,
like-
solvents outgas. So
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He was pretty certain that we shouldn't wet sand it though. So I was like, just don't do it, man. I don't know.
yeah, I think you're better waiting. I mean, it's still January, so I mean, definitely better waiting.
Yeah, I don't.
Especially
really,
with the cold temperatures, it's tough because like if you don't do the right thing right now, like it could
Yeah, it'll fuck it later. So
be
like,
bad news.
literally, all I've done is just gathered all my like motor parts, and now I don't really want to start assembling it until I have heads. But I'm gonna just be buying aluminum heads for sure.
Just buy them.
Yeah.
Solid.
Because I talked to JP about it for a little bit, and like we just decided like the time that it would take him for the return that it would warrant, you know, like
Yeah.
what I'm paying for is not necessarily a waste, but it's like he's like, you could just put this money towards a head versus me doing all this work, and then I'm taking time from JP's busy life where he could just be like, you know, ring it up with the counter and be like, get the fuck out of here.
The best part about cylinder heads, they can just come off at any time and go to him.
Yeah, like
Super
and
easily.
he's like, yeah, I can port the new ones if you want, so you could fucking blow the thing up if you really want to. I'm like, no, it just.
Are you sure?
Yeah, most likely
Wait.
I'll just have him.
302s blow
Yeah,
up.
God's motor can't
Yeah,
blow
I
up.
didn't
No,
think they
well,
blew up.
Impossible.
Dude, Phil. I don't know if you guys saw that comment.
I did. He just
My
right
buddy
'cause-
Josie's like, 302's God's motor. He's like, yeah, that must be why he walked everywhere because it was blown the fuck up. Yeah, that was funny.
But it was hilarious because what did you post? You said, what did you say on Facebook?
Oh,
That's what it was.
Why don't you just? Oh man, I kind of want to do an episode on this too because everybody says LS swap it. I'm gonna price out everything for like 4 or 5 different chassis to do it realistically.
Yep.
Like the cheapest possible way, which is like buy a 99 to 01, whatever that car is that I don't care about. It comes with the motor, comes with the T56, and you do HB tuner.
Yep.
All the way up to I bought everything aftermarket, and then what's in between. Because I want to know, like, everybody's like, oh, fucking LS swap it. But the meme was, why don't you LS swap it?
We can just have Phil come in too. When you guys
Yeah,
can
we
break this
should.
down.
He said at me next time on that, but it said,
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
why don't you LS swap it? It says literally everybody who's never
just gave you
swapped a
one.
car. I know he gave you one.
Yeah.
But typically the people that tell you to LS swap shit are like, yeah, I put an M52 in my BMW. Like, cool, man. It came in there.
But even like I think this is a great idea for an episode, especially if you take the initiative. I want spreadsheets. I want PowerPoints.
Everything.
I want
No,
to
I
really
want to
break
do
it down.
parts breakdowns and all that shit.
But Corey and I were just talking about this past weekend of like, okay, that motor's out there, and he's like, we should do something with it. But when you get into it, okay, let's call it $2,000 to freshen up that motor, get it ready.
Yep.
Okay, that's where we're at. That's all we have. We don't have a chassis. We have
Yep.
no idea what we're going to put it in. And then on top of that, to your point, you have to
Mounts.
build to suit how you're going to or what you're going to put
Yep.
it into.
Exactly.
And then suddenly you're, $600 truck motor,
No, these guys are all
$26,000 into a project.
Listen, if you ever told somebody to swap a car with an LS, and I'm talking to you, you know who you are. You hear me right now. You know you said it. Oh, it's $200. Motherfucker, that motor makes as much power as a 302 does with some basic bolt-ons. You
Well-
want to make power, you need a good LS.
Now I'm saying that I'm not defending the 302.
There's nothing
I
wrong
know.
with
I just
either.
mean,
Yeah,
there's
there's nothing wrong with either swap.
I'm a big blue oval guy here, so I get it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with either swap, but for you to say to somebody, why don't you just LS swap it and you never swap nothing in your life? Also, you don't understand the full economics of the LS swap itself. Mounts ain't cheap, bro.
I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
Yeah, exactly. What are you putting it in? Do you want to use a BMW ZF? Well, that's an adapter plate, and you need a special clutch kit, and then you need the wiring from something. You need management. You need a Holly Terminator. Then you want to go Haltech? That's money. Like,
Always helps.
you guys don't understand the intricacies. So, like, especially when you tell somebody who's already swapped a car, it's like, oh, you should have done this. Like, well, do you have an LS swap car?
You see the way my bank account was set up.
Exactly.
I love how
checking
you're
account.
making your point in your YouTube voice.
Am I doing it?
I just getting excited.
He better have an intro for that.
Oh,
I'm not trying to do a voice.
You better have an intro. set
I'm
up
just
for that
fully hyped up on Red Bull and fully animated.
In Celsius?
This grinds my gears. If you tell me to LS swap a car, you better fucking have an LS swap car, boy.
Raph in the chat. LS swap your attitude, Chuck.
I'm firing on 10 cylinders attitude-wise right now.
He's all hopped up. I don't even remember what we were going to do. Okay.
Paddock
We
Talk,
were
where
paddock
you at?
talk. That's
What's up with you, Josh?
absolutely nothing. I'm at an impasse.
You're at an impasse.
To be full transparency here. Turns out wrapping a car
It's very difficult.
is going to be more difficult than I suspected.
Yeah.
I tried to do my trunk this weekend. I somewhat successfully did the top of the trunk. And then I realized, wow, I got a lot more to go.
Hard.
A lot of bends, a lot of movement.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, even with some help from people that suggested and things like that. This year, I may just leave the car in paint, clean up the paint a little bit, still put some sticky ickies on there for livery style, if you will, and to some people that helped out with the car and stuff, and maybe just run it that way. I don't know for sure yet. Because I originally toyed with that, and the reason I wasn't like super dead set on the paint is because I genuinely don't like the color that much.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. Paint's good.
You didn't care about the color when you bought it because you
Right.
had always
It
had it in
just-
your mind.
Exactly. It
We're
was
gonna
going to be
wrap
wrapped. So now it's like, and the reason being this steel gray color, titanium gray, whatever the hell it's actually called. I don't even know off the top of my head.
No one's
You have all the vinyl?
Yeah, it's here.
Yes.
I'm going to get you a quote.
I had a car wrap before.
It's-
I have a whole new respect. It was done in my shop.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a whole new respect for it.
Well, I mean,
The amount of work that goes into it's insane.
our friend did my potato out there, and that was so. Here's the thing: is like I wish the Mustang in particular was white.
Yep.
Because then
It's the best color.
you can
Can't white.
you can just do whatever. You can just kind of do whatever. Like we took the potato and put a martini livery on there, and it makes sense.
Oh, Mike did my car.
Okay, so
Yeah,
perfect
yeah,
example.
exactly.
And like, but
Wildside.
watching him,
Where you're watching.
He's
big shouts.
Yes.
he's wrapping Geo's like the Legends giveaway trucks now.
Yep.
Like the big ass dualies and shit.
Oh no shit.
The work that goes into it's insane.
Oh yeah,
Sucks.
yeah. It's and like
thought
I
it was just,
understand
like,
there's a
pull it over and just kind of
me too.
and
So,
cut
like,
the edges and just wrap it behind.
And I'm fine with the prep work and stuff like that. Like I think I have a good setup to get all the panels ready and ready to prep. Ready to wrap, and then you get into it and it's just like, oh shit, this is.
I didn't know they were layered in too. It's not just one. I was like, Mike, one piece on everything. He's like, are you kidding me? I can't do that.
Oh yeah, you got to go
know?
panel by panel, and yeah. And depending upon what you're
Even
doing,
on the panels, there's separate pieces. They're like layered on.
yeah.
What year is that bad sucker? Oh,
07.
I nailed it.
So yeah, like I said, if it was a different color, if it was black, if it was white, that'd be great because then I'd probably do something similar to I did, like I said, with the potato and get some printed stuff and just, apply a livery and suddenly it works. This, I do not like the color. I cannot think of a good scheme that goes on that color that will look as impactful as the potato in particular. So that's why I'm kind of at a impasse. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet.
Bit of impasse.
Yeah. So I won't say it's a setback. I just don't know what, I'm at a fork in the road, if you will.
I think there's more than 2 turns to take.
Yeah. We're at a rotary, basically. Yeah. Just going around.
Yeah,
We're
we're circling. We're in a holding
aimlessly,
pattern. Yeah,
aimlessly
holding
going
pattern.
around. So yeah, that was about that. I got to talk to KD because he wants to help out with the installation of stuff.
Mhm.
Obviously, with him in my corner, if you will, pretty confident we can bang out damn near everything. It's all bolt-on stuff,
Yeah.
full bolt-on.
FBO.
So that's easy enough. So that stuff, fingers crossed, will go pretty quick when the time comes. I just got to figure out this whole rotary situation.
Wow. Best of luck.
Yeah, we'll see.
If I can help you out in any way.
Godspeed.
Yeah, right?
So that's my paddock talk. That's all I get for that.
Hey, just check your phone when you get a chance.
Okay.
You want to do the B for B?
Yeah, let's do some B for B. So I'll disregard my phone for now. So what is B for B, ladies and gentlemen? We said it at the top of the show. B for B is a abbreviation for Bucks for the Boys. What is Bucks for the Boys? That is our way to monetize this podcast without shoving multiple ads at the top, the middle, or end of each episode. We did that for a little while. We had some ads. They were good.
Just at the beginning.
Yeah, they were good. It was fun. Manscaped gave us a lot of leeway with what we would want to say.
Heartbeat was pretty open as well.
Heartbeat was great too. I still like their hot sauce. I got to order some more of that actually. And it was good while it lasted, but we didn't want to be beholden to anyone. Thus, B for B was created. And it's a donation/subscription-based donation system where you can visit our website, revivalmotoring.com. Go to the B for B or revivalmotoring.com/B for B. It'll bring you right there. On the website, there are multiple options: $2, $5, $10, and $20, and you can actually even manipulate those. Say you wanted to give us $7, you can do that. Again, sustainable donation. You will get a monthly charge, and it'll go to us, and it'll help keep the lights on, not only for us, but for Topics Under the Stairs, Luce's Fast Podcast, Talking Motorcycles. This stuff does cost money. Obviously, we rent the studio. That costs money. Hosting for all the shows, insurance, all that good stuff. We got to figure out a way to sustain that stuff without trying to sell you a different T-shirt every week or some other crap. We're not going to cut up one of our cars and put it in a vial, a pea jar, and send it to you. Not going to happen. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. We won't take that off the table entirely. But
I
between
was waiting for the square up ad.
So we got rid of ads. We wanted to buy our merch, sure, but again, we can't pump that stuff out fast enough or push it to you every single week. So what we have is the B for B. Like I said, go to our website, revivalmotoring.com, where you can sign up and help us keep the lights on. So I think that covers everything, right?
I think it does.
Okay, so with that said, we have a way to judge last week's episode and every episode that we do with a BPL, which is a bucks per listen.
Bucks per listen is very similar to last week's, but we're still off by 1 cent.
Mhm.
We're at 12 cents a listen. So we have fallen a little bit, but we're still in the double-digit category. I think it's important that we stay there. So every
I'd still
listen
take a 12 any day.
earned us 12 cents.
Yep.
I think that's strong. I mean, the lights are still on here. It is raining heavily outside, so
Yep.
let's hope they don't turn off.
Fingers crossed.
You get the power back up running?
Yeah, we'd at least be able to save the episode.
Yeah, that'd be good. So, yeah, we're at 12 cents a listen. We're going to keep trying to climb up. I think we, what was the highest we ever did? Was it 17?
Yeah, I believe
17,
so.
and that did include last week's donation from Devin AutoX. So shout out to him.
Yep.
Big time donation from him. So yeah, 17 cents on January 4th was the highest ever. So this month we'll see. And then let's not forget, is it it is. It's next
week?
Wednesday. We are giving away something else for another B4B subscriber.
So one thing I did forget to mention, if you are an active B4B subscriber, you're automatically entered every month. We do the drawing live here on the show to win a care package, a gift basket, a box, miscellaneous goods.
Little goodies.
Yeah.
Goodies. What are you looking around for?
Is it still here?
Which one?
The gift basket?
Gift basket?
Over there.
It's right over there. Yeah, it's still there.
From our friend Jingles. Big shouts.
Yeah. It stays right there.
Yeah, it'll never leave. I don't even know whatever's in there. He sent us food. It's just in there.
It's the hat.
That's
for me.
4 years.
Oh, the hat. That's
Does that
Josh's
come with
hat.
Well, that was mine. I've been watching a
that's
lot of
Josh's hat.
Yellowstone.
Yeah.
You went through a Yellowstone phase?
Yes, I'm still in it, buddy.
That's not your drift hat?
It's
is.
my helmet.
It's gonna be when he's drinking, cracking open a Monster Energy drink on the podiums.
Yeah.
A monster. Talking about Coors Light, buddy.
Yeah. Lattes.
This ad has been brought to you by Coors Light.
What are the yellow jackets? Need that champagne of beer.
Oh,
Yeah.
the High Life. Yes.
Yeah, whatever they are.
So that is our B4B spiel. So you still have one more week to get into the drawing for a giveaway.
And not only are you entered into the drawing, but you can receive stickers, postcards, different things we send throughout the year. So,
We sent a lovely little Christmas card.
yep, we did. And my wife's just pumping out the stickers constantly, which is great. So, as we always do, we talk about the new subs. So, big shouts to Scott F.
Scott F.
and Hondo L.
Hondo.
Hondo L did write a message. Loose is Fast is the best podcast ever. Why? It doesn't matter why, says Hondo
Wow,
L.
big claim there. Wow.
Hondo.
Hondo.
Sounds fake.
Yeah, sounds pretty.
Hondo.
made up.
Sounds real sus.
Hondo rhymes with Kyle.
Kyle, yeah. No, that's great. I'm happy.
Yeah,
they-
so
they
big
get some
shouts.
love there.
No, there was Hondo in particular. He not only did he leave a generous donation for the B4B, care of Loose is Fast, but he followed up with signing up for the B4B sub
Okay.
and placing an order. So the trifecta:
What do you buy?
PayPal donation, sticker pack, and B4B
Did
sub.
you understand that he only needed one?
I don't know. So my thing is,
We'll
I
take
don't.
all three.
I don't know if he realizes the B4B is a subscription-based thing.
He'll find out in a month.
He's gonna figure it out next month,
On
right?
February 25th.
Because he made a generous donation. It was awesome. So big shouts to Hondo. We're just gonna see what happens next month.
What happens if someone subs on January 30th? When do they get charged in February?
February 30th.
February 28th.
Is that how that works? Yeah. That's like that.
I'd imagine so. I think the Googles has a
It's like
solution for that.
Who's seen the Parks and Rec episode? No one. Parks and Rec. Does
That's a
anyone
show I
familiar
don't
with the show?
watch.
Oh, unbelievable.
The
I just-
highlights
Unbelievable.
I don't
of
know why.
Ron Swanson is all I've
Blows the
seen.
office out of the water. Anyway,
Okay.
his secretary schedule. He hates appointments and meetings and all that stuff. So she schedules everything for like May 31st because she thought there was only 30 days in May, and then finally an entire year's worth of stuff is built up on one day, on a day she didn't know existed. Hysterical.
I have seen that. He's like, you did what?
Yeah, hysterical. So I'm just thinking about it now. I'm like, well, if it's January 30th, when do they get charged?
No, it's a good point. It has to. I'm sure they accommodate for leap years, solar flares. I'm sure there's. Google's got it built in somehow.
Google's gotta
Yeah, they're
figure it
doing
out,
all right
so.
Yeah.
Financially.
they can
Yeah.
figure it out.
So is February 30th like saying it's quarter till? It's like 2:75 p.m. Is that the same thing?
275, February 30th.
Yeah, quarter till. It's 2:75.
2 3/4.
2 3/4.
Yeah. Not good. It's just so, not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost there.
Or I was just
Yeah.
to say almost there.
Actually, that's a deep thought. You say quarter after, but you never say 3/4 past.
3/4 past. No, I know.
Quarter out.
No,
Yeah, but
But quarter.
Right,
of.
3/4 past would make sense as well.
in
Yeah.
England they say half,
Yeah.
half two.
Half pass.
They don't say half past. They say half two, half three.
Yeah, but what's the two or three?
There is no of.
Half 3,
If it's-
3:30.
If it's 30 minutes to 2, I think they just say half 1.
Oh, I had it the other way around.
Wow, that's
I was thinking
confusing.
half.
so they leave out the till,
You know what?
essentially.
Yeah, I think they
Half
just
till
say
1.
it's half
Yeah.
to the number of that it's going
Whereas
to.
It's
English
efficient.
Anyone
It's
from
fewer
England
syllables.
can confirm in the chat.
What a
Ben.
bunch
Texting
of
Ben right now.
what a bunch of cunts.
Do
Oh my god.
What do the Aussies do?
Speak of Australia, that new fucking meme that's going around on Instagram where it's like, my new motto is like, bite off more than I can chew, and I chew like fuck. And I fucking love that.
I've never seen that.
Dude, how they say every word makes me light up on the inside. I love you guys.
I forget who it was. I was listening to somebody. Oh, it was
Paul McGrath said yes.
is he in there? Oh
he
yeah.
is,
Okay.
he is. It might have been Rogan and Louis C.K. talking about Australia, how it's like you go there and it's all really American,
Yeah.
but then they do things that are not American at all.
Yeah, dude, they have the craziest lingo.
And just messes you up. Yeah.
I love it.
That's another place I'd like to go to, but I don't know if I could survive the flight.
No. I think
long
you'd
flight.
land, you might survive that part, and then an enormous spider would kill you immediately.
Yeah, for sure.
You're
Reptilian.
like, oh, I made it dead. Venomous something.
And I'm dead.
Killed your ass.
Okay, that's B for B. So let's cue the boys. News.
Best part is I can still hear it.
It's that loud.
I can still hear it. Clear as day.
That's pretty good.
Clear as day.
Maybe we should just stop wearing headphones altogether.
I like the headphones are nice. I like the guests to have. Have the
Yeah,
full
yeah, yeah.
experience.
No, it is.
Have the full
I'm
experience.
going to be honest.
I
I can,
experience it every week. I'm fine, but like have the guests have the headphones is it's you get the whole immersive. It's like an IMAX.
I can never go raw.
Big immersion. Yeah.
You couldn't?
No,
It's not that bad.
I don't know.
I'm on his raw dog in the world.
I've been raw dogging it since day one almost. It's,
That's true.
it's quite nice.
Rarely does he ever get a full experience.
Yeah. Every now and then I get a little taste.
Some homeless guy
On
in the
the pallet.
corner over there.
Sloshing around.
That's wild. Full Metal Neck in the chat said episode 28, Japanese Adventures with Ransom Garage, was the first episode he ever listened to. That's the one where they were sitting in our broom closet on each other's laps.
trap
We
house.
didn't have enough space.
This
Yeah.
is 327 though.
Is it 3? No, it's 2.
227.
Yeah, it's 2. And we're in the 30s.
What did you
sorry,
write? What did
three-
you write?
No, sorry, I'm dyslexic. So it's 237. So we were one episode off from it being full circle.
We're,
A perfect circle.
Perfect circle.
we're further than that.
What? Yeah.
We're-
it'd be
That was
almost-
28. Right.
359 till?
Yeah, 3.
Two.
Yeah, so that's actually, and you know what's funny is Pete made a joke when he came in. He's like, was it you? He said you didn't have to sit on each other's laps or whatever.
Yeah,
Under like the lawn chairs we had.
I think we made it every time we came
Yeah.
back. You're like, oh, I miss
we
the
saved
old
the
shop.
table though. We saved the table.
Yeah,
not
it's
the
out
legs.
there.
Out there.
No legs.
No legs, but we saved the table as
It's like Lieutenant Dan. It's just out there.
you know, sometimes when we're looking a little down, you just go look at the table and you're like, wow, we've come a long way.
Yeah, can we put it back out just for this episode, please?
Just the table.
I'll go get it.
Can you grab it, please?
Yeah, let's put it in a wheelchair in the corner.
I don't. There might be a bunch of shit in front of it.
How about
I was 100% kidding, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not moving from
Some
the chair.
background fire trucks, too, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, so that's one thing
shooting
that
or
Domestic
two.
abuse.
I didn't even realize when I put together the best of episode a week or two ago. One of the clips I took had a cop car in the back of it and right outside of our window, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot all about that and how fucking loud they were.
Our old studio
Yeah.
used to be in the cut, so
It
we
was
were
awesome.
we were in like a room, probably about the size of this, half the size of this table. And it
The
was like-
room
it
half
was
the
a
size of this
closet,
table. Yeah.
And then we had a round table, and then we had like 4 like lawn chairs, pretty much. We were just like huddled up. There's really no heat. 'Cause
Nope. No, matter of
Spotty
fact,
heat.
over there on that bookshelf down the bottom is a heater that we used to use. Yeah.
Yeah, that we used to use, and there was a window in that little room, and like there were like trash bins right outside the window. So in the middle, someone would just be like slamming the trash bin, throwing the trash in there. Right next door in like a shared space kind of with us was like a thrash metal band that would be putting on like really shitty like concerts while we're trying to record. It was
No
Yeah.
headphones.
we still had
We had
headphones
headphones.
then. Yeah.
We adopted those
Pretty
pretty
early
quick.
on, but just the mics picked up everything.
Those are
Well-
some of the best episodes. Yeah, because you guys would be talking and Chuck would be like, currently there is a police chase happening outside of the window.
Fireworks,
Shots were
domestic
fired.
disputes,
Humble
police.
beginnings.
And then right back into how the E30 46 M3 is the greatest car ever built.
Didn't miss a beat.
Didn't miss a
beat. Big shouts to the S54. So news. All right. Let's
What do you got,
see.
Josh?
I don't have much. VW design chief to be removed over retro designs. Preference for sedans. Joseph Caban is out as design boss, but will reportedly stay at the VW group in a different position. I just found that interesting, especially with the retro. We just talked about I think it's called
So
the
they're
ID
removing
Buzz.
this guy?
He's being removed.
Well, of course they should remove him. The car's been out for like 12 years and it's never actually
It's
come to
never
a
actually been
consumer.
out. Let's see. The report was originally from a German publication. Not even going to try that one. Claims that new VW CEO Thomas Schaefer wasn't thrilled with some of Caban's designs. Most notably, Schaefer wanted Caban to restyle the retro futuristic ID Life concept, which debuted at the 2021 IA Munich Auto Show. Munich. Schaefer also reportedly wanted Caban to change the Trinity concept to flagship electric sedan set to debut in 2026. So we haven't even seen this thing, and he wants it to change. From a sedan to a crossover, it's unclear if there was any pushback by Caban, but no surprise that Schaefer would want to push for more crossovers given their popularity among EV buyers.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
That guy loves his job. It sucks. But
Well, repositioned. Also, mean they
reposition to
put
a
him
position that they can then
somewhere in
That's
Alaska.
a polite way of getting demoted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Saying we don't value your creativity.
Yeah.
He's like kind of put in the Volkswagen gulag, then, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's exactly.
Time Volkswagen
But,
gulag.
but there's no escaping.
He's,
There's no
he's working in the diesel hemisphere right now. Yeah, that's where he's at.
right.
Tough go for him.
Is he gonna bring back the 1.8T V2?
Never lose deuce.
The 180 did come back. What the
Is it still
the
around?
Jetta's like,
Oh, it
like
did.
a stock Jetta has it.
I'm not a big Volkswagen guy. I
Yeah,
don't
like a
know.
stock Jetta has like a 180 in it of some
Preach.
variant.
Instead of the 2-liter.
Yeah,
2-liter was all.
Interesting.
the 2-liter ABA,
What,
ACA, ABA.
Yeah, 2002.
2002.
The little
2
square
Yeah.
Volkswagens with
Yeah.
the 2-liters in them.
Uh,
Headlight out always. One
yeah,
of them? The one with the battery.
always.
On the
Yeah,
side
that's
of
the one that
battery.
got all the corrosion and
It's
the
just
wiring. Yeah.
just German.
All right. Well, that sucks for that guy.
Yeah.
That's a
Tough
bummer.
day. If you like the ID Buzz, sorry.
Hold on, I have to actually. Oh my god, I actually closed all my links because I had them on my computer. Pete, you got someone over there?
I got one just for shook.
Yes.
Yep. Sorry to let you down. Honda Motor Company announced on its official website it has suspended orders for the Civic Type R.
Really?
Really?
This is
How?
crazy.
We
They
saw
can't
like
keep
a
up?
million of them at the port.
Yeah, the Civic Type R will be released September 2022, and as of January 16th, it was announced it would take more than a year from ordering to shipping from the factory. But after 4 months after release, they've stopped taking orders.
Wow.
Imagine the markup.
They're on the Maverick distribution.
Yeah. Maverick and Bronco.
Broncos, I'm seeing Broncos now actually on dealer lots. And
We
I'm
see
seeing
'em.
way
I've-
more of them driving.
I think that was a big wave because there was some news. I didn't really cue it up, but Ford is again paying people to cancel their Bronco order. They're giving them $2,500
That's
saying,
really-
"Cancel your Bronco order, go buy something else."
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Why?
I
'Cause they
misinterpreted that thing.
can't
I
keep up.
thought it was they're crediting you or they're offering you a credit to take certain options.
Oh,
off of
maybe
your
is it the
Bronco
hard
order.
top one?
So like if you have an option on your Bronco that's delaying it or backlogging it, they're offering you money back to take that off and then take the vehicle without it.
Maybe that's what it is.
But the thing was, there's no promise to retrofit in a later date. Because originally, like maybe a year or more ago, there was like, oh yeah, like take it like this and then we'll retrofit when we can. And that was a whole chip problem thing.
Yeah, the chip. I remember that.
Which there was that giant. It wasn't an. It's like a big field. I don't know where all the cars were parked. That Ford had like 100 and something thousand cars
in
parked
Detroit,
there.
wasn't it?
Yeah, something. It was. You could see it. They said you could see it from space. I don't know. Sometimes people misinterpret what space actually is. And they've actually cleared those all out. So
Actually, yeah, no, this is correct. Supply is still struggling to meet demand, and Ford is now willing to pay buyers $2,500 to cancel their Bronco order for something else.
So it's just like $2,500 pocket or $2,500 towards another Ford vehicle.
Probably towards another Ford vehicle, I think. Let's see. Let me see.
What else can you get?
it's not like you're buying.
Okay, so actually, yeah, no, Corey's right as well too, because the way this is worded is not 100% transparent. Let's see. The first option for buyers is to simply modify their existing order. Wild Track customers are apparently being offered $2,500 to convert to Badlands, Big Bend, or Outer Banks trims, whereas non-Wild Track customers are offered $2,500 to remove what Ford calls constrained commodities. The molded in color hardtop. That was the one that had been and clearly still is, as well as the Lux and Sasquatch packages.
Wait, so they're asking you to go from a better package to a worse package, or a worse to a better, but they'll give you $2,500?
Probably from a better to a worse, but get $2,500 bucks.
I would probably still do that.
The second option is to simply buy a different Ford. Wild Track customers are being offered $2,500 to order a different Ford branded vehicle, whereas non-Wild Track buyers may receive the same $2,500 incentive, but must purchase a vehicle from stock that includes in-stock Broncos on dealer lots. So if you ordered, it's a very niche group. If you ordered the Wild Track Bronco, you're up Schitt's Creek.
You were balling.
Yeah.
I think I was like top dog, obviously below the Raptor.
But,
But
right.
is Honda experiencing the same thing? They can't keep up with demand, or they just have too many orders?
So
Well, it's kind of the same thing.
yeah, the second paragraph regarding the temporary suspension. So this is translated. This is a Japanese site. Regarding the temporary suspension of orders, this time the company has said, since its release, the Civic Type R has been well received by customers, and we received a large number of orders. Due to the shortage of semiconductors, unstable parts arrival, and delays in logistics, it's difficult to predict the future production.
Interesting.
I mean, the
To me,
10
the
gen,
shortest Type R production run ever. Can you confirm that?
I don't know, but how many options are there on the Type R? Where
I think it's just one.
Nothing. It's your color,
Yeah.
and that's it. There's
Yeah.
nothing.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't
there's
think
not
there is.
many.
And there's only one
options,
color, right?
Other than like I think the
According
I don't
to
know,
Dan, yeah.
wireless charger or something like that, or some lights, or
I don't know. I
What
don't
were
think
the
you can
options
get
on that
many
car?
here.
Nothing, because
There is a touring version that came with some extra shit, but not really here.
like a few months ago, I put in like a request for a build on one,
Big
and it
Honda
was
guy.
like, and it was my paint color is white, obviously, and then it was like that's it. And what
do you want the all-season
all
floor
weather
mats?
floor mat?
Yeah.
Yeah, all weather floor mats.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like wheel locks and something else, or whatever.
Yeah, the trunk cargo thing.
Yeah.
Well, in Europe, they have, well, at least for 10th gen, they have like for the engine bay, special plastic covers that go over the wheel well, because technically,
yes.
without the wheel well liner, you could see the wheel right from the engine bay.
But is that the new one or is that the?
That was the
FK8?
10th gen,
Yeah, the FK8.
the best one.
I don't know about that.
You like the new one better?
I do.
I like the way the
Wow.
new one looks a
Yeah.
lot.
New one's
They-
real
They
good.
made it a
New
little
one's
bit
real
good.
classier and
That
sportier.
I was just
I'm
gonna say
surprised to hear
they
that
It looks
from
like
you.
the '97 CTR to me. The front end, it just looks cleaner.
best way to say addition by subtraction.
Yes.
A little bit subdued.
Less is more.
Just perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Keep-
surprised to hear that from All Motor Dan.
There's some funny stuff in the chat taking place. 36 Mafia.
Oh, this is good. You have that.
I canceled my Bronco deposit because of how long it was going to take to build mine, but also found out mine was going to be around $50,000, which was 95% of my annual salary at the time. Just going full bore.
95. And you know what the crazy thing is? Ford would have given you a loan.
Yeah,
They would have given you a loan because they would have taken it
100%.
back in 6 months.
yeah. I just needed to bring that. It caught my eye. It's very good. Big shout.
Josh, that news article you have pulled up
Yep.
is actually perfect.
Okay, you want me? I can.
But before you jump in, because I had that pulled up as well. I had it on my computer and I had notes on it. So
before
you have an
the
actual computer
before
to
the
read from.
incident.
Yeah, before the incident. But the Drive did post a thing. 2023 Honda Civic Type R scalper who paid $20,000 over sticker can't sell their car because they want $20,000. They want more than that back. No one's going to pay $20,000
Over?
Yeah.
The first Type R
Insane.
that sold that I know of, the 10th gen, what were the MSRP? 34, 36?
I think it was 37.
Westbrook Honda sold theirs for 68 or 58,000. And it sold before it even hit the fucking place.
Well, that was like the yellow one Chuck looked at. I think. Well, what did the windows? It was like a handwritten note on like the windshield or
Yeah,
something.
it was like $70,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the yellow
Yeah.
is supposed to be special edition.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's a Honda Pro Jason version.
There was only I think 600 of those
What are you guys laughing?
in America.
I have no idea.
Oh, no.
Because that's like I get your
His was
joke
painted,
there.
though.
Is-
Yeah, his was the first one that was
But it
actually
was
like.
completely painted.
Yeah, they
So it
pulled
really-
it all apart and they painted it at a
But
Honda factory.
it wasn't the limited. It was
No, like
this was before. It was
He-
the year before they did.
he
that.
converted his to Phoenix Yellow, like
Correct.
through a Honda factory, and they retitled it, and it's
really?
like technically official.
done
yellow.
Honda car. Yeah.
Right, and then he did some extra shit where he like waffled out the rear waffles on the bumper, and
Yep.
then they offered that.
Was that on YouTube? You saw that?
I don't remember Instagram. Maybe
Did he have a
I'll
good
have to find
introduction?
him on
There
YouTube.
was a YouTube video.
There
Chuck
is.
showed us.
Yeah, he's what's up, guys? It's Honda Pro Jason here. Yeah, so he did all that, and then Honda was like, "Fuck it, let's sell a Type R yellow version, the Phoenix Yellow," and that is like the Honda Pro Jason version. That's what I call it. I don't know if that's
I was pretty good. I got what what you were selling.
Well, they changed a lot on that limited.
they did a couple
They
things.
did a
Yeah,
two-piece rotor on it.
Yep.
They did the BBS wheels that were lighter. They changed the interior. The steering wheel went from that like weird red and black wrap to Alcantara.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, so nice.
So they did a couple
Much
cool
nicer.
quality
Much
of life
nicer.
things.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know about 70 grand, but
No, but it wasn't 70 grand. I think
It shouldn't
the
have been,
sticker
yeah.
on that was 49 or 50.
I love
It was marked up to
Listen,
like
It had a
70.
little bit more power from what I heard too.
that's still a lot of money.
Yeah, there was I think only 1,000 of them made.
That makes sense. On a Pro Jason, these are
I
hot
still like. I
commodity
still like the new one better.
Yes, I do too.
Previous one just like looked like way too much like just
Too
look
gaudy.
at me.
Yeah,
Look at me.
yeah.
It's
Look
too
at me.
sharp.
I'm
I know,
driving
I-
my Honda.
Too
I
many
know, I-
sharp edges.
I kind of love that. And the TCR version of it, nut.
Yeah,
But that's so far derived from like an actual car.
Yeah, I know, but like if you see it though, you're
But
like,
like so perfect example like FCP Euro when they were doing the TCR Cup with their GTIs. It's like I'm very familiar with the GTI platform. Then I got to go and ride in one. I was like, this is not a GTI.
yeah, no,
There's
no.
nothing about it. Like the engine is kinda a GTI. That's it.
At some point, it started there.
Yeah. it's
And
like-
then- but now
oh, the
it's-
floor pans, those are GTI. But
Yeah.
like other than that, you're like, this isn't a car anymore.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
It's wild.
I might be biased, but the spoon one looked perfect.
The new Oh, yeah, it
on
looks
on
super
F8,
cool.
The bumpers that they did on it were.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up with those seats though?
Which ones?
The ones they put in the car.
The new
The
ones?
spoons, yeah.
Yeah, we got to see them.
Yeah.
We got to see them when we were
Did you
there.
get to fart in them?
What
No,
is it?
I did get to sit in them though.
How
You
they
did?
feel?
I did get to sit in. They were great, and they're reclinable now, so a lot of people are gonna
Yeah.
love that. Because the
hope-
buckets are a little tough to get
I
in.
can
and
only
out.
imagine what the price tag is.
I don't know. We didn't talk about price. We just were excited.
You don't
about
talk
it.
about price as spoon.
Price is irrelevant.
You just buy.
Yeah.
No, it's not irrelevant.
They were awesome.
Yeah.
They were awesome.
They looked awesome.
For those of you
Yeah.
who don't know, Danny is the largest spoon consumer in all of America.
I
think.
don't know. I don't know if I'd say
Is that factually true?
That's not true.
I think it's actually true. I think
And my wife is watching. So.
he moves his spoon parts around well and doesn't spend much, just enough.
It's a trade-in, trade-up program.
Very
right?
fiscally responsible.
Fiscally responsible.
So, Josh,
Yes.
this news story you have pulled up here, I was deeply intrigued in it. I had my notes pulled up on my computer. Those have since passed into the ether.
Dare I
So
say,
what's going
into
on
the
with this?
seltzer.
disappeared. GM confirms a new small block V8 is coming. Despite strong statements concerning electrification, the legendary small block will live on as a 6th generation engine.
Take notes for it, dude. Come on.
Let's see. The news was confirmed in a press release by automaker that described $854 million to prepare engine facilities to produce the company's 6th generation small block V8. This appears to be the first time the company has mentioned a new version of the engine. The current 5th gen small block debuted in the 2014 Corvette C7 almost a decade ago. It currently powers a variety of vehicles in the automaker's lineup. GM showed its hand a little bit in the announcement. It stated that the 6th gen small block will strengthen our industry-leading lineup of full-size pickups and SUVs. That means we'll still be seeing the V8 powered behemoths on the road for the foreseeable future. It didn't mention anything about the Corvette Camaro or other recipients of the engine. Though, keep in mind, the C8 Corvette Stingray still receives a 5th-gen small block, the LT2. Small block Chevy has been produced in one version or another since 1954. Modern versions of this power plant share the same bore spacing and a few other features with the original engine, although it has been heavily reworked. The previous fourth generation of the engine was produced starting in 2005. Small block Chevy generations have historically lasted between 10 and 15 years, except for the first generation that lasted much longer. And that comes care of our friend, Peter Holdreth from The Drive.
Do we think it's going to be smaller?
Physically? Form factor, you mean?
And I say this because when Phil dropped off the engine this past weekend, your hood was open in the Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, there are accessories on it. There's a lot of
Yeah. It's
but
not
even
dressed,
just
if you will.
looking at the long block
Yeah.
in your car,
Yeah.
compared to that on a stand, it's like Ford big engine,
4.6 is huge.
giant,
Big Ford.
enormous,
Big
There's
Ford
a lot
guy.
of spaghetti in there.
enormous. Like just the casting itself,
Yeah.
It's
like
big motor.
strip it down,
Yeah.
bare nude, it's giant.
It's a lot of car.
It's a lot of cars.
It's a lot of car. It's a big car.
I'd assume so, especially when they're claiming a number like 854 million to prepare engine facilities. Like, that's a wild amount of money.
Yeah.
Shit, I should have gone small block fucking Chevy, man. Should have done that.
Should have LS swapped.
Cheap.
Should have LS swapped it. Cheap.
Dive right in.
Right, check. Everyone's a comedian.
I mean, dude, everybody's a comedian, man.
It's funny. You it's like, so old guy like me, I consider a small block Chevy pre-LS.
Pre-LS.
Yeah, no, it is. 100%.
SBC.
Yeah, I don't consider
is
306
a
or whatever the fuck it is.
L.
305,
305.
327, 350.
There you go. Drops knowledge on
283. Those
Yeah.
are small block
They're
Chevys.
solid motors, man. I just
Yeah.
found a Ford. I would have
Yeah,
gone
but-
Chevy. It's the same fucking thing. The exhaust ports are in a different spot. That's it. It's the same thing.
Is he oversimplifying?
I don't think so. I think they're almost the same. They even both use T5s.
On the Ford, you mean?
Yeah, Ford
Yeah, I
and
can't-
Chevy both use a T5 trans. And I think the bell housing is different.
Oh, no, I grew up in the Muncie era. I don't even know what a T5 is.
Oh, it's just a piece of shit.
Muncie and
transmission.
Saginaw. Yeah, I'm
You know
old
who
school.
know? My man Tim Connors.
Hold on. We got a wonderful. I didn't realize the comments on this article.
Oh, really?
Which one?
First
the small
comment.
block?
Top comment from Classic Bob.
Oh, here we
Classic
go.
Bob.
Classic Bob. I think we need to stay with the LS platform. Stay away from electric cars. Keep the computer controls to a minimum. Oh, and never hire a Ford engineer at GM. End quote. It's like,
The relevancy to his
it's
comment is just
That,
perfect.
that
People,
dude's got a
man.
Rochester Quadrajet on his engine, right? I mean,
They're
that's,
so fucking proud, man.
yeah.
Hell, yeah, fuck them motherfucking Ford motherfuckers.
Is this Facebook?
No, this is the
like
drive.
on the
Yeah.
drive
Yeah, on the-
directory
on-
site.
At the
They're
end,
like one of the last publications that actually allow like comments
Allow-
below their stories. I think Jalopnik's completely gotten rid of them.
Josh, in all capitals, it say, God bless. Watch out for them grass clippings, brother.
Yeah. Any other good comments in there? This is
I
good- oh,
closed
okay.
it out. That was the top one. Classic Bob. I mean, he's classic.
Classic Bob.
Got to revisit Bob anytime.
There's one thing that I had pulled up here, and that it was that it says coming soon, but I mean, no real time frame, but a national charging network for electric vehicles. So like what we've called for, kind of like a universal platform for everyone to kind of charge on.
Who's running this?
The government. So like we're fucked.
We're
We're doomed. It's gonna be tough. So we've called for it for so long. But the problem is that the only organization
Yeah.
that could make an actual like universal charging platform stick are the overlords.
Yeah.
And when they get involved, costs go up, charging rates go down. You know, your goods for what you're getting are going to go down. I'm interested to see how this unfolds. I know in one way I can see it being helpful because now, like, as a gas station, it's hard for you to be like, what charging network am I going to install?
Yeah.
The obvious one being Tesla, right? That's the obvious one because the most users are out there right now.
The only way, like, if you picture it as when you go to a gas station, you go to an EV pump, if you will,
Yep.
and there's various voltages you can pick from. Because that's, again, as we went
Ooh,
back,
your cost per kilowatt.
or not even that, because, you know, some cars are built off different
Platforms.
they can
yeah.
accept different stuff. So, like, maybe that's how it's done. But again,
So I'm thinking, how quickly do you want to get out of here?
Yes. Maybe
Versus
like
how much
the
internet
charge
you
speed.
wanna
rate,
pay.
right.
Yeah,
Well, that's the thing,
internet
right?
speed.
Higher voltage, you can charge up a little quicker.
I got to
and-
be out
yeah.
here in 10 minutes.
Pay for premium, baby.
Yeah. Premium charging.
Yeah.
Premium
I don't want my
charging.
1.8T to ping. I need that premium.
But you know this is going to come at such an astronomical
Oh,
cost
of
to
course.
the consumers.
Yeah, it's going to be cheaper to buy poop fuel.
It is.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I don't know. We'll see once there's more information about how this is going to unfold.
In
and how
about
this is gonna take
35
place.
to 72 years from now, we'll find
A
it all.
universal
We'll
charge.
figure it all
Honestly,
out.
I can't wait to be 60 and new gen small block Chevy swapping my E36 and running it on poop fuel. So I'll see you there.
Your
God bless.
E36.
Yeah, my E chassis.
At that point, you'll have like a G series, M3 or whatever
Infinity?
at that
Big
point.
grill with a small block Chevy in it running on them poop fuels. God
Yeah.
bless, brother.
He was
Watch out
talking
for them
about
grass
Hondas on the
clippings.
way up again, so
Yeah, I do want
Uh-oh.
another EK.
he was.
What are you
talking
doing,
about
dude?
Hondas. He's
Oh
a
my
big
God.
Honda guy.
Dude, we can be Honda boys together.
I mean, I have a Honda. It's just not.
Nah,
you know,
it's
it's
different.
just on the edge of golden era. It might be entering golden era now. 8th gen?
It'll never be golden.
But it
now.
but it
It'll
doesn't.
never be
Yeah, I was
golden.
going to say it
Never.
doesn't have the.
No.
Let
Yeah.
it sit for 10 years and don't
It's
drive
gotta
it in the
be-
salt.
It's like 90s.
Then you got a classic.
The window for golden era,
Is closed.
that's it.
Yeah.
It's done.
I don't know, man. We're
Sorry.
getting old.
You got to come up with your own era. You know, like WWF had the
Almost
Attitude
golden
era.
era.
It's
Right.
gone.
Right.
Almost golden era.
Yeah, you can't replicate the Attitude Era.
All right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Same thing with like, but you know what's interesting is the generation of Hondas that count as a golden era equate exactly to like Volkswagens as well. Because like anything outside of that realm later than that is like
After
trash.
2000 sucked.
Yeah, it's trash.
The newer stuff is okay, but
We've had
The
we've
2000s
had this
weren't
debate. I mean, we should make a bracket is what we should do and do this over the course of time. But we've gone pretty heavy into what's the best car year. Remember? I think what did we say? 91, 92?
I would say 98.
I can't remember what the hell we
92
said.
or 98.
I don't know. I think we were really early. I think we
It
were.
was-
I think
it
we
was-
were late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, it was
Mainly
early
because a lot
90s.
of like where we have a deep interest in like the BMW M division, and that's
For Hondas, a lot of the cars were just turning to fuel injected in the early 90s.
Mhm.
So when they switched over,
that
I think
was
98 was
that
a
was
great
their
year
time.
for Honda. 92 to 98.
I think if you do that, it'd also be interesting that the age of the person
Yes.
and then what
Yes.
era they say.
Oh yeah, because that's
yeah.
definitely you're an outsider.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
like all of it, but you understand.
I'm going to say 1970.
Right.
If I put my American hat on, so to speak, if I put my muscle car hat on, I'm going to say
Yeah.
1970.
Yeah.
Classic Bob hat.
Yeah, Honda
Classic.
ended in classic. I would say golden era Honda ended with the 2000 Civic Si
Yes.
and Type R.
What was the R34 for Nissan? What year was that? 98?
Up through 01?
Was it started in 98 though?
I think R34, maybe 98 to 01.
I think GTR was
98.
99, and I think base started
Just
in
a quick-
97,
I
98.
got to find a big GTR guy somewhere and ask him this
I
question.
thought there was old
gotta
ass
know one.
GTRs. Like
Yeah, there are.
There are.
No, he's
like 92
30
is great.
34
R32.
specifically.
yeah. Then there was like the boxy ass boys.
How about the Supra? What year was that?
the Mark IV Supra?
Yeah.
I f-
95
90
I feel like that was up through 97.
94?
Up through 97, 98.
Yeah. I don't know. Hulk Hogan would know. He had one.
the kid,
All right.
doesn't he have a
Here's the
fifth,
answer there.
fifth gen
They both.
R34, 1999 to 2002, from Wikipedia. January 99.
Look at
August
look at the
2002.
There you go.
comments. Oh
Matt's
my
got it.
God.
Matt's
Look at
on
all
it.
the comments there.
Listen, these guys could Google it, okay?
Yeah, they can,
We're talking from the brain. The only person I trust in there for knowing that is Tim Connors.
he knows everything.
You know, he's like a literal
Wow,
walking.
shot
So now-
fired.
Wow, this is
Shots
not-
fired, Matt.
This is a crazy. I thought way more of these were produced.
Actually,
11,578.
I trust Seamus too.
R34 GTR.
Yeah, that sound right? I feel like there's way more, but that
There-
seems pretty low. This is production. Yeah, this says production from Wikipedia, 1999, August 2002, 11,578.
Is
Can't
Seamus
afford.
soliciting in the chat right now? Is he? Is
Yeah,
Yeah, we
is he
let
he's
him-
setting up-
probably
Is
still in there.
Seamus soliciting? I
we-
think he's setting up a
we let
corner
him set up
balance
shop in
and
there.
alignment in the chat.
Yeah, I really
Oh,
want
he
him to align
probably
my-
is.
I think I
That's
want
all
him to
he
align
said.
my
He
car.
knows he can fish for some
He
work.
preys on us idiots. He's like, oh, here they go talking about cars again.
Yeah, he corrects, reprimands.
I don't
and
even have
then-
to Google anything anymore. If he's in here, I'm just like, yeah, Seamus. Then it pops up.
What's that? Yeah,
He knows his stuff.
he does. He does. Wealth of knowledge.
What is he correcting everyone on?
I mean, if you have a problem, probably just ask
we were
the
curious
Magic
of the
8 Balls.
R34 GTR year span.
Oh,
I don't even know how we get onto that, but
Oh wow.
Uh,
Golden era.
Golden era.
Golden era stuff. One little bit of news here, last little bit from me. Lucid hits back at Tesla with a $7,500 lease discount, which I didn't picture them doing. Lucid doesn't seem like that kind of brand.
But see, it's perspective because if you look at it, the discount that Tesla is applying is to like a $40,000 vehicle.
Yeah.
Lucid's applying it to a $100,000
$140,000 vehicle.
So they should have taken the percentage discount of the vehicle and hit back that way.
Oh, wait, this is just an EV tax credit. Oh, I'm sorry. Nope. In response to the customer frustration with the loss of the $7,500 tax credit, Lucid has extended a lease discount that offsets the credit. Yeah. So,
How kind of them.
yeah, look at them.
I mean, it's the least you can do when you spend.
Salt of the earth,
Yeah, I don't even
know?
know what a Lucid starts at. It's got to be like $90,000.
I assume.
It's big money.
Lucid
Hard to pay for
Air.
something that doesn't exist. So
How's that
laptop-
computer?
No, they're out
I know.
there.
I was just gonna say it works. No, he's still spraying it.
Oh my god! I thought that was the
Yeah,
computer
of course.
making that noise. Lucid Air. Let's see. You got the Touring. Oh, starts at 107.
Okay.
Grand Touring 138. Let's see. Can we get a little bit lower than that?
Yeah. What's my lowest here? What's my lowest entry level for?
Air Pure 87.4,
Okay.
which
Not
that
in the
might be
common
it.
man era.
That might be it. Hold on.
87.
I think 87.4 is the winner. Yeah, Air Pure, 480 horsepower, 410 mile range.
Yeah. I mean, it's an expensive buy-in. I can't say I see a lot of them. I see there's 2 in our area that I see. I wonder what platform they charge on.
Good question.
Yeah, what are they charging on? At home only?
You just swap AA batteries.
Yeah, can we just go to Home Depot and get an adapter? Like, just plug
There
that
was,
junk in.
There was like a clickbaity article that came out that was like Hummer EV owner finds out it's going to take 2 weeks to charge a vehicle.
On 110
Yeah, it was just like, was no shit it was.
Yeah.
Like, of course.
people.
Yeah, it's just,
I-
but like that's how it read, and obviously you're like,
I have a lot of clients that come in and they find out that their panels aren't
yeah,
need to be upgraded
compatible, yeah.
so that they can charge their car. They're not happy. They are not happy. They
I
go
bet.
from excited to like pissed off.
Yeah, because now it's like how much that's electrician cost is huge.
Oh yeah.
So remember I
Brand
was
new panel?
talking
Yeah,
about voltage
yeah.
architecture. First of all, Lucid's, and this is their at-home charger, but their charger is called the Wonderbox.
Why
Lucid-
can't it just be the charger?
Lucid Air's built-in Wonderbox is an absolute beast of a battery charger with a 900 volt plus architecture.
That's
the
bigger than Porsche,
bigger
right?
than Porsche. It's the fastest EV charging system available, able to fill up to 200 miles of charge in about 12 minutes. Beyond speed, it's compatible with nearly every public charging station and has bi-directional capabilities coming soon.
How aren't the plugs different? Or is this?
This might be an in-between. Yeah, there's got to be some sort of adapter. And wow, I mean, their charging network, well, from what this shows,
Well, if they're universal, then they're showing you a charging
all
network
over
of
the
every
place.
charger in the
Yeah.
country. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
only
but-
half of them work.
Yeah, only
that's
half
true.
Of them work.
That's the
But also, how many out there charge at a 900 watt?
I don't even
Right.
know, because even like the fast chargers only go, I don't know what they're, maybe 600 volts or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you pre-warm the battery before you get to the charging station too.
Yes, I
you
did
have
see
to-
that.
you have to warm-
Ford
you have
actually
to
did
put
that.
It's got a mode or something.
Yeah.
I know on a Rivian, you have to hit some button that starts warming the battery or doing something.
So
to,
when we rented a Tesla in LA, if we like on the map, we're finding charging station, and you select one, and you're navigating to it. There's little messages like preparing battery for charging. So it's
correct.
conditioning or whatever
Yes,
it's doing.
yes.
You hear a lot of fans going on. Yeah.
Yep.
And then you sit in the car and you make music on the little beatbox.
Well,
thing
you
and-
wait for the other 4 people in front of you
Yeah.
in line on the charger.
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Get off, and then you can.
Fart
You know,
noises.
I think we talked about it then, but the Tesla charging is much like men at urinals. You go every other.
Yeah, you can't go side by
You can't
side.
go- You can't go side
It's
by
a little
side.
weird if you go
You
side
can't go
by
side by
side.
side because those two are partnered up. So if someone's charging there,
Oh, really?
yeah.
That's real.
So if you're side by side,
Yeah.
like that 2 bank is getting the power.
No way.
So you have to go side by side. So there's people who, if there's open spaces but no every other, there's people who will wait because it's
No
not really worth the
way.
time to
Are
go
you
park.
serious?
That's yours. Yeah.
Side by
learning-
ish.
Side by each, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you got to leave a space in between.
I once did that in a bar and I was super drunk.
You just partner it up.
I went right on the side of the guy.
Yeah.
He's
How'd that
not.
go?
He wasn't happy. He's like, "What are you doing, man?"
There was a ton of other open stalls.
No. In my defense, there was only 2 stalls side by side, and then the shitter.
Yeah.
Should have went in the shitter.
Yeah, I'm like, well, what kind of animal do you think I am?
I'm always going to
pee in the bowl?
I'm not going to deal with anybody.
No,
Have you seen the,
no. So I took a shit in the urinal.
Yeah.
a man of class. Have you seen the adapter things that people are 3D printing? So you stick it in your gas tank and then you could put the e-charger in it.
I'm sorry. I thought you were going to talk about using
Pooping
the
in a
facility. Like I didn't know where you were going with this for a second.
Oh no, people are 3D printing like mounts so that you could put the charge thing in your gas vehicle.
Oh, so it looks like
you're
you're
charging, you get
charging.
great parking.
I did
Oh,
see
yeah.
that. Yes. Yeah.
Fucking
Sounds like a
yeah,
fire.
these
gonna
guys, man,
start.
they're smart out there.
These guys.
These fucking guys, man.
Out
Everybody's a
there.
comedian and an engineer.
Yep. All right. Anybody got anything else left for
I
news?
want
or
to hear about
we're going to talk to these guys in particular.
the Great Land.
Yeah. Let's do that. Okay. So,
3 Utes.
gentlemen, you are coming off. How long were you there? For backstory, you went to Japan.
Where were they?
We left on a Saturday, which then gets us there on a Sunday night, and we departed the following Sunday night.
How long's that flight?
Too long.
Mine was
Yeah.
14 and a half hours.
So we're going to get into the nitty gritty of this. How the hell do you handle a flight that long? Because I fly to California and I'm antsy. I mentally, because Chuck, myself, Corey, we were talking about this, shook about going to Japan as we ate dinner last week. And I'm just like, I don't know if I'm mentally capable of handling that long of a flight.
Yeah, maybe it's a bit unfair, and I think I've shared this in the past, that I have the privilege and benefit that I'm able to fly business on points.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really roughing it, right? When you've got a seat that folds completely flat, you have all the blankets and pillows you need, you have unlimited food, unlimited alcohol, unlimited entertainment. It's not really roughing it. So I don't know that I can share that perspective. But
So-
however,
I did economy, but at the same time, my family and I, we drive to Florida 2-3 times a year.
Yeah.
Straight.
Which
So-
is 20,
Which is about
2 to 24.
18 to 20 hours.
Oh, wow,
Daytona
you're
area.
moving.
Yeah, so no, to 18 to 20.
Okay.
I could do it in like 17 when I
VTEC.
was younger. Yeah, VTEC. No. but so doing that trip
Yeah.
for me and then getting on the plane economy.
Yeah.
The economy seats were not that bad.
Yeah.
Especially on the ANA flight.
Yeah.
ANA, I highly recommend.
It's not Frontier.
No,
Yeah.
ANA. It's a Japanese airline, but amazing. So for me, the 14 wasn't bad.
Yep.
They also feed you all. It's like you're getting
entire-
fed
yeah, yeah, yeah.
nonstop, and you're watching a season of whatever, and
Yep.
you know 10 episodes in a season, and you're almost there. You know, it's not
Yeah.
too bad. You get up, stretch.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have the luxury of stretching at my seat, but you know, we just walk.
Right. Take a
pass
little
to the
walk.
bathroom,
Right.
stretch in the bathroom, stretch
It's
in
at
front
least
of the
something.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
You're so excited and amped.
yeah,
up to
that's
get
right. There's
there.
the adrenaline
yeah,
of like, yeah. You look
The
at
flight
the
home,
It's worth it.
anticipation.
It's worth it.
The flight home, though, that you're done. You're on the crash. No
Oh,
pun.
I was trying to
Yeah.
stay up and I just fell asleep. We did a lot.
When you're there, you can't sleep.
Yeah.
Like sleeping's from when you get home, right? You have to
Yeah.
maximize your time there, and you got to fill your day up with as much stuff as you can. And you know, if you're getting maybe 5 hours a night, you're probably
did
doing
good.
really well.
We'd get back at like 1-2 o'clock and sleep till 7, 6:30.
2 to 7 was about the
Yeah.
whole schedule we had the whole time.
It's not bad. You slept good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
After some-
zonk yourself out so you can sleep. But yeah, your time is limited, so you got to maximize and
Yeah.
you got to fill your day up. Otherwise, you're wasting time, and it's if you're investing all that time in the
Or money to
airfare
get there. Yeah.
and the hours and all that, you really need to maximize your time. But so the flight 14ish on the way over, 12ish on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think we're definitely spoiled. I'm accustomed to flying business. You know, Chris comes along, he gets to fly in points as well, so he's definitely spoiled. I don't know what he's going to do the first time he's got to go over an economy. He's going to have to rough it like the common people. We'll see how well he's going to stick it out. So I don't know that I have a fair perspective, but obviously Dan would. And
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Economy wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I think I had my backpack stuffed underneath the seat in front of me. So I think if I didn't have that, it would have even been better.
Just a bit more, yeah.
I think for like a taller person, I say spend the extra. I think it was like $75 for the extra leg room.
Yep.
I would say go for
Worth
that.
it.
Yeah, if you're
All
taller.
day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he showed up with his backpack. I'm ready. Like, good for you. Let's go.
That's it. That's the best way to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't check any clothes because you need to save your checked luggage for parts.
I literally threw away all my underwear and undershirts and socks before so I could stuff it.
We're
with
like
stuff.
brothers. This is how I travel.
Yeah,
This is how I travel.
I literally threw the last day. I threw everything. I said these people at the hotel, they're gonna like.
Dude, I
call
leave
the
everything
cops.
behind.
They're gonna say something's up with this dude. You know, he's got something planned because he left all his clothes.
Dude, so I leave everything behind. Yeah. If the shirt's too dirty. Fuck
yeah,
it.
I left everything.
Leave
all
it.
my underclothes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Gave
poor
him-
hotel staff in general just dealing with us the whole time that we were there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we got
We were-
letters.
We got letters.
We got
Yeah,
letters
Few
under the
letters,
door.
Saved a couple letters.
They're very clean over there. So
Yeah.
What,
we
they
didn't.
telling you to like tidy it up?
They're
No,
like, hey,
no.
we haven't been here for room service, you grub.
Yeah.
We're coming tomorrow, whether you like it or not.
We were trying to be nice and like not bother them.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, hey, it's been day 3. We're coming
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
tomorrow.
Some weird shit's
Yeah.
going on there. We got to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like dead bodies in there. Or somebody's got guns and they're looking to mass
Yeah.
shoot or
I like
something.
the way this guy travels. Backpack, leave it all behind.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
but
don't even travel with like toiletries. I'll just buy it when I
No,
get
no,
there and
yeah.
then leave it there. I
Yeah.
just,
I brought a toothbrush, deodorant. That was it.
that's it.
Yeah, Q-tips. I brought Q-tips
Oh,
because that's it.
Yeah.
you know the hotel is
They
a
had
little bit,
everything.
Yeah, they're a little bit like the airline. Like you're right, ANA airline compared to United, some of the others. Like a lot of other airlines outside of US, like the service is like world class. So we stayed in I'll call it a local style hotel, right? If you wanted Western style with a normal size room, if you want a bureau and you want a closet, you know, a modest hotel is probably going to be $300 to $400 US a night. We're going straight local style.
It was amazing.
You
Put
get
a
a-
link up if you can because that place was so clean and
Y-
nice.
You
and cheap.
get a bed, you get a desk that's about 12 inches wide and 3 feet long. You get a shower and a toilet and the sink, and that's it.
Mini
you get
fridge.
nothing
There
else.
was mini fridge and TV.
Oh yeah, mini fridge. Yeah,
Mini
the room
fridge
what
and
else
TV.
do you
It was
need?
good.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It really was.
$63 a night.
It was
That's
amazing.
incredible.
Clean.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
experience, like you're in the middle of the area that I choose is at one of the major train stations, and it's kind of salaryman area, right? You know, it's office buildings, and you know people are done with work, and they're going to come down. They're going to eat and drink. So we're 5 minutes to the train station. We're 5 minutes to the rental car company, and then we're surrounded by literally thousands of eating and drinking establishments.
Yeah.
And that's the way I want to stay. I
Yeah.
don't want to
Oh, yeah.
stay like a tourist, and I'm not going to eat in the hotel. I don't want any of that, right?
Yeah.
Our hotel cafeteria is in the lobby, and it's a convenience store. Right.
That's the best.
You walk downstairs and we have Lawson's that's literally in the lobby, and there's a Family Mart two doors down, and you know that's our hotel food. We're gonna
So-
walk down there, and that's what we're gonna get.
I've been describing it to people as we were staying on Wall Street, but it was surrounded by Chinatown. That was the easiest way. Lights everywhere, food,
Right,
bars,
right. Just yeah,
everywhere. But in the morning, you woke up and there were suits all over the place. It looked like
Yep.
ants,
Just marching.
yeah,
Doing their
the
thing.
head down and just going straight to work.
Going to the man.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, so full immersion, right? We want to sort of eat and drink with the locals, and we want to operate like locals, and we're gonna take the train just about everywhere we went, except for places that were far away or just when we were crunched for time. But the trains are relative. They're very efficient. They're very economical, and you know, I think that after a day or two, you sort of got the hang of it. I mean, there was one point, it was a couple times during a trip, we said like don't regret. Like if there's something you see, don't pass it by, because if
Yeah.
you don't get it, you're gonna get back to the hotel. You're gonna home. It's like, oh, I should have bought it.
That's
Like-
some of
like
the
a
worst
spoon
advice you
car.
could ever give.
Yeah.
So we went to this area. It's called Akihabara. It's famous for, if you're a whatever geek, if you're into cosplay, if you're into video games, the cat cafes are there.
Pachinko.
Yeah, well, pachinko's everywhere, like
Okay.
every block, everywhere. But Akihabara is like the geek area, and we went to this die-cast shop, and it was pretty overwhelming, right? Like what was
It
in there, and there was a spoon die-cast box, but there was an over label, and we couldn't really tell what it was. And I guess we'll get to the story about Spoon and Dan, but there was this box, and they weren't sure what it was.
And I had been looking for the Spoon S800. You know, everywhere we went, I was looking online and stuff, and we saw the Spoon label, but I was like, nah, I've never seen this. You know, this is something I've never seen.
Something's
It's got to
off.
be a knockoff
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. You know, let's head out. Let's go.
So we went back to the hotel, and then I don't know which one of you discovered which it was.
Chris
Like,
sent me a message. He
Yeah.
said Dan's gonna be punching the air right now.
I was like, you guys got to go back. They hopped on the train all by themselves, like grown-ups.
Yep.
Made their way there, and they didn't get lost. I stayed in a hotel because I was busy packing parts. And so, anyways, I guess the point I was getting at is that trains are super easy, and you know, I guess maybe if it can be a bit overwhelming, like maybe if you don't do your research or if you're not comfortable like in uncertainty, maybe it's not for everybody. But you can go there really economically in terms of either what the hotel costs you, what it costs to get around, and even what it costs to eat, right? You mean, even if you chose to eat convenience food for your 3 meals a day,
The pancakes were $1.
You wouldn't have a bad meal and you wouldn't go broke.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's definitely affordable.
Yeah, it's an amazing experience. So anyways, yeah, long flight. We jammed up the entire week. I
So
guess
that's what I was gonna say. Did you guys just start? Did you plan out where you're gonna visit?
Yes.
Okay.
months in advance.
Okay.
Like, and you know, I'm a big Google Doc guy. I'll take a little bit of heat for that big Google Doc guy. So
Oh,
anyways,
no, I love
He had
that.
the whole itinerary.
I had it
No,
all
this
laid
is nothing I
out.
love
This is
more
what we're
than that,
doing
yeah.
morning. This is what we're doing tonight. This is where we're eating. And then, you know, we made adjustments as we needed to leading up to the trip. But you can't, just going back to maximizing your time, you can't get there and say, well, what are we doing today?
Right. Right.
You can't even lose a half day. Like, time is so precious. You can't even, you know, worry about, well, what am I going to do? So we had it all laid out ahead of time. You know, we got there. It was a Sunday night. We were on different flights. We got in ahead of Dan. And so Chris and I had the chance to check in, drop our stuff, got a couple of drinks ahead of time. We went back to the airport. The area we stay at is close to, there's two major airports. One of them is closer to downtown Tokyo than the other. It's easy to get to. It's about 20 or 25 minutes by local train or subway, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of, we'll call it the T equivalent. We went back and met him. We greeted him with signs. Like, you know, we were, you know, limousine service. So we greeted him with signs. And, you know, so first night was just kind of, I think, actually, you know, it's interesting, you know, chime in from a first timer's perspective, right? Because obviously we have a different perspective.
Yeah. So it was my first time. So I land and you got to go through customs and immigration, and, you know, you're scanning all your stuff and trying to figure it out because it's not America. You know? So you land and you're just taking it all in. And then thank God he came to pick me up because I wouldn't have known where the ATM was or the train pass. But I feel like once you learn where that is, that's your golden ticket.
Yep.
You get the ATM, you get some cash, you get your train card.
Yeah.
And then the rest is either Google Translate or Google Maps, and you should be pretty good there.
Yeah.
It's
Google
pretty
Maps
easy
is
to get around.
Google
Yeah.
Maps is amazing. It'll literally tell you, go to this train platform number, ride these number of stops, get off, go to this train. It'll tell you how much.
It even tells you what train, what would you call it?
What car number to get
car
on
number to get on.
to optimize your transfer to the
Yeah.
next train. It says you get on car number 6.
Yeah.
And it'll maximize.
And away you go.
Yep. It's amazing how
Right,
efficient it
because
is.
they're so efficient. It's going to stop in the same place each time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So
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 picking me up,
share your perspective,
I
like in
think-
terms of a first timer.
I think them picking me up was a huge help.
Yeah.
We jump on the train, and I don't use the train. I think I've only ridden the train 2 or 3 times ever in my life here.
Yep.
But we get on the train, and the train it's got a good amount of people on it, but it was quiet. No one talks on the train.
Right. Right.
It's absolutely silent.
Not a New York City subway.
And at first I didn't realize it, and then I realized, I'm like, holy what's going on here? No one talks on the train. They don't
There's-
even look at you.
Dare I say, like etiquette? That's just train etiquette.
Yeah.
Everyone's quiet. And it was like headphones in, reading, or was it just like
looking at their phones or just looking down. Like no one bothers you. It's just amazing. I don't know. It was cool. It was cool. At first it's weird.
Yeah.
But then you're like, wow, this is really nice. You know, everyone kind of respects each other's space, and you know.
up until that one time I made you guys ride the train during human rush hour.
The sardine package.
It was
still quiet.
It was awesome.
Still quiet. We were packed like sardines, and it was you could hear a pin drop.
Wait, Chris, did you get on the train with the wing?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So
They let you on with it? They don't.
no one said anything to me, but I think
They were looking.
the best part about buying that wing and the whole experience was I had no room for it in the hotel room. So I put it in the shower when they came by to clean the rooms. So there's a 71-inch Voltex wing just in the shower chilling. And when I got back the next night, whatever, still there untouched. They didn't move it at all.
They were like, they opened the shower. They're like,
what the fuck is this?
Americans into some weird shit. I'm not
I'm
messing
surprised
with
they
this.
didn't clean it for him.
Yeah.
So
polish it off, you know?
I had to walk into the hotel with it, and the lobby was packed, and there's people in elevators.
Excuse me.
So I
Pardon me.
walked
At
in
least
the
it was
door.
light, right?
Yeah, and everyone they just kind of stopped and looked at me like, what the fuck is this kid doing? And I'm just sitting there trying to mind my business, but I'm trying not to laugh at the same time because we have this cart full of I'm carrying the wing. I got a Recaro on a cart. There's 5 different boxes from Up Garage just filled with straight up shit that no one else would really buy over there.
I have a picture. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. Walking through the subway with it was tough because I kept hitting it on things.
Yeah.
On the stairs.
Other
the little-
people?
No, the little overhangs on stairs. You gotta watch
I think
it.
I walked in front, you walked behind, so he wouldn't hit anybody else, right?
Yeah, we were like an escort service on the highway, right?
Yeah.
We had the flags out.
The
and
wide-
lights
yeah,
on.
wide
We were
load.
Yeah.
walking through the train station with it. I was like, this is insane.
We had I don't remember where we were going, but we went someplace. So it was, let's call it 6:00 at night on a weekday, and these guys hadn't experienced much of the working day yet, and so the train stops, the doors open up, and there's this guy in his kind of mid to late 50s. He's facing the train as it comes to a stop. He literally turns around and he does a reverse bulldozer, and he just keeps backing up, and just jamming. And these guys are they're a little bit freaking out, and I can't even describe how immensely packed full of humans it is during rush hour. And Japan's an amazing place, but if for you to work there or work in Tokyo, it's brutal. You can't drive.
Mhm.
You probably, maybe you live 30 miles outside of the city. You probably got a 2-hour train ride, and you got to experience this
You like this,
wall-to-wall people. You've literally got zero space. People rubbing up against every part of your body. It's,
Right, personal space not existing.
It's difficult in rush hour.
This dude made a point to keep backing it in closer and closer as I'm already jammed against the door. So when a train goes by me, since I'm standing against it, the pressure from the other train going the other way pushes me forward too because the door starts to move like that.
Yeah.
And the dude's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It
I could fit another half of me in there. Yeah, he don't care.
Yeah, it was crazy. But so anyways, so Sunday night we get in. We had a few drinks, just
Some highballs.
had some highball. Oh, changed his
your
life.
life.
Changed his life. Introduced him. He's kind of yeah, I like Sapporo. Before the trip, I was like, I like Sapporo, And that's well, we'll see when you get there. And
Yeah.
introduced him to highballs. I can say that I don't drink beer all that often after I experience highballs. But anyway, so Sunday night we sort of got acclimated and just, I don't know, maybe chronologically might be the best way sort of to
that's
talk
fine.
about what we did.
Yeah.
Certainly if I overlook anything and chime in, or if you guys want to, take over. But so I prearranged for a rental car on Monday. The plan on Monday was to go to Up Garage. There is a handful of things that we sort of pre-bought. Up Garage gives you the option of shipping or picking up in store. So we pre-bought a bunch of stuff. I think we pre-bought a Recaro, if I'm not mistaken. Pre-bought a couple of GTR tchotchkes. I think I got some spare corner lights. I got a battery hold down that they're no longer available, in the States or impossible to find. I got some carbon fiber taillight covers for my SMX. Just buy. Okay, I'm here to pick up all this junk. But it was awesome, right? But it was pick up a rental car. Actually, the first thing, I apologize, back up. The first thing we did was we drove to Daikoku. So Monday was a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, well, maybe. It was coming of age day, which is a whole nother story. It's Yeah,
Jesus,
it's
okay.
I turned 20 and I get to go out and go drinking and get drunk, which was amazing that night. It was that, and the night before was fantastic. You know, people
Technically, isn't every day a coming of age day? Like every day someone's turning 20?
that is fair.
They treat it like graduation.
Yeah,
it's a graduating year for that age
Oh,
group.
okay.
they celebrated in unison.
So 2023, or 2003.
It's almost like a class. The
I
class
gotcha.
of the people that turn
Yeah, yeah.
20?
The
Yeah.
class of 2003
Yeah.
turning 20 in 2023. Yeah.
Correct.
Love
Gotcha.
it, puking all over the street. Just me being the brute American that I am. I'm taking pictures of everybody that I see
Yeah,
either puking or collapse on the street. It's just anyways, so we drove the Daikoku because I sort of thought, well, it's a holiday. The old dudes that don't go out on Friday, Saturday night, they're going to go out on Monday because they want to experience their car. I got the day off of work. So we drove there. We skipped breakfast, if I remember. So we took advantage of the vending machines there, right? The coffee machine has a video camera. You guys maybe have seen this on YouTube videos. You can watch your coffee being brewed. There's actually a camera pointing at what's happening inside.
Yeah.
You can see them grind and press and then
Is it a machine doing or a person?
no, it's a machine, but it's
Okay.
like there's a
can see
monitor. You can watch what's happening inside.
It's a French press inside. You watch it.
Yeah,
down.
dude, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
Wild.
Well, I got to drive too. So that was my first time driving in Japan.
Oh boy.
Oh, I
I
forgot
ran-
about that.
yeah.
You've been there
the
one day and you
curveball.
figured-
Ran the red light.
Yeah, you're
almost
so lucky you didn't get
like
points on your
pedestrians.
license.
The curveball. I
He's
forgot
gonna
about
get
that.
a
But it was
ticket from
awesome.
the Italians.
What were
was
you
great.
driving?
First day was great. We had a Honda and
What else?
we had a Honda. What was it?
N-Box.
N-Box.
K-van.
Yeah, it was awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I sort of messed up. We got to the rental car place, and I didn't have my passport with me. And we were only like a 5-minute walk. He had his like, all right, you want to drive? He's like, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
So it worked out perfect. So threw him right to the wolves first morning.
So you've been there one day. We're like, you know what? Now it's
Oh,
not time
yeah.
to drive.
12 hours in, actually 6 hours in, you're
Yeah.
getting behind the wheel.
Yeah, it was great.
But he was awesome, and so it allowed me to focus on navigation, and he could drive, and it worked out well.
That's great.
It worked out well. But anyway, so we were at Daikoku. I don't remember like the car line up there. I mean, the parking lot
Porsches.
wasn't packed.
Lots of Porsches.
A lot of Porsches.
And the old Nissan Skyline.
Yeah, there was 2 older dudes that
So-
showed up in their Nismo garb with probably the GTRs they owned since noon.
For everybody unfamiliar with it, can you please explain Daikoku?
So Daikoku is technically a truck rest stop that is an artificial island, and because of the height issue with the surrounding highways, the approach you actually spiral down to get to this sea level parking lot, and it literally is a truck stop. However, car guys take it over all the time, kind of
So I
every
was
day of the
gonna
week.
ask, is it all day or is it just mainly at night? I see a lot of night photos.
I would say mainly at night,
Okay.
but daytime, weekends, or maybe or
Yeah, yeah,
daytime
yeah. Just
holiday,
passing
right?
through,
The old
right.
dudes, right? The dudes that aren't going to stay up late at night, they're going to come out in their
Right.
classic cars or whatever. Yeah, so you're right. A lot of Porsches, a couple of old dudes at GTRs. I think we saw a
Saw some
couple of
Civic
S,
Type Rs.
yeah, a couple of Type Rs, some S chassis that were untouched, original. I didn't know what to expect. I was like, well, it's worth a shot. Gives us something to do. Besides, so we had vending machine, coffee, and actually, didn't you have like banana?
The frozen choco banana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
changed his life.
Is it just a chocolate banana?
No, it's a frozen hot cocoa with banana in it. Swiss Miss ain't the same anymore. It won't come close to that. That was life changing.
So it's a hot cocoa frozen.
yeah, it's like a mocha frappuccino with like banana flavoring in it too.
Wow.
It was oh
Sounds
my god,
pretty intense,
incredible,
yeah.
so good. Wanted more of it.
What's the consistency?
Like smoothie, or like a
Okay.
frappuccino.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
frozen like ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
in.
Starbucks used to have a drink like that. It was a protein drink. They used to do banana chocolate.
Sorry, Dan, but Starbucks sucks compared to these vending machines.
I didn't try it. So I can't judge.
Quite a few. 5.
Yeah. Please. Thank you.
So back to the question. So Daikoku is this? It's technically a truck stop, but it's a parking area, but there's loads of PAs. Like it's almost like if I could draw an equivalent, it's like Mass Pike rest stop, right? It's a
Yep.
place where you can pull off. You may or may not be able to get gas. You rest. You can get some food, or or just rest stop. But it's primarily a truck stop because it's not really. I don't even know that there's really any place on the way. If you were going somewhere, I'm not sure you would stop there because
Right,
it's in the kind of the middle of an industrial area. So I don't know if you were taking a family trip. It's a bit out of the way to go there and rest. So primarily a truck stop, and it's become this ad hoc, unpredictable car gathering spot.
Yeah.
And you just never know what's
I
going to
was
show
gonna say a
up.
spot, right? That everybody knows car people.
Yeah.
Can roll through and who knows what's gonna be there.
It's kind of like Newcomb's Ranch. Well, except Newcomb's Ranch is so far out of the way. But it's like middle of the day, early morning,
Yeah.
old guy gathering.
Yeah.
Weekend, it's blown up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe someday, like the Revival Motoring Studio parking lot.
I think a gentleman already decided to treat it that way. And then, like, so I saw you guys are there. You guys are posting that, and I saw like Larry Chen was posting, and like I was like, oh wow, this is like.
Everybody was there.
And then I slowly saw my Instagram transform into it's Tokyo Auto Salon.
Everybody's there.
Everyone, and I was like, I didn't know I followed so many people who went. And it was just like, or we're posting content from it, and I was like, oh my god.
It's for sure a destination.
Yeah, I was blown away with how much content was just flooding in Serious FOMO.
Yeah, the activities are just beyond description.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's Daikoku.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of wrapped up there maybe after an hour. Then we went to Up Garage, did copious amounts of shopping, either stuff that we pre-bought or stuff that was sort of a spontaneous buy. I don't know. How many VHS tapes did you guys buy? I don't
they
remember.
were on sale. They were like 80 cents. So you just
VHS tape?
all best
Yeah.
motoring.
It's like
videos.
best motoring
Yeah,
option
I
stuff.
I got about 20 best motoring hot version.
Do you have a
tapes.
VHS player?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well,
No
it's
TV
sitting on a
for it,
shelf, but it's going to have to get dusted off
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, how do you pass that up? Like
They were
it's
on
80
clearance, yeah.
80 cents. How do you say no to that?
You get them all converted digital, shrink wrap them all. There you go.
There you go. Perfect.
At a minimum,
Yeah.
it's shelf art, right? Even if
Right.
you actually
Oh,
don't
it's
use them,
definitely cool shelf art for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's shelf art.
Dimensionally, I've never been to Up Garage. Like, how big of a place are we talking here?
It's
Walmart, Target, convenience store.
I'd
What
say
is
like a Walmart, but stacked, right?
It's like a bodega
Maybe
for
a
car
little
parts.
less than Walmart.
No, like for sure. But like, if you walk in, like, how big are we talking? Like a
Like-
Stop and Shop or?
I wouldn't say
Oh.
Stop and Shop size.
No, I mean, like, it's about the size of a bodega, but it's 3 stories.
Oh,
what's
oh,
three
yeah,
stories?
like
Stuff is stacked.
Yeah.
You gotta
Okay.
like
Like a big
You gotta
Cumberland
really
Farms
dig.
on
yeah,
top
exactly.
of
like
it.
but
that.
but no scratchies there.
Right.
no scratching.
I would say
Right.
3,000 square feet,
Okay.
4,000 square feet each level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah,
square
that's a good
and
size.
stacked.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good size. And then they had the wheels center also.
yeah, they had a wheel.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Separate building.
That
Yeah.
shit was
Just for
so
wheels?
overwhelming.
Wheels everywhere.
Just everything.
So it's overwhelming in person. I have not really been able to use it to like buy anything because I find it to be overwhelming on like a phone.
Digitally.
Digitally,
Digitally.
it's overwhelming for me to consume it.
The problem
digitally.
is there's so much junk in there. You have to
Yeah.
dig through the junk to get the good stuff.
Yeah.
It makes no sense how a lot of this stuff's organized. The wheel section, there's a bunch of just weak spec K car wheels, but you look like a couple rows over and there's like stacks of T37s, BBS
Yeah.
LMs, anything you can think of.
No spoon
Yeah.
wheels. No spoon
No
wheels.
spoon
no
wheels.
spoon
Too
wheels?
classy. Too classy for Up
Yeah.
Garage. Up Garage to me was like a Facebook marketplace all put into
In
the
person?
store. Yeah, like
Yeah.
everybody's stuff
Yeah.
in there, and you can go through it and kind of.
There's definitely some remarkable deals there. Like if you just sort of take the time, either online or in person, you just sort of go shopping. And I won't share the number. Like, but Chris, we were on the floor with the body panels, and he came across the wing, and he was looking at it, and we actually left.
We
We
left.
left. And he was in the back seat. He's like searching and searching. He was talking about the wing. He's like, dude, don't have any regrets. Let's just actually, did we go car shopping?
We did go look
Yeah,
at
we
an
did go car
NSX.
shopping.
We went to look at an NSX. Dan's in the market for an NSX, so we had an appointment.
Who
at
isn't?
We had
Who isn't in the
yeah.
market for an NSX?
We had an appointment at a car dealer that was prearranged, and we went to look at the car. And actually, you should share the NSX story, essentially, what how you felt about that experience.
It was we went to a used car dealership, Phoenix, right?
Yep.
Phoenix.
Yep.
And it's incredible. I mean, they came out like 6 deep.
Oh,
Workers-
really?
Yeah.
Workers opened all the doors
Yeah,
up, all
stopping
the hood,
traffic so we can get
everything,
in,
like,
and
just crazy, turn on the car, air conditioners on, like just telling me to sit in the car, just I felt terrible because I just wanted to come check the car out. I wasn't gonna, buy the first car I saw there.
Yeah.
And it was
They're
amazing.
geared up to sell.
So I was like, I just wanted to look, so we went and looked.
How's
at
translation? Do they speak English? Is it rough? Is it
I had a friend
Yeah.
arrange
you?
the meeting.
Yeah.
okay?
So a guy, I've been working with this guy. Well, on my real job, we've been working together for 30 years, so we've obviously become friends. And he actually also owns an NSX, and he said, "Well, I'll just meet you guys there." So he arranged the appointment. So he was already there when we got there, and he handled translation.
Yeah.
I mean, potentially somebody there spoke English. I don't know, but he took care of the translation and booking the appointment. And funny thing is Phoenix keeps messaging me, asking me when I'm
No
going to
way.
arrive. Yeah,
No
and I
way.
keep saying to them, I have already been there. Thank you. Oh, please confirm what day you're going to be. Like, I've already been there.
I think the worst part of it all was they all came out, they all show me the car, and then you're like, okay, I'm good, we're gonna still look around in other places. Then they come over and give you a gift, and you're like, you just feel like a
man.
dirtbag. You're like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
I just wanted to.
They're
look
just
at the
guilt
car.
tripping you into
Yeah,
buying that one.
here's
no
a
matter what.
gift.
Did you keep your gift from them?
Where did that go? I was wondering where that.
What was it?
It was like a food.
It was
gift
a cup of
basket,
noodles.
like-
It was a cup-
oh, was it a couple noodles?
We each
Yeah.
got cups of noodles.
Yeah. I don't know where it went, but I'm not upset about it.
We've got two. I'll give you one of ours.
No,
Yeah.
you keep the noodles.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was cool.
It
neat.
was good to experience a used car dealer. I don't think the Chuck method would have worked there, with the language barrier.
Right, they're different.
We asked what the cash price was. We did.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a discount at all. It was under a few $100s off with cash, I think, if I'm.
These guys are real stingy over there.
Yeah, they were sticking to their
Yeah.
price.
Yeah,
They-
There was
they-
there was no tassels out in that dealership.
Well, when
The
6 of
noodles
them
out.
come out, that's a lot
Yeah,
of
they get a
people.
lot of salaries to pay.
Yeah.
It probably didn't help. They saw the spoon code and like this dude,
Oh, this
Big
guy
spender,
knows
big
what's up.
spender.
yeah.
Is their price reflective of the U.S. market, or is it lower, or what?
So they definitely had a dealer tax going on. They had like a good 10,000 over what you can find them for. Like
Here?
No. Their market's a little different, but it's about the same maybe. But the price.
At a dealer is obviously
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Versus a private
Versus
sale.
Yeah,
used.
absolutely.
But
the car was clean. It was.
But like, if you find a car, like let's say a car here was like 10 grand, is it 10 grand there used market or cheaper?
I think it depends. I think it really depends.
Okay. Well, like, all right, I guess for like
I
a
think-
Civic is what I'm like getting at. Like,
No, the Civics are expensive now, though.
they are expensive
Oh
there.
my god, the old Civics are just
Big,
the
big
EGs because now there's less and less.
That's what I
So
figured.
like the EGs are just $20-something thousand for
Before I
an
bought
EG.
that one, I was like, well, I mean, if that falls through, then I'll just fight.
I'll just
talk to
die.
Pete. And then we were looking, and I asked you, and I think you had just told me like, no, this is not. This is just
it's
not a thing. Yeah.
It's not cheaper there if that's what you're getting at.
No,
It's
I didn't
not.
know. Yeah, not that it's cheaper. I was just curious if like what's going on with the car, like its age and stuff, was also reflective there.
No, they're holding the I know what I have,
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think even more so if they know that it could potentially go to the U.S., right?
Yes, a lot.
'Cause
Some
they're-
dealers don't even want to ship to
Yeah.
the US.
Yeah, Pete had experience like that.
Yeah, I had.
No US for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
we.
yeah.
Yeah, the
The one that got away.
the donut meat. When was your last one of the season? November.
November
Yeah.
something?
So
November something.
exactly that week, I came across a DB8. A dealer had. It's a dealer I bought something from in the past, so I had a relationship with the salesman there. This car popped up on their website. I asked them a handful of questions, asked for a video. I said, "Okay, I'll take it."
Yeah.
And I said, "Send me the invoice. I'll get going on the wire transfer." A couple days later, hey, I was actually on my way. It was going to vacation later in the week. I said, "Look, send me the invoice so I can get you paid before I go on vacation." No answer. 2 days later, emailed them again, and it finally came back and said, "The owner won't ship the car to America." Now, I don't know, like that could have been the truth, or possibly they realized they underpriced it. It was.
Yeah.
80,000-ish kilometers, never molested, all original. It had a dent in the fender, but the thing was like perfect. I'm like, I want a Type R in my life. This is a reasonable way in, and
Yeah.
I'm in. See what this VTEC is all about, And that
You're
one
not
fell
ready, my
through.
friend.
That one fell through. So yeah, so I would say that, the thing with like the popular cars, like whether it's going to be an EG, EK, whatever it might be, I think the thing that you're right, over there, they know now that that stuff is in demand over here, but there's equal demand over there, right? There's still going to be
There's only
car
so many.
fanatics. Yeah, there's only car fanatics over that equally want them.
Again, genuinely surprised when we were looking at the R34s not too long ago. The R34s, the total production, at least from what I've seen on Wikipedia, is 12,000, and it's just like that's not many to go around.
11,000 of them are going to YouTubers.
Yeah.
Multiples.
Oh yeah.
Multiples.
Like a channel starter.
Yeah.
Well, that's somebody said in the chat. I think he said it was R33, R32 here is 20K for a base model, and there it's 3K. Does that still hold true, or are they?
Well, I think that's what they're emphasizing, like the
You mean
tax.
you mean today's pricing?
Yeah.
No, you're probably gonna get I think you're gonna get a beater,
I've
a
seen.
rough car for a GTR, probably gonna be 30K over there.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing for GT90,
Yeah.
the R32s.
Yeah, not a clean one. If you want like one that doesn't have, rusted rockers or whatever, you're probably going to pay 40 to 50 for one that you're not going to put 10 grand into.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's going to be the same there. And then if you're finding one here, it's going to be a dealer that already invested at 30K, right? And it's going to, or they're invested 40K in a clean one, and they're going to sit there and say, well, wait a minute, I got dealer overhead. I got to pay my property, I got to pay my staff, and I put this 30K up front. They expect an ROI on that investment, right? You don't put 30K in and think, oh, I'm going to have a $3,000 markup, right? Because
They want like 10,
Ain't
15
worth
over.
yeah, I mean, as a buyer, you sort of look like, well, wait a minute, you paid 30 for this car. Why are you charging me 40? They're sort of looking at it. Well, I took the risk to invest the money, and I had the money tied up for all that time. I need a return on investment. I guess the debatable part is what should their markup be after they've cleared their overhead? What's fair? I don't know what's fair, but essentially, the pricing is being driven by demand.
Right.
Demand is high.
Yep.
Yeah.
Demand is high. And
Yeah,
speaking of
and-
demand is high, Sam, I know you have a tremendous amount of free time on your hands right now, but if you do put together a book of what you've been up to, I'm the first person to buy it. I have such a giant collection of all his stuff.
The MTM stuff. There's some right on that bookshelf over there.
Yeah, I think, like going back to that market, it's like it's as desirable as it is here. It is there, know.
Yeah,
And
that's
there's going to
true.
be a whole, a whole niche of people coming up that can afford those cars suddenly. And there we
Yeah,
go.
there's just
There's
waves.
something
I
more.
don't think we're close to peak. I think we got another 10 years before it peaks.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Realistically.
And then-
I don't know about you guys for age, but I'm 36. I would say people
33.
are, yeah. So
Yeah.
when we hit our mid 40s,
Yeah.
50s, I
I'm
think
gonna buy
that's when
something
you're gonna
real
see the
wild.
peak.
That's I was going to say
Well,
that's when all the
because
boomers
at
just
that-
stretch it out.
Yeah. Realistically,
Yeah.
I think we'll see the peak then.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, but
And it doesn't help that the 32 is the best of the GTRs on top of it all.
The 32 is the
Oh,
best. I would agree.
I think there's some bias over there.
I would agree.
I really like the R34. R33 does not much for me.
Me
It
either.
just
it's
kind of
it's
is.
interesting.
It's a very
It's the Connecticut in between the R32 and R34.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's that. Oh, wow. Did we?
Wow.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
I like the one that looks like a catfish. Is that the 33?
That's the 33.
Of course you do.
I like that one.
I'm most impartial to the 32, but I think it's because I have personal experience with that, with like Chuck's GTR, seeing that the most often, and having only seen like maybe one or two like R34s in person. But like the
Yeah.
sizing, the styling, the subtle like bulbiness of it.
I like the older,
Yeah.
the smaller. The 34 is big
It
compared
is.
to 32.
The 34 has just got that because it's Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
It's got that nostalgia to me.
You
it's
know it
like,
can make 1200
whoa, that was
horsepower,
exactly. It looks real good in Bayside Blue.
Yes.
It has the allure and the stigma to it already.
Yeah,
What's that like super old square one? Like is it 80s?
that's the D
90s?
series.
There's a
60s, right?
Ken Mary. There's a Hako. I don't know which
The
one.
Hako.
Yeah.
Like
That was
typically
my
in
favorite.
silver with the mirrors on the fenders.
Yeah.
What's the one from Fast and the Furious when they were in Brazil? That's the one.
Wild thing. I was at lunch today for work, and there was a TV on on the back of the bar, and it was Too Fast, Too Furious. And let's just say I checked out of that lunch. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
Did you-
Matt, in response to R33 being the best Skyline, it is the best Skyline at mimicking Nissan Altima.
It is a Nissan Altima.
Yeah. That's wild.
And the R35 is just a real big angry.
It's
Altima.
huge. I've had my 32 next to a 35, and it's crazy the
Yeah.
size difference. It's just
Yeah. It's mega.
Yeah.
It's like a mega cab Altima.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But
It's like 1500, Ultima 1500.
It's interesting when you put like
it's
an
a
R35
2500
of the same year
HD.
next
Yeah.
to like a 350 or 370Z of the same year, and how much larger
yeah,
it
it's
is.
huge. It's a huge vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so we were car shopping. I said that we're a bad influence on each other. He was talking about the wing. Just I'd say roughly speaking, that wing used was about a quarter the price of a brand new one, roughly speaking. I was like, just go back and get the thing. Like, just, you're gonna regret now. We're gonna get home. You're like, I should have bought it.
Yeah.
Like, I've never.
Because now, not only do you have it, but you have the cool story. Of,
Yeah, it's amazing.
I bought that in Japan and took out like 7 people trying to get it to my
amazing.
hotel room.
Yeah.
Had it in my shower.
Yeah.
Very rarely do you like look back and say, I should have never bought it. Like, or more times than not,
Oh,
you
yeah.
say,
Yeah.
I wish I bought it. There's not that often you say, I shouldn't have bought that thing.
Yeah, I
think
can't
this is
think of
one of
that
those
very
cases.
often. That I like.
This is one of those cases.
I overanalyze purchases a lot, but like I can never think of too many times where I've like maybe have bought something I've been like, fuck, I should have.
So I got this thing I like to call the Chris math. I do it way too often. I'm not proud of it.
Cheeseburgers involved?
Yeah, you could use cheeseburgers as a monetary scale, but I like to, if I already have a part that I already bought, and I'm like, I kind of want a new one, I'll go on and buy the new one and say, I'll sell the old one to offset the cost. Hardly do I ever sell the old one too.
Yeah.
Right. Because
The
you're
logic
only
is there.
you're
Yeah.
only spending the differential.
Yeah, it's like it's a bank rotation almost. Like I'll have, I'll buy another set of wheels. Like, oh, I'll sell the old ones. I don't sell the old
No,
ones.
you're just gonna
either.
hang them up in your basement.
yeah.
exactly.
Oh, I can't sell these. I love these things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I bought the wing. Like, I already have a wing on the M3. Like, yeah, I could sell it, but when am I gonna get around to selling it? Like, I maybe want to have it as some shelf art too. You know?
Maybe I'll have another car one day that needs a big wing.
Yeah, maybe I need another BMW to put the wing on.
Yeah.
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 I like. What would you call that? Is that like an ism? Like a Chrisism?
Hoarder.
Yeah, because
Hoarder.
I literally I bought the wheels and I'm like, I'm gonna sell the HFPs to offset the price. My girlfriend's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, no, 100% I am. I don't care. I took them off the car and I'm like, I really like these. I could refinish them.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
then they
someone
could be
else
like
gets it.
track wheels.
Yeah, like I found a set of Bride Maxis a while ago, and the dude wouldn't split the pair, and I'm like, oh, like, I'll just buy both of them, and I'll sell one of them, the one that I don't need. I still got the other one.
Yeah, I like.
You might need a passenger seat one day.
Yeah, so I took a pic. There was just 5 seats lined up in the base, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool, but like, it's still money in the
It
401k.
stonks.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
stonks.
They're not going to make the 3s anymore. We got those stupid 4s now.
Yeah, you got bride stonks now.
Exactly.
They're not making more of this stuff. People are trashing more of it every day.
Yeah,
That's sitting
exactly.
in your basement. They're nice, they're safe, they're sound, they're clean, they're dry.
It makes me happy to look at. The girlfriend's always like, what else are you buying now? Because it's just floor to ceiling, just bride seats, wheels, wings now, I guess. VHS tapes.
Big
Yeah.
wing guy.
Bumpers, fenders. you
VHS
name
tapes
it,
is
it's
hard
down
for me
there.
to get on board with. The VHS tape is like, what are we doing?
See, that's what I get because I wish I had all my BMX VHSs. I
But
wish.
What's the difference
And
between
I had
buying
best motor and
VHS
stuff, too.
tapes and like paintings though? Because you buy paintings for like 6 figures, you're just there to look at them. Like a VHS tape I bought for 80 cents, I'm gonna pop it in the VCR, I'm gonna watch it, and it looks cool.
I get
guess.
some entertainment out
Yeah,
of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
see, my
I was
bride
gonna say,
tape-
didn't you tell us the Mona Lisa, as incredible it was, it lasted about 10 seconds?
Oh, I've never seen the Mona Lisa.
No, what was it?
No, Starry Night.
Okay, that's what it
Starry
was.
Night. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you said the pictures don't do it justice, but you look at it and you're gone.
no, I looked. I stood there for 15 minutes. I didn't move. And stared at that thing.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my god.
You got lost in it?
Oh, dude, unbelievable.
That was sort of looking like when we looked at the Built by Legends.
Oh yeah.
Civic.
Yeah.
Same.
But anyway, yeah.
Same.
better than
right?
paintings.
Yeah, yeah. So that was your Monday car shopping. Did we
Yep.
look at any other cars besides your NSX?
Nope.
No.
Well,
was it.
that day, just that day.
Yeah.
That was the
day.
only car shopping we did that day. So we went back and got the wing, and just ties into like the people there. We were leaving Up Garage after we got the wing, and I see a pop up on my phone for Samet, who's a YouTuber, was going live. And I knew Samet's shop was 5 minutes away from Up Garage. Like, let's go. We're going to go crash Samet's garage.
Yeah.
We literally drove over there. We pull right up on the guy. Like, yo, what's up?
Oh yeah.
And
As he's live.
yeah, he kindly welcomed us in. We talked for a while. He showed us the shop, and he was like really relatable and personable. And he took 20 or 30 minutes out of his day to talk to some
He's gotta
random
be prepared
dudes.
for it though, because he knows it's like Tokyo Auto Salon. There's a lot of people coming in.
A lot of
It's like-
visitors, yeah. It maybe just wasn't.
I don't know if many people just dropped in on him though.
Yeah,
we just dropped in.
Yeah,
Showed
we kind of put ourselves out there a handful of times, like in front of people, and just
Hey, what's
maybe
up?
we were a little brash,
Yeah.
or I don't
Hey,
know.
we're
how to-
American.
Yeah. Some folks are okay with that. Some are not. But anyways, yeah. So that was it. And then Monday night, I guess I would call Dan Spoon royalty. We had dinner,
Oh, that was
amazing
Monday
dinner
night.
Monday night at Ginza, which is Ginza could be a bit hoity-toity, but we had an amazing dinner that night with the folks from Spoon. Just a little bit of backstory. We went to, what did we go to at Lime Rock? I forgot what the event was. So
It was the classics, right?
yeah, Chris and I went, and we were sitting there, and then I saw a story from Dan. I think you were driving your NSX
I did.
to Lime Rock.
Yep.
I was like, hey, we're here. Let's meet up. We crossed paths. We were talking for a while, and then I started talking about Japan, and I said, well, why don't you just come with us? That's how this trip was sort of born in terms of joining. It's like, had I not seen the story, had we not found each other that day, I don't know that you would have come along and sort of planted the seed. And, he was like touch and go for a while. And then finally he just said, yeah, I'm in. So anyways, big Spoon guy, a lot of Spoon connections. We had a great dinner with those folks Monday night, which led to the Tuesday visit to the Mecca. I mean, it was
Spoon headquarters.
Type 1?
life
We
changing.
did Spoon headquarters first, and then we went to
Type 1?
Yeah. It
Was
amazing.
Type 1 super cool?
It was amazing.
I've seen so many.
What was
videos of
cooler,
it.
headquarters or Type 1?
Both.
No, you have to pick one.
So
Wow.
we got to go into the headquarters, and we got to go into the other levels. Where
I was
most
gonna say,
people
yeah.
aren't allowed to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Or So that
Did you show them your tattoo? That's how you got in? Is that your
I
access
think they
card?
already know I have the tattoo, but I think that was really cool.
You didn't
Because
scan
Type
it at
1
the door?
Type 1 is just the 2 floors in the shop, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
But I think the sitting in the conference room on
Yeah,
the
we-
top level
yeah,
with
we
the vice president
talk
or the
business.
CEO, just it was nice.
Yeah.
They made us coffee there. They just.
Did you keep this coffee cup?
I was going to. I knew it. Listen, I was going to, and I was about to, and Aaron was like, "You're really gonna keep the cup? That's a little weird." And I'm like, you know what? I'll leave the cup. But
Was it like a paper cup? Was
Yeah,
it
it was
like-
just a paper cup.
I would
It
kept
was-
it.
He's saying
Straight
he
up
did it.
Dixie.
it
I
was-
would have kept it.
He's saying he didn't. It's like in his bathroom.
Yeah.
Right
I
now.
would
He
keep it
rinses
out
his
with his
mouth.
foot.
Pushed it and put it in his pocket.
I was gonna say, yeah.
He's like, wow, that's cool art over there in the pocket.
No, but
It was like a 6-ounce Dixie cup. You used to like put mouthwash in it.
it was beautiful.
I would have kept it.
But
I'm
but
with
no,
you.
it was the headquarters was really cool because we got to go. They do a little bit of assembly and machining on one of the floors. Suzuki-san.
Yeah, my golden brother.
Yep. And so getting to meet him and see him do his thing in that room was really cool. It's just him by himself and assembling. He was assembling coilovers, I think, when we got there, but throttle bodies, all that cool stuff.
cool.
So just to see the room setup was really cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, to see the behind the scenes, like,
yeah.
like where the decisions are made and where the inventory is planned and like all the stuff that the consumer never sees was, pretty remarkable.
It's
And-
crazy. That man touches an OEM Honda throttle body that he got for $12, and just his hands make it worth like what, $400 or $500 for that bad
but
sucker.
he does his thing, It's,
Yeah, he gets in there.
He's been doing it for a while.
His hands are worth a lot of money.
Yeah. I volunteered to go work there for free when I retire.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to go work there for 6 months. I could literally be their American Suzuki.
Yeah, you just want to sweep the floors.
We were brothers.
anything.
Yeah, we were separated at birth, but he's me.
Get 2 piece in a pod.
Yeah, he's a little bit scary.
He's Ransom Pizza-san.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say we're over there, but I saw Suzuki putting on some Rota stickers for your next set of for your next set of wheels.
As long as
Just
it
for
comes in a
you.
spoon box, I don't care. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Rota box.
No, but the headquarters was. I think that was a little bit more special. Type 1 was amazing. Also, though, that was pretty cool. Really clean. Getting to see the layout in person. You always see pictures. There's so many pictures online.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could
But-
smell it in person.
Just everything about it. Just
I know that's a weird thing, but like I've seen pictures of Spoon USA, but when we went, it has a smell.
yeah.
Just the
Sports.
ambiance, everything.
Yeah, the
Just
ambiance.
about
Being
it.
in
Yeah.
there, it's
You're
just
like,
weird.
this
It's
is
just
cool. Like you never, I don't know, you like park and you get out and it's hot. And you're like,
We got to go into the engine building room. They let us in there. We got to, go in there and just check out all the tools. And
Yeah.
he was building a couple.
How
motors in
clean
there.
was it?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's immaculate.
Yeah, Japan in a
And
whole though is like
overall
just
is just
clean.
clean.
you
Everything's
know? It's
champ
just-
white, even the
yeah.
tools.
Yeah, yeah. I took pictures of everything in there, like the
You probably- yeah.
toolboxes, the toolboxes in there,
Yeah.
all their tools, like the brand new ASIC shoes that they had. You know, like just took pictures of it all.
Were they Spoon Asics?
No, so
Oh.
they use this ASICS work,
Work
shoe.
shoe? Okay.
Yeah, with a steel toe that you can only get in Japan. You
That's
can't, I tried
amazing.
finding it here. I ended up ordering a pair from Japan.
No
They're
way.
yeah, I have them. They're sick.
That's amazing.
Yeah, really nice. But
big A6 guy.
yeah, changed my life.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they started the car. That was
Yep, they did the cars for us.
that was pretty amazing.
What cars in particular? Just
The old EA, the Civic, and then they were gonna try to start the S2000, but it just wasn't.
The one that
I don't know what was going on with
the one
it,
that
but
you had in your shop.
the
for a few
S2000 was
months?
there. Yeah, that was there, and then the old Civic hatch.
Oh, that's
EGs
cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that was-
well, we have to have you back to talk about your stuff too. But
Yeah.
Dan,
Yeah, for sure.
a short period of time. Actually, it was a couple months, right?
I think it was like 2 months, 3 months, maybe.
Dan had the Spoon Sports
S2000.
S2000 in his shop for like months.
It was the first car to go into the shop.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
They were just like, we need somewhere to put it, and you
we
are
transported
the
it.
coolest.
Yeah.
we transported it down to Englishtown or Maryland for Honda Day. So then when it needed to get dropped back off,
Yeah.
Aaron just said, just keep it if you can, and just I'll let you know when I need it.
Yeah.
Wherever I need it.
It had
So,
Japanese rubber on it.
it was cool.
It was
yeah.
cool.
I just stared at that. It was in my trailer for like 2 or 3 days, and I would just go in the trailer and like just stare.
Sit
at
it.
Yeah, there it is.
Just check it out because there's so many cool little details
Right,
on
right.
it. You know, that
Did
car
I?
was a
I can't
super
remember
tight-
if I sat in it. I remember feel like I
I
sat
don't-
in it.
I don't know. I know my kid did and my wife did.
I
And
feel
they're
like
"Oh,
I
this
did
is
when it
kinda
was in the
cool."
shop, and I was just like,
sorry.
Like,
"This is so cool." You're like, "I want to buy it so
Ah.
bad."
I bet you smelled it.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, but I did. I did, and it just had that smell, like that old Honda smell.
Yeah,
That's
it did.
good.
It did. Yeah, it definitely had a smell.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you go and experience, and I haven't seen many things, but like when we went to Spoon, Rye Wire, where else did we go?
We went everywhere. We did Blade. We did
Oh, yeah.
Wire. I don't know. We did so
I don't
many
know, it was so
Go
cool.
tuning.
You get the full experience. Like pictures don't do it.
Yeah, it does.
complete
Yeah.
justice.
It doesn't.
Like when you walk into Rye Wire, it smells like electronics. That's cool. I don't know. You get fully immersed, dude.
That's cool.
He's got
That's
a good
cool.
nose over there.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, big nose guy over there. Yeah.
It's another
Copper.
sense,
Yeah.
man.
Copper and solder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Sorry.
smells like
Solder.
copper and solder in here.
Some like melted rubber.
Yeah.
What did you guys think? What did you guys think?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
So
from your
you know,
perspective.
yeah. Admittedly, I'm not that familiar with Hondas. I just we talked earlier. I've just recently discovered the differences between EFs, EKs, EGs, DCs, DBs. I'm sort of learning, but obviously, Spoon and Type 1 are infamous, and even if you're not necessarily a fan of Honda, to be there at such a legendary place.
I was gonna say, and
it's that alone.
I think even like the commoner in the car world knows Spoon. I think
Yeah.
partially because of the Fast and Furious
Yeah.
movie, movies.
that, or even just if you're remotely familiar with liveries and race
Yeah.
cars in particular, like it's so recognizable.
yeah, you can't help be moved by being there, right? When you think about the sort of the famous things that they've done and the notoriety and the brand awareness and the recognition and all that.
Yeah, the
so-
history.
yeah, it was moving, so to speak. And it's funny, we got there too. I said, you've got to kiss the sidewalk. I made him kiss the sidewalk
we
when he
got a
got
picture,
there.
we got a picture.
I made him bend down and kiss the sidewalk. I
It's
took
like
a picture.
what is the people
Indy.
who kiss the
He
bricks?
kissed the bricks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I made him, that's right. I made him kiss the bricks in front of the Spoon headquarters.
Yeah.
I feel like you saying that you made him. I feel like there was very little effort in you having to.
Yeah,
make
I don't
him.
know there
He
was much.
yeah.
You're like, Dan, kiss the pavement. He's like, what?
So
He's
I
already,
was
like,
actually
leaning in.
I was in shock because Aaron had from the train station had walked us a back way through residential. So we were coming down a residential road, and all of a sudden, like, I was looking at the road, and you look up, and there it is, and you're like, "Oh wow!" Like,
He saw this light glowing in
Yeah,
the
it
distance,
was
and he
just-
wasn't sure what it was.
I wasn't expecting it to be there at that moment. You
Yeah.
know? I was thinking we were gonna walk down a main road, and then I would see it. No, this was just houses, houses, houses.
Boom,
And
spoon.
yeah,
Spoon.
I've been looking to see if I could rent or buy one of the houses like next door now, but no. It was just out of nowhere, you know. You
I
weren't
think-
expecting it.
I think like you're lucky that you went with Danny. I think. You
Oh,
guys.
no doubt.
Because that reaction, like when we got to Laguna Seca,
Oh, that was great.
oh wow, you know, he's like, I got to take a picture of
Laguna
this
Seca
and this,
was amazing.
and I was just watching him like in complete awe. I'm like, it's just a racetrack, man.
Ah,
Yeah,
Oh,
but,
but not
that's
to
the
him.
thing. You've
Laguna
seen the
Seca.
corkscrew in person,
It's-
like
It's not.
We hopped the fence.
Yeah,
and
we
walked it.
walked the
Yeah.
fence.
The
Yeah.
night before, you know, was
Yeah.
That was cool.
amazing.
I mean, that's gonna be for you, like seeing Spoon. I just like, is there? How did that feel? Like, were you just
It was
overcome?
cool to finally do it. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, I was just so happy to be there just to see it in person.
Yep.
Get it off the list of things that, you know. It was.
You met your heroes.
Oh, they're great.
I mean,
I
you've
know
met
it's
them,
funny
but-
because you always say you don't want to, or they say you don't want to
Never
meet
meet your
your
heroes.
These guys are awesome. I mean, they're
Yeah, I didn't
they
even.
treat you like family. Even
Yeah.
before years before when we started talking to them and stuff, they just always have been so. They treat you like family. Like they're just so kind and they
Yeah.
go out of their way to just.
It's kind of like
It's amazing.
personality reflect through the company,
It's-
essentially.
yeah, but they're just all of them. You know.
Yeah.
Been,
They were remarkably generous with their time and gracious hosts, and
Absolutely.
they're busy people, right? They got a business to run, and
Right,
these
we were
guys
out
come.
till so after dinner on Monday night. They took us out for drinks after too.
Yep.
We went. You know, we were out till I think 12, 1 o'clock. I
Yeah.
don't know. It was late. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know they're busy. They got stuff they got to do.
Yeah, yeah,
you know?
during the week, right.
Aaron met us and took the whole morning to just show us around. You know, they were just it was,
I imagine it must be a busy week for them preparing for.
Well, they were getting the new FL5.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were putting the brakes. Did I lose my mic, or am I?
I
I'm
can-
blacking out. I'm blacking out. No, but they
Don't
were
go
doing the
back.
brakes, the seats that day. You know, they were trying to get the car ready for the
Yeah.
show. So
So that was Tuesday
Tuesday, yeah.
morning, and then our next stop for Tuesday, and so I kudos to him. Like we had this itinerary, but he arranged the spoon stuff, and then he also arranged a visit to Built by Legends. So
Yeah.
you want to talk about like another legendary. They're relative. Obviously, they're new. I would say they're in the building scene. They're new compared to Spoon, right? These guys just sort of ventured off and started this thing up. Compared to Spoon, they're not quite as
Yeah.
established, if you will. But these are two legendary guys, and so they're quite a ways out, so to speak. We took the train as close as possible. I think even taking the train, we were still 10-ish miles away from the shop. But these guys say, nope, we'll come pick you up. Like we were going to take a taxi. Like
Wait,
no,
the
we'll-
guys
we
from
were
Built
gonna
by
walk.
Legends?
Yeah.
we were gonna
Yeah.
walk.
We're just gonna come pick you
So
up.
I had messaged him and I was like, "Hey," he says, "I said Aaron's not going to come with us, so we'll be going by ourselves." He says, "That's fine. How are you going to get here?" And we just train and walk. He's like, "You can't walk. I'm coming to pick you up. I'm coming to the train station. I'll be there." You know.
He's like,
Yeah.
you're
Came and
crazy.
picked us up. Yeah,
Yeah.
just awesome guys.
So yeah, we get in the vehicle like, holy shit, it was Masa and Katsu like, oh my god, we're like in the same vehicle with these
Would they
guys.
pick
Like,
you up at anything cool?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Range Rover L.
LR.
Oh, excuse
It was
me.
nice. It was nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I geeked out. Like I was in the back seat and I took a photo of those guys sitting in the front seat, so I was sort of geeking out. But those guys obviously were also amazingly generous in terms of we're gonna come pick you up, and then we got to the shop and. I think we were there maybe hour and a half-ish, maybe, but like
It was definitely longer than that.
uncover the
blacked out.
cars. Yeah, uncover the cars.
You
the-
sat in the EG. Did
The
you all sit in it?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
saw the photo of you.
The EG, they
The,
uncovered the
mines are 33.
the mines are 33,
34.
and just it was like wow, I can't believe we're here.
It
and-
was hard to take in all at once.
Yeah, it's
you
like
know?
overly
You just went to
stimulating.
Spoon, and then
Yeah.
now you're there,
So-
and it's just
You get two senses of overwhelming. It's the overwhelming from seeing the cars up close in person, but it's also the people now too. Because obviously we grew up watching those guys on like Best Motoring and that
Yeah.
stuff. Because they're a big part of, well, at least my childhood. Because I'm still pretty young, but to be able to finally meet those guys one on one and not expect to, and have them take hours out of their time to, show you around. It's like you gain a whole new respect for them you already kind of had before in a sense, but it's like, wow, these dudes really do give a shit about what they do and they're passionate
Yeah.
about it and they're willing to share that with everyone.
yeah, they took us in like we were friends and regular car guys, and we talked cars and just had unlimited access and to look at anything we wanted. We went upstairs to their upper loft, which is
lounge
kind of
area.
their
It's cool.
yeah, their big conference room, and then a little later on, their design lead came in, and it was we got to talk to him for a while, and just the whole vibe,
Made us
the
coffee.
cars, just it
Made you
was
coffee. Wow.
Another cup.
yeah, it was just
Did they have
it
a
was
cup with
amazing.
The Built by Legends on it.
Did they? I don't remember.
No,
I
it
don't
was
think
another
it did.
Dixie cup.
I don't think they did. But yeah, an amazing visit. Remarkable cars, of course. They actually had a second exhaust header there. The first prototype was upstairs on the floor, and obviously not for sale.
No.
No.
But yeah,
There's some
just
great wall
wild.
art.
Just wild to go there and see that stuff and meet those guys on top of it, and just
They were awesome.
yeah. Yeah, indescribable, right? You see pictures of the car, but you see the car any of those cars in person, like,
Yeah.
wow. Wow.
Yeah, that R33 was just, I still can't wrap my head around it. Just the attention to detail they put in that car, and just, you could spend probably a good 12 hours looking at it, each individual detail on it. Like the strut bar on there, could spend a good 2 hours looking at just that. Just the way it's designed, the welds onto the materials, it's art.
Yeah.
So it's exactly what it is.
I called them out on it because even every bolt was in the same direction on that car everywhere you looked.
Oh, so that's like
the
the,
fender bolts were literally the same angle.
Yeah,
the
Koenigsegg,
license
yeah.
plate bolts, same angle. Like
Rolls Royce.
I noticed it, and I had asked. I said, "Did you guys do that on purpose, or is this just me?" And they're like,
Literally everything.
"It's people
Yeah.
like you that
Yeah, yeah.
appreciate this because
Yep.
That's wild.
it's amazing, amazing."
Wild. And a remarkable car, even though it is the worst of the GTRs, Matt, but still a remarkable car.
That car's coming to America. I don't know who the.
Yeah, we don't
We
know.
didn't ask. Someone will be.
Oh, someone purchased it?
yes. So that car's gonna be here.
American owner.
Yeah. So I'm
Interesting.
excited to see where it goes.
Wow.
Wonderful. See it. Yeah.
Speculation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
YouTuber.
I don't
we
know.
We don't know. We don't know.
I don't know. I can't picture a YouTuber. What are they going to get it and create content around it by taking it apart? Like
Yeah, you
just-
make one video on it and park it, and there's your whole ad revenue for the whole car.
Yeah.
You're
I
good
could
to go.
see LZ doing that.
I was
What?
trying to
Just
avoid
buy it
saying
and park
names,
it.
but yeah.
What is,
I don't think
was there
I-
a price point on it? I
I
didn't
don't know. We didn't
know
even ask,
anything.
did we?
Oh,
Why do I think it's 250,000?
No way. I would think way more.
I would think way more as well.
I was going to
I
say,
thought it
yeah.
was close to half. a
What's
mil.
the other one that already came here? The white one that already came here? Was it the 32?
Oh, the
That
400
everyone drove and they kind of did like a little tour?
Oh,
Came
the,
to
yeah,
California.
yeah, they had it out at West Coast, and they did it with
Yeah.
Top Rank. That was the 32.
Yeah.
I don't know where. Did they say where the?
No, I
I
don't know.
remember
but
if they
I
said
don't
where
know.
it
I
was.
think
It might
that
still be.
car's
Actually, it might still be in California.
a $500,000 to $1 million car
So
at
maybe
least.
That's what I
Maybe-
figured.
maybe
Like
it's
half a
500.
million
Yeah,
kind of
maybe it's
start.
500.
Yeah, start at least. I mean,
Yeah.
the car was just.
Yeah.
You should have seen the stitching on the seat. Like everything was just perfect.
Yeah, he told us a story. So their upholstery guys are former Honda upholstery dealers or designers. They retired and they went out and started their own upholstery shop. And so, my description would be a couple of creatives worked at a corporate company, couldn't really do all the creative things they wanted, either because of executives above them that said, I don't like the way that looks, or
Yeah.
that's too expensive.
Couldn't stretch
You
their
can't,
legs.
yeah, you can't be creative. We're going to confine you to this design box, and this is what you have to work with. Now these guys are out on their own doing whatever they want.
Yep.
They're designing the stuff they couldn't design when they were working for the man.
Yep. It was,
Studio 60.
Yeah.
What was the 60? Their age when they retired? Was that what it was?
I don't remember.
They're on Instagram though.
Like just like upholstery people?
So they literally found the Recaro fabric, and they're going to be remaking kits for people to redo their
Yeah, I
Recaros.
think they said they got the original sewing machines
Yeah.
back when Recaro was making those seats.
Something wild like
Yeah.
that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
60. Okay, I'm going to follow these people
Yeah.
right now. I need to know more. It was just
As
two
a
posts.
recent Recaro purchaser. And
Yeah, I was saying, as a recent, I got to know more.
Yeah, yeah. So be on the lookout for that. They'll be selling.
Oh, Dan, what brackets should Corey get for his Honda Civic for his Recaros?
We'll talk about that after.
Okay.
I'm very intrigued. Yeah, before you leave, I'll get your input on that. But so,
When did it-
Built by Legends.
Yep.
I had a painstaking question. They have to make a Honda key.
Yeah.
They
I'm
have to
hoping they
make-
do the
They have to.
the carbon rod too for the
prop
I
rod.
have
prop
to make a
rod.
Honda key. I'll buy it in a heartbeat. They have to make. I saw the key, the Nissan key they made. I was like, I'm buying it. And then I went and I'm looking. I'm like, there's no Honda key. I saw it. I was like, I need to have that. It was
Is
so
it
cool.
the polished like crazy looking one.
Nah, just a bunch of holes in it.
Got holes in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bunch
Because
of holes in it.
It looks
Art
pretty
of
cool.
Attack started making them for EKs, and they look sick.
Yeah, I like this. This was like this is something that you like. You just have this key, like no keychain necessary. Like you just have.
Yeah,
Your
the key mod is slept on.
Really
I like
is.
to see more
Key mod's
mods.
underrated. Key mod is underrated.
Key mod is
Yeah.
I'd like to see some keyhole mods next. You
Yeah.
know, full polish, powder coat the old key slot.
So did that round out your Tuesday?
That's Tuesday. Yep. I think that was.
What did we do at night?
We went to see Yoshi.
Oh yeah, I
we
introduced
spent a
them.
lot of
I
time with
introduced them
Lemon
to
sours.
lemon sours. Changed their life yet again. Lemon sour is.
Is that really all we did? I feel like we left there early though.
See, listen, it sounds like you've done
Yeah.
a lot.
No, that was it. I mean,
our
that-
days were packed.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean. You have to, right? You're only there
Yeah.
for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, that was it for
Wait,
Tuesday,
that-
unless I overlooked something
did we
in the
go to
fog of.
Ramen and we do the Shibuya crossing that night? I think we did Shibuya
Oh, that
crossing
you might be
night.
right. That might have been.
I know
Shibuya.
we
Oh, we
didn't
went to
stop
Tight.
there.
Oh, we took went to Tight. I took them to Tight. It's a bar that
It's
fits.
the best bar ever.
Oh
Three people?
yeah.
We met some newlyweds there. You only can
Literally.
maybe you can fit 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Isn't there a handful
When
of
he said
bars
we're
like
going
that
up
are
there, it was
just
It's not that
wild.
like
uncommon.
six
Yeah, it's
six
not-
people?
It's not that uncommon,
Yeah.
but this place was remarkably small, and the stairway to get up there is maybe like 18 inches wide, and you got to go up a full flight, and
Sounds
it's a
pretty
little
tight.
dicey, but
You can't fit a wing in there.
Yeah.
You gotta leave it outside.
yeah. So you're right. We went to Shibuya so we could experience the crossing.
Yep.
Yeah.
We went to Tight. We tried to go to a ramen place that I like, but the wait was I think like an hour and a half. Like,
How
well,
was the
we skipped
how
that.
was like Shibuya Crossing?
You know, I didn't think it was as crazy as the one in Ginza. But we went late, so
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't as wild, and it was during the week, so maybe you know it didn't have that like Fast
Full
and the
peak.
Furious crazy.
Yeah.
So the one in Ginza the night before was, I think, a little crazier because they had all different angles of crossings. Where Shibuya felt like, what was it? One
Well,
or
it was also
two?
a lot wider. Shibuya has as
yeah,
many, but
yeah.
it's a way wider.
It was cool to see.
Yeah.
It was definitely cool to see.
Yeah. It's
Is
yeah.
that that's like the corner and where they drift? Is
Yes.
that, okay.
Yes.
I'm glad I caught on to that.
Hans died there, I think. Right?
Whoa!
That's where Hans died?
Spoiler
Oh.
alert, dude.
Right?
I don't need to see it
That
now.
was
Han? You mean Han?
Han.
Who the hell's Hans?
Hans from
Hans and
Fast
Franz?
Furious.
Han? Yeah.
I had to
Hansel?
pump you up.
The one with the,
My car's on fire.
the orange RX-7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Han.
Today I teach you how to
Yeah.
drift.
Yeah.
The great Mr. Han.
So that
that
takes
was
us into
Tu-
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. So Wednesday was we went to Auto Box, right? If I got this right. Yeah, we went to Auto Box, which is, I guess it's changed over the years. It's become more of a destination store, but I would describe it sort of started off as if you were able to go to Summit in person,
Okay.
Oh, cool.
right? And order like whatever JDM brand of whatever you need, you can get it at the store, but you also can get accessories, whether it's cup holders or floor mats or whatever. So we went there. We did a bit of shopping. I mean, I don't think we went crazy there.
I call it the car version of Barnes and Nobles.
Yeah, there
'Cause
you go.
They had a Starbucks
Yeah.
in there.
Ooh,
They had a Starbucks inside. They had a bookstore, and then they had a lot of cool car stuff.
Yep.
that's cool.
Yep, it was good stuff in there. And then
How's
as
the magazine front over there? They have a lot of car magazines over there still?
Yeah, there was a lot.
a lot of
There
book,
was a
a
lot.
lot of book offering there.
Josh, we
for
gotta
sure.
gotta talk to our guys over in Japan.
Tap into that market. Is that what you're saying?
There was a lot of magazines.
Yeah. So we're roaming around, and then we're all masked up, and I saw these group of guys, and I recognized Robbie Nishida. I decided we had like wandered apart from each other. I'm gonna go up and introduce myself. I'm just gonna put it out there, right? Don't be bashful, be a brash American. And Robbie was great, and then he was with a bunch of folks, and so as it turns out, he was there with the president of SEMA, Mike Spagnola. He was there with the VP of marketing. Oh my God, mental block. RJ DeVera, who was actually, he was in Fast and Furious, and then he was also, what's the Honda magazine? Help me.
Super Street.
Super
Honda
Street.
Tuning? Oh.
Yep. So this guy's
So
like,
was he really the one in the white Civic? in
Yeah, it's
Fast
really
and
him.
Furious? That
Yeah,
was
it
really
was
him.
really him,
That's
yeah.
Cool. That's cool.
and then also the general manager of PRI. So those guys were in Japan. Well, Mike was first trip, and Robbie was showing him around, and just introduced myself, and we chit chatted, and then I caught up with those guys, and then Chris is like, "Well, wait a minute, I want to go thank that guy because SEMA's behind the RPM Act."
Yeah.
So we went back, and Chris offered him a thank you for the work they were doing. He shared a little bit behind the scenes in terms of why it sort of fell through at the last minute. He said we were like really close to, being able to make it happen, but some of the stuff was just a little bit too restrictive. But they're still committed to making it happen, and obviously the entire industry relies on this thing going through, and Big Brother, go back behind your desk and worry about something else other than whether I want to put an
Cruise
aftermarket
ships.
ECU. Yeah, exactly.
Attack the cruise ships.
Exactly. So we got back together with those guys. They were really nice to talk to. We got a photo together, and I think that I don't know if there was anything else sort of memorable at Autobox, but it's like a must see. You got to go and you got to experience and see what it's like. But yeah, it's definitely a destination store more than it is a place that you'd probably want to go buy your parts.
I know my backpack was heavy when I left there.
Yeah.
Books on the back. And
They've got
JDM Rainbow Fish.
Yeah, we
Dude,
got
what a
JDM
come
Rainbow
up.
Fish for my daughter. Yeah, my little one. She loves that book.
They've
Does
got
she know what it says in it?
Can't read it, but just the fish looks cool.
Yeah, fish looks cool. That's all that matters to them.
when you go in there, like all the major brands have like this small section, like whether it's a Nismo section or a Subaru section or a TRD or Spoon section, and then maybe they got like a 2-foot wide section, and then it's like whatever oil caps and shift knobs and decals. Like yes.
Yeah.
So actually, I think we bought. There was a special edition collaboration. It was HKS with Tone, which is kind of their Snap-on. It was a 10 millimeter ratchet wrench on a keychain. I was like, I got to get these things.
Oh,
on there.
did you post a photo of that?
Yeah.
I saw it. I was like,
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, so there's just some stuff I got to buy. Like this thing was just, it's just wall art.
I got those foldable bins.
Yeah,
The
that's right.
foldable
Yeah.
bins.
Yep.
Yep.
Big storage guy.
Not really, but I got one for my brother and one for myself.
So that was Autobox, and then we went to. If I go back to my notes, we went to Nissan Crossing.
Yep.
I think.
Oh, Honda too, right?
We changed your life. Yeah, we went to Nissan Crossing. Big Nissan guy now,
Big
closet
Nissan
Nissan guy.
Crossing?
And we also went to
Honda
the
Collection.
Honda flagship store,
Yep.
which used to be where the robot
Yep.
was. Right, the robot's retired now. It was just it's their headquarters. So it was
Yeah.
there wasn't anything remarkable on display, but it was good to go
They had
there
some
and
cool
just
trinkets.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
buy. They had a cafe there.
Yep.
And the cars out on the street over there
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
Just-
yeah.
There's always
the
good
car
stuff.
watching there is amazing. It's kind of a major intersection and a bit hoity-toity, and it's like, wow, what is that? Wow, what is that? And just you don't even know what to
Stuff
expect.
you wouldn't even.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just the variety of stuff that goes by there was crazy. Excellent car watching there. And then Wednesday, unless there was, I don't think there was anything else in
We
the
walked
daytime.
back.
Oh yeah, we walked forever. We went to the BMW dealership.
Yep.
I don't remember. I think we had a 7-Eleven stop along the way. I think we had
Tokyo Tower we saw while we were walking through there.
a lot of good stuff. Yeah, walking's great, obviously. And then Wednesday night we went to the RWB meet.
Oh, we did.
I thought that was Thursday.
No, it was Wednesday.
You sure?
Um,
I thought we saw Ishikara for
Yeah, we
dinner Wednesday night.
Oh,
had sushi.
we have a conflict of memory here.
all right.
I'm telling you, we
I
were
mean,
doing
you
something.
could be right too. I don't know.
You were doing something
because I
every
thought
moment.
that morning we dropped off the wing to
Oh,
him.
you're right.
Oh,
You're right.
And
That was
we
dinner
were
night.
gonna see him back.
You're right. That
later
was
on that
dinner
night.
night. So RWB was a different night. Oh, that was Thursday night then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Thursday night because we had to get the rental car back to get to that. That's right. We had dinner out with a local friend. These
Sushi
guys
night was the
experienced. They're not big raw fish eaters, but they dabbled. But yeah, you didn't
I'm not
have the
either, man.
urchin.
No sea urchin for
No
me.
urchin
for
Fish
you.
eggs, yes.
No squid guts.
No squid guts.
But sake and beer and just we had a great
Yeah,
time. It was
That was a lot of alcohol that night.
That we did.
Yeah.
We
It
got
was
back to Yoshi's too. They bought us that bottle.
Oh yeah, that's the same
oh, I
night.
forgot about yeah.
I can
And-
see where the blur is coming in.
Oh yeah, like almost blackout in the shower, stumbled into the room.
You?
Worth it.
Getting taken out
Oh,
by
yeah,
the wing.
you were
I
messing.
fell into my.
I
room.
cut myself off at Yoshi's, and then he took my drink. He was like, "I'll take it."
We
You never let it go to waste.
No.
How kind of you.
my friend took us to a place that has 6 seats, a sushi bar, and then the way it works there is the chef just keeps giving you food until you say stop, and you don't. He chooses what he's giving you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just plates come out, and then when you're done, and that's it. And they just kind of like, it's this much. And so there's 4 of us. We had plenty of sake, plenty of beer. I'm not sure how many things we had, but it was $60 a person, and it was just
No,
an amazing
It was,
Right,
night.
it was
just-
a pretty good amount of food.
Yeah, it
It
was an
was a
amazing
lot.
night.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
We had- Those guys had well, the eel was a little bit more friendly for you. It was grilled-ish eel.
That was good.
Yeah.
The eel was great.
Eel was good. Okay.
Yeah, it was. It really was. It was grilled, but it was
Never had
good.
the opportunity to try eel.
It's good. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, great night. And then so Thursday was another rental. I messed up because I took care of the rentals and I went to rent the same thing for Thursday that I got Monday. When I did the online reservation, that was sold out. I went to the next model up. It turned out it was the next model most expensive, but it was the next model down in terms of comfort, and it was a straight up cargo K-van. It was like acty, like modern acty, like bench seat, no cushion, no sound deadening. And
Well, now you got plenty of room for the wing.
We had a 60-mile drive, and it was awful.
Really? The racket that thing made.
Oh
so,
my God.
like, you guys been in Chuck's Acti before. So picture a K-van with a CVT in it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It does
It's
not.
got a mind of
move.
its own.
Yeah.
It's CVT, but I thought like straight cut final drives. That's how I was. When I was driving it, that's how it felt.
What a terrible car.
Yeah. So, my mess up because, who would have thought you would pay more for the cargo van than you would for the nice sort of.
End box.
Yeah, the end box was amazing. It was comfortable. It was quiet. It was great. And they were out of it. And I stepped up to the next one. I got this. And I thought it was a mistake. And I was like, what do you mean? And, language barrier and all that. But, we
You were getting all pissed off at the dude because his seatbelt alarm kept going on.
Was it door? Was it the door?
Shut off.
Yeah.
I thought it was a seatbelt.
it was the
something
door.
was
The door
ringing.
wasn't closed.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Dan drove again. He did so good the first day. He's like, you're driving. So that day we drove to Motegi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to the Honda Museum there, right? And they've got, anniversary set up for the Type R. But we show up, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're at Motegi, right? It was just like the drive was cool, just back roads for about the last third of the trip there. It was amazing to see, so far away from Tokyo, the back roads and all that. We get to Motegi, and all of a sudden we got out of the car, and the track is hot. Like, oh shit, we got to find track. We got to go like find out what's on the track.
Yeah. What's on it right now?
And it was a
You
private.
can hear the B series.
Yeah,
You
it
could
was.
hear a B
yeah,
series
it's
just
just-
screaming.
B
Yeah.
series through snow-covered mountains. Oh my god, it was just everything. you hoped it would be.
Picturesque.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, track's hot. We'll get back to the museum. Let's get trackside somewhere. And just to be able to watch that stuff on track was pretty remarkable. Although I think we only saw about maybe 4 to 5 different cars. We didn't see a huge variety, but just to see, cars hot on the track, it was a bonus that we weren't expecting. And then we went into the Honda Hall, and that was pretty remarkable too. I mean, it was a bit moving, right? You walk in, and I forget now how many Type R's were in the lobby. Was there
4.
Okay.
They
Yeah,
had
so-
the NSXR, the Integra Type R, DC2, EK9R, and then they had the DC5R, which, in my personal opinion, could have not been in that.
That's crazy. You don't like the RSX?
No, it's Integra over there, but
Yeah, I know, but-
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think it belonged in that lineup, but
What about the EB3?
that's my opinion.
EB3 Type R.
That was upstairs. That was where it belonged.
Yeah.
Yeah, above all others.
Yeah. No, but it was awesome.
The race car hall was just
Yeah.
seeing Senna's car, the
Yeah.
Jax Accord,
Yeah.
the Mugen Castrol NSX,
Yeah.
Grand Super GT. Like those are some of my favorite race cars of all time. And even being around them was just kind of bone chilling. Is the stories that those cars could tell, the laps they led,
Yeah.
the drivers that farted in that seat.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the whole aura behind it. And to think of like those cars lapping at that track back in the day, it's like it's unimaginable.
Yeah.
I feel like you could spend an entire day like there just
Yeah.
looking,
soaking it all in.
reading.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool little facts and stuff that they had, some old pictures, and
Yeah, the
The-
photos,
the-
the plaques. So
we
like,
looked at the cars a lot. We kind of went quick through the motorcycle section, but like
Right,
there's
it's a
a
whole-
lot. Yeah, there's just so much,
Yeah.
and
And we were on a time schedule too
Yeah.
that day because we were trying to go look at some more cars.
yeah, we were car shopping again.
Gotta do it. You're
And,
there.
and then we ran at the Honda Pro Jason.
that-
Yes,
I was
we
just
saw-
gonna
we
get
met
to
Honda
that.
Pro
Yeah.
Jason
So
there.
I already knew who he was. So we're walking around like we already knew he was there because Dan saw he was there.
So Aaron had told me he was there.
Yeah.
So-
I've never met Jason, and I don't watch you too much.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't follow.
So
Yeah.
obviously Jason's very well known in the Honda community. This guy walks up to him and goes, "Oh, are you on social media?" And I'm sitting.
You
in the
old
corner.
man did?
Yeah, I'm
is
trying to
old,
just
not an old.
not die laughing. Like I don't know what was going through his head. Like Yeah, of
You're
course
like,
I
Jesus
fucking have
Christ.
social media. Like, who do you think I am?
It's the only reason I'm here is because of social media.
Yeah, it was so priceless. I couldn't keep it together.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, old man moment for sure.
That's all right.
It maybe a little bit intentional. I don't know. It was innocent. But yeah, he was walking around. But when we got in the lobby, there was a camera propped up on a tripod. I was like, yeah, somebody's walking around. They had like the steel case. And then, frankly, I only heard of his name. I don't know much about him. And then when I saw a dude with a red band, he had a red band around his arm that said press. I'm like, well, that's got to be him. And Dan mentioned he was there. Like, well, that's got to be him. And didn't chit chat for very long, but we crossed paths with him probably
A bunch.
4 or 5 more times during the course of the week. Yeah, just
You guys were on the same itinerary.
everybody goes to the same stuff.
Yeah.
like
shared his
under
you shared
yeah,
your Google Doc. With him.
autos. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey man,
Big-
if you're curious, here's
yeah,
my Google
big
Doc. Here's
Google-
I know you
what
haven't
I'm
figured out that social media
Yeah,
stuff, but I got this for you.
Big Google guy with
Yeah.
with my
Let me share it to your Gmail.
big Google guy with my potato.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up my Samsung 10. I don't care. You got to pry it out of my dead fingers. But yeah, that was Motegi in the Honda Hall, and then we went car shopping on the way back. It was a little bit of a hike. We kind of did this roundabout route to get back to Tokyo. It was a little bit difficult because it was only 60 miles, but it was 2 hours because of the speed limit. So we made the stop. I think the shop was, I don't remember the name of the shop. Anyways, we got there, and it was a referral from, I think it was Jimoto-san. Yeah. So the guy at Spoon had referred us to go there, and we show up, and I don't know, what would you guys guess? There's 100 Type R's there? I'm not even sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
But in every configuration you can imagine, like every single Type R is there, and even what is the quirky?
The Accord R?
Yeah, the Accord,
the
like
R.
just EP3, like everything is there, and like all varying forms of shapes, and I'm still trying to scratch the itch, like we need a Type R in the fleet.
And that's just one shop's thing. It's just that's
Yeah.
what they do.
Yeah, that's all they do.
He's like known for Type R's.
Yeah.
So they happen to have a freshly acquired DB8 that was sitting out front when we got there, and we started looking over, and obviously I've got the guru with me, and we're looking the car over, and it was a clean car. I mean, we could tell it had been painted, at least the nose. They confirmed that they had changed the radiator support, but it was no ABS,
No rust.
no
It
rust,
it was like
no-
a base
yeah, it was-
model, race base.
and I was like, he gave a number. I'm like, it's a little bit steep, but I see this car in person. I have a chance to look at it. Maybe you pay a little more, but you have the opportunity to see it in person. But it was a 99. Like, okay, now I need to store it. So it's probably going to be $150 a month. They don't offer storage, so I got to figure out how I'm going to.
You have to find that now.
Yeah, coordinate this.
Now
So
the Accord, not the Accord. Now the car becomes more expensive.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So it's whatever, $1,800 for year number 1 until I can get it imported. And then we're looking over, and like I'm like spinning the numbers, like trying to think about what this car is going to be all in, and like the numbers are like, it's kind of a wash if I just bought one straight up now, right?
Yeah.
But I'm able to see this one, and I know that it's great. And then after we were looking at it for like 15 or 20 minutes, then he comes back out and he says, "Oh, he made a mistake. It's actually a 2000. So now it's 2 years worth of storage." It's like, can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, $3,600 in storage. I
Yeah.
can buy one cheaper right now. That's already legal. So
Yeah.
that was a hard pass. So it was, another one that got away. It was a little bit disappointing. And I'm a bit of a T-Rex, right? I want the VTEC, I want the Type R, but I'm not willing to reach, right? I'm not paying the money. You know what I mean? So
It's on a budget.
yeah, it just
We're all on a
yeah,
budget.
just back to earlier. I want the worst house in the best neighborhood. So give me the garbage because
Yeah.
I'm not paying retail price, right? I as amazing as they might be, I don't want one bad enough, or I can't see myself spending north of 20 for a car that I don't know that I necessarily may like or whatever. So
You're gonna love
You'll
it.
love it.
so that one got that one got away. That one got away. It was a little bit disappointing.
It's all right.
Yeah, so that was our Thursday. So then that was RW. So then we went to the RW meet that night.
We dropped the car off. and
Dropped the car off just in the nick of time, and we went to look at some
I'm gonna use
wide
the bathroom
bodies.
at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to look at some wide bodies, and it was,
It was kind of a mistake.
yeah, it was. It wasn't a great vibe. I mean, some of the cars are pretty cool, but it was a lot of influencer presence. And
Very
it
hype
wasn't.
beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the dudes that only wear Supreme. They don't really give a shit about what they are. It's like the same thing with Liberty Walk now. It's a
Yeah.
social status
Just
statement. It's not a car anymore.
Fashion show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
It's an accessory.
Yeah.
it was cool that they had it at a shrine and the Kai was there with his dog, and it was,
The dog was very cute.
yeah. I mean, that part was cool, but it wasn't.
Wasn't vibes?
Yeah, I was.
What's the rest area?
It wasn't PA. No, they crammed was there like 12 cars? They sort of crammed them in around this temple, and it was for the people that own the cars, it was probably a great party for them. But I don't know. It was. I'd take it off the list in the future. I'd take it off the list for the future.
My favorite one, the black car with like the pentagram on the back of it.
Bantham or whatever.
Baphomet, yeah.
Baphomet.
Yeah, that
Dude,
one.
that car is so good in person. Oh my god.
I saw photos of it from this weekend, from this Tokyo Auto Salon weekend. I was like, still good.
That's one of those
Still
ones
great.
you have to see.
Yeah, still great.
Yeah.
Still awesome.
That one and the Hooters car.
The Hooters car?
The Hooters RWB.
Not familiar with that one.
It's pretty cool.
All right, I'll have to look that one up.
Have a Google.
It had some enhancements done.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Make things a bit
Yeah.
more voluptuous.
Yep.
That Playboy EK. Did you guys see that in person?
Say,
No.
was your mic broken?
I don't think it was.
Oh no,
there.
I had it sideways. The mic, my bad. Yeah, the Playboy EK was. I just shared it to my
Yeah, it doesn't
Instagram.
sound familiar,
dude.
or doesn't. Look
Oh, I've seen
familiar
that
in my
car.
mind.
Yeah. I've seen
I
that
don't
car
know
before.
what that front bumper and those skirts are, but god damn, that's a
Big
nice-
big EK guy, huh?
big EK
Big
guy.
EK
Yeah.
guy,
The EGs
yeah.
were cool too, though. I mean,
Yeah.
something about Cosi K1s on Golden Era Hondas should just do it for me.
Classics.
So that was
16.
Thursday.
That's Thursday, and so Friday's Auto Salon.
Yeah.
We had booked.
For that, did you pick your day?
Yeah, we definitely picked Friday, and then we tentatively were going to do a half day Saturday.
We got lucky because we had booked tickets for Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, I had Friday, Saturday. Oops, it was a miscommunication there. I had Friday tickets, but the issue with Friday is that the public doesn't get in until 12 or 1 o'clock.
Yep.
And the problem with that is, and I think I shared this last time we talked about Auto Salon, is the photographers show
Yes.
up. You can't move in that place. So we were lucky enough to get trade passes from Spoon, so we were able to get in first thing Friday morning. We got there like at, I'd say 9:05. It opened at 9. We got there at 9:05. There was a bit of a line, and we were going straight to the HKS booth.
They had some goodies you
We
trying to
needed
get.
steering wheels.
we wanted steering wheels, and we got there by 9:15, 9:20, sold out.
No,
Wow.
It was 45 minutes after.
Yeah.
I looked at my
Sold
watch.
out.
They were gone.
Sold out.
How many do they have, you think?
I'm not sure.
Like 20?
I don't
50?
know.
I
I think if you got one there, you probably were standing in front of the door to get in at like 8 o'clock. So you literally could be the first person in the door, and then you went straight to the booth. But
Did they have a limited quantity?
I'm pretty sure they did. They are not limited production, but I'm pretty sure they had limited quantity there. But anyway, so yeah, Auto Salon Friday morning, first thing, and look, it's a struggle because it's a huge show. You want to try to take everything in. But the issue is that once it gets crowded, you can't even see anything.
It's done, right?
It's really difficult. So you have to sort of like judge and pace yourself and say, how am I going to cover the entire floor, see enough of what I want to see? But you have to acknowledge and admit that, like, if you want to look at anything in detail, forget it, because you're gonna screw your whole day.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's almost like, when you go to Motegi, right? You could spend hours just looking at stuff in detail. It's just not viable and possible at Auto Salon, especially once it opens up to the public. Like, once the photographers start photographing,
Yeah.
It's
it's
a wrap.
shot. You're done. Like,
Yeah.
especially when,
Photographing.
especially like when the booth females come out and they're whatever interval they're putting shows on, the dudes just flock and it's just click, 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 click. Those guys are not there for the cars.
Yeah.
They could care less about the cars. They're there to just, it's
Yeah.
culturally normal and acceptable that there's going to be women working the booth and dudes are going to show up and take photos. And it's just like, as a car guy that wants to see stuff, it's a little bit frustrating, but like, I know it's not about what I like and what I want. And just,
Yeah.
I'm the brash American showing up, but it is unfortunate because you just can't spend the time you need to see stuff without it becoming a log jam of humans. It's just it's a bit sad in that regard. So
You're trying to laminate the V card, see some nerdy car shit.
yeah, so it's but there was a lot of like really remarkable stuff we saw, right? We saw right after we got in, there was the press event for the GTR. So we saw that, and Larry Chen was live at the time, and Dustin Williams was there. The top ranked guy was there. It seemed like those guys probably had Nissan marketing connections, so to speak. But we were able to see that, and a lot of remarkable cars. I mean, I love the HKS Fairlady, the Top Secret Fairlady, the new Civic prototype race car that's going to replace the NSX. I mean, there was a lot of really.
It was good stuff.
Yeah, it was really, really good cars, for sure. And there was a lot of BRZs, FRS, and stuff like that. And just, it was.
How big is Tokyo Auto Salon? Like physically?
I don't even know how to make that relatable.
Javits.
Yeah, we talking like Javits Center or something
It was
smaller,
different
bigger?
sections. What were they called?
Yeah, they were halls.
They were halls.
So similar to SEMA?
So it's similar to like Vegas.
I haven't
where they
been
have
to
halls.
SEMA, but I've been to Javits. I don't know. I would say it's bigger than New York Auto Show, like space-wise.
Absolutely, yeah.
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 There was 2 buildings. One hall was in the first building,
Yep.
and then there was 3 halls in the other building.
Yeah, that's a layout. And then there's
They
like
were big.
there's stuff in the foyers. There's like these auxiliary rooms,
Yeah.
and just it's
So it
It's
just
a
spreads.
lot.
It's
It's
not
a-
like it's just one location. Yeah.
a lot to take in. And
What time did we get there?
What?
9?
yeah, we got there like
9:05?
9:05, and then it took us a while to actually get through the gate.
And when did we leave? 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah, it was like getting crowded at that point. We had done a brisk walkthrough. We stopped here and there to look at some stuff in detail. Like the HKS car was like,
Yeah.
that was great to see. The Top Secret booth was a little bit smaller than at least what I've experienced in the past. But like, there's just some stuff I got to go see this in person.
Yeah.
Right? There's some stuff you have to pause, but it's so hard to. You can't take everything in. Like even if you spent all 3 days there to look at everything in detail, you just at some point you're going to throw the towel in because I don't want to deal with like getting past this crowd of guys to go look at this thing because I can't penetrate through.
Yeah.
But it's a remarkable event. Yeah, there was a handful of cars that were like really interesting to see.
I mean, I even after we walked the parking lot, that was like
yeah, I forgot about that.
Top,
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
there were cars in the parking lot that were just amazing.
yeah, there was like a handful of stuff like holy shit, like yeah, it was
People
So-
brought
maybe
the
just as
cool
good. Yeah,
cars.
maybe just as
Everything.
good as the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, people brought the cool cars to park to go to the cool show.
Yeah.
Well, there was a meet that night too, right? That we went to.
Yeah, so
The
then
underground meet?
yeah, I don't even know
I feel
how
like
much
people
weight.
left there went straight to the.
Yeah, we had a lot of weight because like we grabbed some catalogs, we bought merch. Oh my god, we bought tools, we bought like. It was tough. We had like crammed backpacks and then giveaway bags like jammed with stuff. It was we were like pack mules.
Yeah.
It was
My hands were like from holding the bag.
Like a plastic bag. Yeah.
Like cutting circulation and like just.
Yeah.
It was
But
worth it.
we got a couple of like I would say great conversation pieces. We got the giveaway HKS keychains. Like if you just go up to the booth and shared something or tagged them,
Yeah.
you got a keychain, and then you discovered those are $75 on eBay now. They were given away, and now they're
Oh, wow.
$75. And then we got some shift knobs. We got the Vertex Up Garage collab. Supposedly it was going to be limited to 50. I think there was a little more than 50. We got some of those there, which is kind of cool for wall art. I don't know that I would ever use one, but those were kind of cool. But anyways, so we left. This is the way I've like, for me with Auto Salon, because I can't do the stuff in detail, I can't do the research. I experience what I can in person that I like want to see.
Yeah.
And then I let the press educate me on the details,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? I let Larry Chen tell me the story behind whatever, or I let Honda Pro Jason tell me the story.
Oh, like the breakdown of like
Yeah.
the car
The
that you saw from a distance.
Yeah. Or Sticky Joe did a bunch of stuff. Like those guys are going to go in depth, and neither of those guys are going to do everything in depth. But like this guy's going to cover that car
Yeah.
or that booth. Like, all right, I can get my education from those guys. So I see what I need to see in person at the pace that I can, and then I rely on those guys for the more in depth content.
Nice.
But yeah, we did miss the F40 unveil. We walked by and the
We
curtain was
saw
on
it.
it.
Was, yeah, curtain was
It was
on.
curtain
We just kept
covered. It was
walking.
like, yeah. I mean, it was.
We saw it after. We walked
We did
through
see.
again.
You're right. We did see.
I mean,
it
we had
after.
the same reaction here. Just
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
It's an F40 with E36 rocket buggy.
Yeah.
flares on it.
Yeah,
It, just-
like-
it didn't do it for me.
Right. It just
I-
yeah.
like,
Matter of
why?
fact, we even said, "Leave it alone." Like
Yeah,
that's. I think
yeah.
that was the overall.
It's
I don't
Liberty
even
Walker
follow
would be
at
same
all.
category.
Yeah.
Now. Just
And maybe blasphemy. I think I like the FD better than I like the F40. The Coca-Cola livery that was kind of like inspired by slant nose.
I just kept looking at those
Oh.
Porsches that were there.
Yeah, the slant nose FD that looked. It kind
Oh,
of had
the
930
bodies.
vibes.
yeah.
For me, that one was better.
That was
than
that
the
Yeah.
was better.
That was
for you?
for me personally. Anyways, I thought it was better than the F40. But
Mm.
anyway, sorry. Back to the parking lot. Parking lot was amazing. A lot of great stuff. I think it was a Starion in there. Like,
Well,
how
the
cool is
parking
that?
lot was like what you always hear about.
Yeah.
And you see it in like a movie or something like that, but you don't know it's actually real until like
Yeah.
it's unfolding in front of you. I mean, you guys were there.
We were tired. We were gonna skip it, and
Yeah.
then we're like, let's just go
We're
down
here.
one
Like,
row.
yeah, don't regret.
You go down one row, and then you're like, oh, you
Yeah.
see something on the next row.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, we
No
gotta go
regrets.
see that now.
because
Yeah.
that was the biggest chunk of like stuff that I was getting fed were just like photos from that
Yeah.
like underground garage thing, and it was just insanity.
Yeah. Yeah. So we went back to the hotel. We dropped our stuff and we went to the secret meet. And it wasn't. Once it was public, it wasn't secret. It was just the only thing that was secret about it. Nobody officially knew till the morning of, but it's the same guys that sort of coordinated every year. We took the train out there. It was kind
It
of
was
cool because
cool.
we actually
Yeah.
we went over Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah. It was technically a monorail, right? It wasn't a train.
Yeah, you're right. It was technically a monorail. Yep. So we took that there. And it
We
was
could
kinda
do a
cool.
whole episode on the difference between
Yeah.
trains and monorails.
Oh, I'm so in for that.
And
That meet was cool though because when we got there, we took the elevator down, and it opened up.
Yeah, to that
floor,
big
and it
parking
literally
Like the
lot.
was
Tokyo Drift.
It was Tokyo Drift, like in real life. Like,
Why was it 100 degrees down there?
Because of the cars.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Every car is running.
Yeah,
like,
heat soaked.
was
so
running.
Yeah.
hot down
It
there.
smelled
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
exhaust and
Yeah.
it was hot,
Yeah.
but it was so awesome.
Yeah. And everybody was, from the YouTube perspective, like everybody was there,
Yeah.
right?
That was
Even
the-
Larry,
right.
Yeah, Larry Chen was there. Oh my gosh, Samet was there. Albo.
Albo was
I
there.
walked up to Albo, introduced myself, and he was really great to talk to. Masa, that's always hanging around with Dustin Williams. He works with Top Rank. Talk to him. All the YouTubers, then the cars, like just the variety and the I don't know if the genre of cars,
It was
like
awesome.
it runs
Perfect.
the gamut. And it's just oh my god, like that, like you just
That
You-
black Porsche, oh god, with the crazy headlights. I think it had like LED headlights or something, like bars almost. It was super wide.
Yeah,
You know
it
what
was
I'm talking about?
like the slant nose conversion 930, right?
Dude,
It could have been like a Wangan midnight spec.
I honestly know nothing about it, but literally I was scrolling and it popped into my feed so many times and I stopped every time to watch it. It was like the same video. I'm like, I don't care. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
yeah. So such a vibe. You just and then you kind of make the rounds and then you just want to stop and then just watch the stuff pull in.
Yeah.
You
It's
get a
just-
good spot
oh,
with
I just-
a lot
yeah,
of cars
just like-
coming through.
I was drooling over an NSXR that was there. It was
Yeah.
in the wild. It's almost
Yeah.
like you see an animal in the wild,
Yeah.
endangered species, and you're like, holy crap! It was just cool to see.
Yeah. Yeah, the owner actually, at one point, Larry Chen went up to the car. The owner got a photo with Larry Chen in front of the car, which is kind of cool. They sort of shook hands in front of the car. And
It was just cool to see one out.
Yeah.
'cause You know.
Yeah, it's especially in that
You don't
scene.
Yeah. We only saw two the whole trip there.
that's right.
So it's,
One was in the museum and
Yeah.
one was in the wild.
yeah,
Right,
Yeah, so
right.
it's cool.
Yeah.
Really neat.
Yeah, but the underground meet was fantastic. We've talked about, go to Japan and maybe go at a warmer month or go when, it's not Auto Salon, which, there's other things you can do, but the benefit of going Auto Salon week is all this other stuff that's happening.
It's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
the buzz
absolutely.
is
The
yeah.
underground meets and just people know that visitors are going to come to the shop. So you sort of get that, added benefit of that week of all the other activity. And it's a I'd say although it's got a different vibe, with all the influencers showing up, it's, a bit of a different show, maybe than it's been in the past. At least that's my interpretation. But yeah, underground meet was fantastic. I think after the meet, we got back and just went to the watering hole, had some more lemon sours, hung out for the night. And then we had originally planned to go back to the show on Saturday. We all kind of collectively said, So what we did on Saturday morning was we took the train down to Yokohama. We went to Nissan headquarters. They have a big floor space there. And I don't know if I maybe shared this in a post or shared it in person. I sort of feel like Nissan more than Honda does a lot for brand marketing, right? Like not marketing like, hey, look at my new car, marketing like Nissan and Nismo awareness, so to speak, right?
Embraces the motorsport.
Yeah, like every aspect. Like you get involved in the brand. Like I'm going to buy another Nissan because I love, you go to the headquarters showroom, you can test drive an R35. Just sign up. You can drive the R35 downtown Yokohama, and they've got they had a handful of new models on display. Their merch offering there was like
Nissan's merch game is
they're
strong.
Really
and
strong.
Nissan have a great merch game. It's like addicting.
Yep.
You're not even a Nissan owner, and you're like, man, I need this.
That's how they get you.
Oh, it's amazing. Amazing.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, we stumbled. Maybe the coolest thing I brought home, or I don't know if it's literally top of the list, but walking around the merch area, and they had this R32 history book. It was a paperback. I think it was $20 US, and I'm flipping through this like, oh my God, this thing is like an amazing book. Like the technical illustrations, the photos from races, like just all the stuff is like, oh my God, this thing is amazing. It's like $20, and I don't know that.
For that stuff.
I mean, not to disparage Honda, but that's although maybe Nissan themselves didn't author it, but maybe it's just a geek that did it on its own. But like the stuff that was in that place, like just they really go after their consumer.
Yeah.
It's easy to see how you could be a Nissan loyalist based on
so
everything they do for the brand.
Yeah.
And then, when you're in that mode, I think you tend to ignore how good or how bad the car is.
Yeah.
Like I'm devout Nissan. I don't give a crap that this is a
You
janky car.
You forget they made the
I'm into the
Altima.
brand, right? Because because
The
of
Juke.
We sat in the same building and decided we're sending Altimas to America for TikTok people so they can crash it and like give us hours of entertainment. Yeah. 300 credit score. Sign me up. I'm ready for one. Yeah. Give me one right now.
That's all I need.
Yeah, we were a dozen floors below the executives that decided what the re-released R35 was going to look like.
Yeah.
But it was a cool experience to go there. We did so that was
They
Saturday
had
morning.
Starbucks inside too.
Yeah, Starbucks inside.
Just
It was
saying.
it was definitely
You knew where they all are.
They had Starbucks inside.
it was definitely a destination place. And then we left there, and then we went to Omori, which is their
Probably one of the best parts of the trip.
Yeah, so it's their. I think we covered Omori before, but for the folks that don't know, it's like if it's their GTR repair facility. Like if I own a GTR and I want Nissan factory service, I'm going to bring it there. Or if you want to do that restoration, you're going to bring it to Omori. And it's kind of cool. They rotate out what's in the showroom there. They had an R30,
right?
They had an R33 GTR car, if I remember correctly. What else? Oh, they had the Primera in the showroom there, right, on display.
Yeah, it was the Primera British Touring Car Championship car. They had the R33 GTR LM that actually ran a Le Mans, the Keep the Dream Alive car, which is so stunning to see in person. Admittedly, I stepped over the ropes a little bit to try and get closer to it because I just had to. But yeah, that was one of those cars that just being around it with the aura is just, it's mind-blowing.
They have like a personality. When you see 'em.
That probably was my favorite car of the whole trip. Like not the spoon cars, the Built by Legend cars, short. Like obviously those are also pieces of art, but for me, like the Keep the Dream Alive car is one of my favorite race cars of all time. Like the livery on it, just the pictures of it back in Le Mans, back in the whatever I was like 95 or 96, just seeing it covered in dirt, shit, tires, and like to be in front of it, it's like damn, this thing's like
keeping the dream alive.
He's keeping the dream alive. Yeah,
all the little details too.
The whole story behind that car is another story for itself too, about how it's pretty much funded by Nissan Nismo fans, because it was like kind of I don't want to say crowdsourced, but it was almost a crowdsourced team that raced at Le Mans.
Yeah,
Altima owners unite.
Yeah,
come up with something incredible, at the very least.
So that was Omori. It was interesting. It was a bunch of folks there, buying merch and stuff, and a lot of great cars in the repair facility. There was I had to make a note because I had to look up the stats. There was an M-Spec NER there in silica. So they've only built 1,000 of those, but only 9 were in that color. So you never know what's going to be there. It's like a pretty remarkable place.
Yeah.
Pretty remarkable. So that
Sounds
was
like a pretty remarkable trip.
yeah, it was jam packed. So then that was Saturday afternoon. We got back, and then we had another underground meet the following night. Met a few more of our YouTube heroes.
was
Oh
Saturday,
my
right?
God,
Saturday
that was
night.
one of the craziest
Yeah.
meets ever.
Yeah, it
holy shit.
It was
wild.
crazy. So
Yeah.
it was in Shibuya, which is where the crossing is. So most of the same folks that were there from the night before were there. Larry Chen rolled in with his new R34, new to him R34. If you follow YouTube at all, we met Iat, who just moved from the West Coast to Japan. He was there with his wife. Koda, which is his friend, who's just starting up a shop out there, Japanese kid, but he's sort of making a name for himself. Randy from Eliminate, who's my new favorite YouTuber.
Best dude ever. That was such an awesome
good
experience
energy.
to see that. I swear to God, I thought you guys could have known each other for your whole life.
Yeah.
The way you guys
That-
were interacting, it was.
They were cracking
I was
jokes.
I was in awe. I
Yeah.
could not believe.
I just sort of stepped up. Randy, where you been? He's like, where have you been? Right. So we started like busting each other, and it was like natural banter. Like
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
known
Yeah.
this guy, and then
He
it was
threw him the
making-
keys to the
Yeah,
Ferrari.
he gave me. It's like we were making a joke about the Ferrari. He's like, "Congrats on the Ferrari." He's like, "Yeah, mind if I borrow it?" Like, hand me the keys, and like it was just such a down to earth guy. And I was like, "Hey, Randy, do me a favor, stand with me so people think I'm important." He goes, "Yeah, I'll stand with you, no problem." Just how relatable and just like I got a newfound appreciation for him. And I know the kid hustles and he puts out a lot of content, but honestly, him, Iat or Josh, he was really great to interact with and his wife, but. Oh, Randy like made the time. Albo made the time. Masa made the time. Like some of those YouTubers are like still approachable and still relatable, and you can have a conversation with those guys.
Right. Right.
They've got appreciation for their fan base, and then they also have the interaction skills that you need when you got to deal with the public, right?
Yeah.
Some of the people that are behind a camera maybe don't know how to deal with somebody like somebody's in my face, like that's awkward for them.
Yeah.
Those guys are naturals. But yeah, he's my new favorite, and just I don't know. Maybe I caught him a little off guard. I don't know. Maybe he's like wasn't sure what to make of this guy.
Sounded like
And
he was into it.
yeah, we had a really good time. But that was like another great show. You met through Dan, right? You met Dai.
what a cool dude.
Who is that? I don't know.
Dai Yoshihara.
Okay.
Yeah. What? Like what do you call it? Idol.
You met your hero.
I met my
you met a
hero,
hero.
yeah.
Yeah,
met
yeah,
one of your heroes.
Yeah.
So I had met Dai at the race, the 25th hour of Thunder Hill,
Yeah.
Yep.
the year before when I was with Spoon. So when I saw him, I didn't know how big of a fan he was, So I was like, let's go say hi.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Dai,
yeah.
And one of the Spoon workers was actually with us
Yep.
that night. So he's like, go say hi to Dai. He's over there. And I said, all right, we'll go over and say hi. But
Dan's modest.
Chris was,
Dan knows everybody, or everybody knows him.
I wouldn't say
True.
that. I
No,
wouldn't say
no,
that.
facts. Facts.
Dai remember me from the
wait,
track.
hold on a second. I can run. Do I need to run through the list like everybody?
Yeah,
no,
he's
come
like,
on.
I'm like, bro, you're famous. He's like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
no,
like-
no, I'm not.
Where? Sticky Joe, Rywire, ABC, Matt, ABC,
Oh, I see.
all the ABC, all the ABC guys.
Matt's
ABC,
the best. He's great. He's
Matt,
great. C from H Motors was there.
yeah, ISF, ABC. Like obviously, I'm mixing up the acronyms
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
but who's the guy? Steve.
C from H Motors.
Yeah, just like
Every
came out.
big name in the Honda community knows Dan's
Yeah.
first and last name.
Yeah.
It's probably his social security number,
Yeah.
where he lives.
I
what
buy
type.
parts from them,
Yeah.
no, he's like, yeah, he carries a lot of clout, so he shouldn't sell himself short. But like, he either knows everybody knows him. It's funny. When we were at the Nissan store, there were some Chinese dudes, and like they saw his code. They're like, yeah, we went to Spoon, and they weren't really very welcoming, and like this guy's like Spoon royalty, like, probably despising the fact that he's got this jacket on, but yeah. So everybody at the meet, whoever, doesn't matter who it was, like he knows everybody. It was crazy. The introductions that we got as a result of him. So
Yeah.
he's famous. Don't let him kid you. Don't let him kid
He's
you.
like the most famous barber in the world.
Well, we went to California and we had we had Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles with
Oh my
Edmund.
God.
You should have seen Edmund. He was like shaking over here, like, "Oh my God, is that the Big Mike?" Is that-
I
Who
didn't
else
even
was there
really
with
know
it?
it was
Joey was with us with dinner too, because we always
That
get
was-
together and have dinner when we go over there. They're just great guys.
Joey. I was the most excited for
Yeah,
because that dude is just he knows everything about like golden era JDM everything, and his pictures are sick. And Man, even that thing that he put together, like his book, like
Yeah,
the packaging for it,
Yep.
where it's in like the Honda packaging, but
Yep.
it's like he's just,
Yeah, amazingly creative.
He
Yeah.
is. Oh, you kidding
he's
me?
super
Well,
creative.
We were at 25 Thunder Hill, and I'm standing right next to him taking the same picture. And you look at my picture versus his, and I'm like,
Not even close.
Joey, what am I doing different? You know,
Joey's looking at you saying, "What is that potato you have in your hand?"
Yeah. No, he had the same potato as me. That was the killer part. You know, he just knows. He's got an eye.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, some people-
photographers have
I-
eye. You know, they just
I thought it was wild. Like, just we were going everywhere, and like we show up at Rywire, and you're like, "Oh, I want to stop at Rywire. You know, I want to get this harness."
David.
Yeah,
is, like,
David was there.
Such a good friend of mine. He works for Rywire. TPK David.
Yeah, but we like show up, and Ryan from Rywire's like, "Dan, how are you, man? It's been a while." I'm like, "What the fuck is happening right
Ryan's
now?"
great.
He's
Ryan's
like, "Dude,
another
we're working
good
on your
one.
harness right now." He's hand making it. I'm like, "Brother, what's going on over here?"
Ryan's awesome. Yeah.
Coolest
There's
dudes.
so many
Yeah.
good guys in the Honda world. You know, there really are.
There are more good people than there are bad.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
where
They're
they're
just-
not? On Facebook Marketing.
So
So yeah, that's Saturday. Sunday morning, we went to a Cars and Coffee at a bookstore in Shibuya, and I didn't realize it was an American theme, so we got there, and it was just interesting to see '60s muscle cars.
Yeah.
and-
You were back
yeah,
at
that's a
home.
bit of a surreal.
yeah, it was interesting. You know, it was cool. A lot of
full
vans.
circle.
Yep, and then like surprisingly, an E46 CSL
say,
that
yeah.
out in the wild.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, pretty wild. So we had matcha donuts and matcha lattes for our last morning there, and we got back and we had to check out by 10 o'clock, I think it was, and kind of gathered all our stuff and
Figured out what you're gonna do with the wing.
called for an Uber. We had a
Wing got dropped
Toyota.
off.
Yeah,
Okay,
so friend is
okay.
shipping the wing back.
Yeah.
Called for an Uber, got a Toyota Alphard, which is big and luxurious and huge. We're standing out front. We got 2 luggage carts. Both of them are packed with cardboard boxes full of stuff. We have 2 tiny carry-on suitcases. He's got a backpack as his
Cardboard box.
and a cardboard box as his carry-on with the stuff that he bought. Like he's getting on with this brown box.
We'll get to that one later.
The Uber driver pulls up and he literally shakes his head left and right. And I'm like, oh boy, does this mean that he's not going to take us to the airport? Because
Yeah.
otherwise we need probably 3 taxis. And he is so accommodating and like just got in there and like wouldn't let us pick anything up. And just, he folded all the seats. He pulled a carpet down and covered the bumper cover so nothing would get scratched and packed it all in nice. Like just
It was perfect.
really, really nice guy. And, you know, the ride was only like 20 minutes to the airport. But our plan was we were going to get there because our flights weren't until late at night. So the cheat code is check out of your hotel, take all your stuff, bring it to the airport, and put it in luggage storage
Yeah.
until your flight. So now you get like a full day, if you will, in Tokyo still.
Yeah.
We got there. Luggage storage is closed due to COVID. Or if I can say, due to CV something.
Yeah,
I don't know
whatever
if I can say
it
that
is.
word if I don't want to strike you.
Oh no,
Um,
we're stricken.
I'll pass that. Okay, so
We're stricken.
so
Ivermectin.
we couldn't store the luggage, so now we got to sit in the airport lobby
Yeah.
with these carts of boxes just waiting for because you can't check your baggage until 4 hours before the flight. So now we're stuck here and like
That's a bummer.
Drank like losers.
yeah,
in the
so
lobby.
7 like
We were
it's a
using
s-
up the leftover
yeah.
money on our
yeah,
Pasco
we had,
cards.
Yeah, we had leftover money on our railway cards and like so. All right, another round of highballs. Strawberry whipped cream
yes.
sandwich change your life.
Oh my god. No, it was like Wonder Bread with slices of strawberry and like
Custard
it was a
or
custard
cream?
filling?
It was delicious.
Oh,
Try that. Did you ever
holy
find
shit.
one of those?
I'm in.
it was cut in the most perfect way. No crusts, triangle right down the middle.
Funny story is every time we'd go into a 7-Eleven or a Family Mart, I'd eye these things, and I was like, nah, they're gonna be too thick and like filling, like just creamy, you know?
Right,
really
right. Just
thick.
critique it from its looks.
So he's like, dude, you got to get one of these. We're at the airport. I'm like, you know what? I got to try one. And I got one, and I said, you know what? I'll just eat like a couple bites or half of it.
Yeah.
No, it was delicious.
It was
amazing.
Yeah.
Changes life every day
Yeah.
of the trip.
Yeah.
phenomenal.
So
that was it.
say you passed out on the airplane and woke up in America?
Yeah, caught up on sleep. I mean, so you exhaust yourself, and then I think I slept 8 of the 12 hours on the way back.
Yeah.
I just-
Really?
that's-
You did?
yeah.
Yeah, I was knocked out.
struggling to stay up, and I fell asleep for about 2 hours.
I was out for a good like 7-8 hours too.
Yeah, the flight home was not as nice.
Yeah.
Not just because you're
Yeah,
going
yeah,
home,
but just in general.
The United flight was
Yeah,
terrible.
United doesn't offer the same customer service that you
The
would get in
customer
A&A.
service,
Yeah.
the people on the
What
flight
does that
weren't
say?
as-
You know, say
I
somebody's
was
Japanese,
so
and that's their
disappointed.
impression. They get on a United flight coming to
So,
America, and
this
a bunch
is a-
of American just.
I've been telling everyone this. I was kind of embarrassed. You know, you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You get off the plane. I don't know how you're. Well, you didn't have to walk through economy, but I walk. Listen, I get off, and I'm walking through. There's bottles, like water
Right,
bottles,
just-
thrown on the floor, wrappers all over the place, and you're like,
Yeah,
come on,
Dude, come on.
guys.
It's like, take the extra 5
really?
seconds.
yeah.
like,
No wonder why the
It-
stewards and stewardesses are rude.
Yeah, you were
Like
just
you got to pick
for
up
me,
after.
It was kind of sad. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
Animals.
yeah. Yeah,
come on.
exactly.
Animals.
Bunch of
Literally, they
American slobs.
Yeah.
They walk up and down the aisles asking if you have stuff to throw away.
Right, they bring
the whole time.
fucking trash
the whole
bags.
time.
They literally
and now
bring a
you're
trash
looking
bag.
at these seats full of garbage, and you're it was just depressing.
Let's see. We want to rattle through some
Yeah,
questions.
we've been rambling.
Let's see. I'll pick some. I'll have to pick and choose, but stank you smelly much.
Justin.
We'll save that. He's got a good question, but Dan's going to come back on so we can dive into many things he wants. We want to talk to him about, because his question was, how did Dan get into cars, specifically Hondas? We'll save that for next time.
All right.
Super Kamikaze for Pete and Chris. Do Japanese vending machines sell Welch's fruit snacks? Thanks.
No Welch's fruit snacks and no salami and cheese and potato rolls and no blowtorches. It's a no-go.
No blow torches. Okay. Let's see. Jordan MX_5. Can we get Revival Gang to come to one of the night style house parties? God bless, buddy. I'm approaching 40 years old.
I'm in.
Suzuki-san.
Tell
is
Jordan to
in.
hit me with the details.
I do not think I could handle one of those parties. Remember what Jordan was telling us a couple weeks ago? Him and his buddies do?
Yeah, he sent me photos.
He sent me a photo with
Yeah,
the what? Jesus. Let's see. Okay. Baby Yoda. Just a shout out to Peter for hooking me up with license plate adapters for the best for the beat. Thank you.
Oh, you're
Oh,
welcome.
I need to
license
get
plate
some of
adapters are
those.
great.
Okay. Subi Cage. Not a
Kage.
question, but shout out to Shook for getting my name right and
Kage.
the reference. There we go.
What is the reference?
Naruto.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
These guys are fucking brutal, man.
Just loser
He
shit.
goes, Subi Cage shouts to Shook for getting my name right. It's Kage. It's Kage again.
I don't know, man. It's Cage. Grape Whistle. I can read that one. Will spinners make a comeback? Wheels? Yeah, I'm sure. Everything makes
Yeah,
a
why
comeback.
not?
Yeah.
Everything. What is it? Is it in vogue?
Yeah, I was
What
going to
is-
say,
yeah.
right. Becomes.
What are the covers that it's they're big down in Texas. They're not spinners, but they're long and pointy. They stick out like 3 feet past the
I
car.
forgot what the hell they're called.
Oh my god, what is that?
Those are gladiator spikes.
Yeah,
No,
Like,
For gladiator.
I know. What
there's a hood name for them, but I can't.
there is.
there
I
is.
can't think of the name
Like,
of it.
I'm so pissed those
Because
didn't make it up
those
here.
are on slabs.
Yeah,
Right? I believe the
Yeah.
vehicle's called a slab.
Those are
Why
big down there on the
those
slabs.
should have caught on up here. I'm so pissed they didn't.
I am so glad I have no clue what any of you are
Oh,
talking
hold
I
about.
on.
promise you, you're missing out right
It's
now.
like a center
It's-
cap on rods, like really far out.
Did you see the movie Grease?
A long time ago.
It's those things sticking out of hubcaps.
You've seen
I-
Gladiator where
protrusion.
they race the carts at each other and they
but they're like 3 feet long.
No.
the wheels are just hitting each other. Okay.
The Jackalope 89. Would you rather be in jail for 1 year or in jail with a Rubik's Cube and you can leave when it's done?
Oh, I
Jail
can
with a
solve a
Rubik's
Rubik's cube. Yeah, I can solve a Rubik's cube. So that's
I'll
fine.
take the Rubik's Cube.
Can you take it apart and put it back together?
Didn't specify that.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Give me the Rubik's cube.
Yeah, we can
Feel
figure
the
something
decals.
out.
Yeah.
Chuck would be out of jail in about 10 to 15 seconds. It's
Yeah.
There's
absurd.
I'm like in the 3-minute range. So
there's like a way to do
There's a
it.
thing,
That's
yeah, there's a-
fail-safe.
Yes.
It's like spin, 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 turn it, spin, 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 turn it, and you
It's
just
math.
keep doing that
There's a
until
documentary on Disney Plus right now on little kids that do
like
the,
speed.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane to
like
me.
literally
I can barely put
3-4
my
seconds.
fucking shoes on.
Yeah.
Kids are flying through.
They
Rubik's
make
Cube.
they make like high grade ones that have like bearings inside, so
Yeah,
you can like
flick 'em fast.
flick them and spin them.
Yep.
Here's a good question to kind of end on. I just lost it. Oh, from Baby Yoda again. Is the Japanese car scene as cool as it looks in the movies?
I think we just heard
Cooler.
that. It's cooler.
Probably
Yeah.
more
Absolutely.
cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say more. It's
You know what I really liked about being over there? The diversity. They have everything. They have
Yep.
German cars. They have Japanese cars. They had American muscle cars.
Doesn't matter.
They had it all. You know, it was and really well done too. It wasn't like, you know, I'm sure there was a couple that weren't great, but they had a good.
Yeah,
mixture.
it's there, and there's a niche for, you know, and everybody can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I wonder, does the respect go across the board for most?
Yeah, I don't think a car guy there, like culturally, and maybe this is just extends beyond cars. I don't think you'll find any kind of car fanatic look down their nose at somebody else.
Others, right? If you're into it,
You
you're
know,
into it.
Except for maybe like I know generally speaking, the public isn't appreciative of like some of the Bozozuka people, like because just the way they sort of
Because
the
there's a crime element
recklessness,
to that.
yeah, the recklessness of their lifestyle and all that. But you know, like if you're a Euro guy, you're not going to look down your nose at somebody who's, you know, into S chassis. I don't get that vibe. I just, you know, I feel like everybody appreciates everybody else, and that's maybe just a little bit, might speak a little bit to the society in general there. But yeah, it was, you pull up with whatever, and guys are like, wow, look at that thing, and just
It's no matter what, it's appreciated.
I think the underground meets were the perfect example. They were just
Yeah,
mixed cars, people getting together, just
Saturday.
Right, doesn't matter.
So Saturday when we left, we got up to the street level, whatever, and there's just like 10 lowriders outside of the
That's fucking cool.
burnouts, jumping, tripoding around
super cool.
turns.
Yeah. Yep.
And like if R34 goes blasting by the other way.
Yeah.
There's like
Right.
an NSX in the street, lowriders hopping, music playing.
It was
Right.
I
amazing.
saw a
It-
documentary
Right, that's
about
a
that.
that's a like. I have to. Where else is that eclectic of a mix going to
It's-
happen?
Correct.
It was
Correct.
so
I
cool.
don't.
We forgot about the lowriders. Those were awesome.
Well, it's like and it widely accepted, especially in like that lowrider culture in like East LA, that like Japan has now taken it,
Yeah.
copied it, and is now doing it better.
Put
than
their
they are.
put their spin
like
on
their
it.
culture, like their fashion, their cars, like everything. They're taking it to like a whole different level.
I was gonna say there's a whole documentary about that. It's like in Japan, they dress the same.
Yeah.
There's
doing the
I know
same
there's that
The
big
lifestyle.
like crazy
doing,
rockabilly
like
scene.
Chicana and Chicano rap,
Yeah.
but it's like all in obviously Japanese.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, is there like a Japanese like hardcore Vans all black band shirts?
Yeah, of
group?
course there is.
You know,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
gotta be,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
out there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
They're like, you guys like Lamb of God? It's like, what? It's like, you know, it's cool shit. I don't know. It's cool.
I don't know if they're big land people over there.
Those
Yeah,
wheels you were thinking of, Swangas.
Swangers.
Yeah.
Swangers. Yeah.
Swangers.
Big shouts to the chat. Was that
Yeah.
was
That
that
was
Tim
Nick R,
again?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no, Carman Cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for
Yeah,
questions.
great car scene. And you know, for anybody who is into cars, like just I can't recommend enough. Like if you can sort of scrape together the means to go, you'll never be disappointed. And
Yeah.
you know, you could do it modestly if you maybe stay away from Up Garage and merch shops.
Don't stay away from there.
Go.
No, but you got to do it modestly so you can go there.
Right.
And then
Yeah,
spend.
and then
Right.
splurge.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then carry a wing around Tokyo.
Yeah, that's
Carry
right.
away
Yeah, if you take public transportation and you stay at a modest hotel, then yeah, you can afford that stuff. And you know, the ticket's probably the biggest investment, but
Yeah.
beyond that, it can be done economically. And
Right, once
and-
you're
and it
there.
just
I mean,
can't-
$60 a night.
Like
Like
realistically, if you can get a ticket for under $1,000, that's like take it and go, because that's the most expensive part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could go there for $2,500 with the tickets being, you know, $1,500,
Yeah.
$1,400, and still have a good time
and just be fine. Right.
yeah,
right.
Yeah, you don't have to, you know, go crazy.
Yeah.
you can buy alcohol at 7-Eleven for
Oh,
$1 a
Yeah,
drink
yeah.
and be
Yeah.
happy.
Yep.
Get hammered in Tokyo.
And $2 sandwiches. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, boys, we're glad you came in to talk about it. Glad you came in to share it with us. You know, I look forward to learning about it. Maybe someday going myself and
Yeah.
knowing we have some good tour guides if we need.
Yeah, we can help
Sounds
you
like
out.
The
best
best
tour
one
guide.
over there, Uncle Pete.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Sounds like we have the best tour guide.
Dio,
Yes.
DOP.
Yeah,
rep.
Deal
Yeah.
Pete.
Well, we appreciate you guys inviting us. It's always
Yeah,
fun to
thank you.
hang around
Thank you
here
so
and just
much.
obviously talk cars at any point.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, always enjoy coming to visit and
Well,
just
For sure.
living
shoot the ball.
vicariously through.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to get more people going.
Great Instagram coverage.
We
though.
need a
Across the board.
we need a big junket tour. Like we got to get like 60 people together and just be a pack of brash Americans.
Yeah, just fill
Take
up
over.
just fill up a jet worth of scum.
Yeah, take over.
Yeah, just
Throw our empty bottles everywhere.
Should be a revival junket.
Oh my god. I don't want to be
Big
responsible
idea.
for that.
Yeah, it's tough.
Is this the bleep 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 party V2?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Right. That's a very
Yeah.
good point.
F your mother.
So again,
Yeah.
thank you boys for joining us.
thank
you. Thank you.
Dan, we're going to talk to you soon. We'll definitely have you back to talk about all the other stuff you got going on.
Okay.
So glad you got to enjoy the trip with these boys and take it. So
Yeah, thank you.
that is going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Visit our website, revivemotoring.com. We will be back next week. Thanks, everybody
how
in
do
the
we say
chat.
goodbye?
Yeah, thanks for making it to the end.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato gozaimasu.
All right, here we go.
We'll end it on that.